No, uh, okay.
Okay, what? Good
You're
morning.
you're like a red bone, right?
I'm a rebel.
Okay.
I'm a rebel.
Red bone.
What the fuck does that mean?
A red bone girl.
What is that? Can you explain to me what that means?
A light skin uh,
What?
n- uh black woman.
I'm a light skinned black woman. Okay, that's what you
Oh,
want to call me.
I don't know, baby. I'm sorry.
I don't know
No.
either. Why does it matter? What's your
No, you're
point?
beautiful. You're beautiful.
Okay, wait. You can't just say that.
Yes. I'm
I mean, if I was dark skinned, would that matter?
no.
Okay, so then
I don't see that.
you don't. You do obviously because that's the first thing that came
No.
out your mouth saying I was a
No,
red bone.
but you're freaking gorgeous.
Thank you. I know.
So,
Thank you.
and
I don't think it has to do with my color though.
no, it doesn't have to do with the color. Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I know. So why would you say that?
Ah,
I think it's kind of rude. I think it's rude.
okay. I'm sorry. That's why I say sorry.
Yeah.
But that's why I say I think you're beautiful. And then,
Thank you.
you know, you could turn anybody on. Believe me.
I know. I already
No
know.
matter.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
I know. I know.
Exactly. So how are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you? Did you rest well this morning?
No, I just over here I haven't gone to sleep yet.
You haven't. Why not?
Because I got off work and then I don't have to work tomorrow.
Oh,
So
that's nice. Well, tomorrow. What do you mean today? Or
yeah,
tomorrow?
today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's nice. Okay, so you just got out of work, and so it's you
No,
got.
not, not just now. I got out of work around 11, and then by the time I got home, take a shower and everything, it was like 1 o'clock. So I stay awake and just watch some TV, and I got take care of uh somebody, and and then
What do you mean you took care of somebody?
I got to take care of my mother. She's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
So
I
and
love. That's very sweet of you.
so yes. So I work sometimes a lot of hours, and then I have off a couple of days, or
Oh wow, a couple of days.
yeah, when pretty much I work whenever I want. Okay.
Okay. So what do you do on the days that you're off?
Um, I go to happy hour sometimes. I just go out a couple places.
Oh, when was the last time you went out?
Uh, well, I've been working a lot about 2 weeks.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I've been working, and then I'm gonna be off now for a couple of days.
Why are you working so hard?
I don't work hard.
Why?
I do not work hard.
Oh, you don't work. Well, I would think if you're working for 2 weeks straight, that's working hard.
No, but it's not hard. It's just you got to be there.
Okay,
So
because you.
it's,
But yeah, all right. I
it's not
guess.
hard. It's not hard.
I mean, I'm pretty
So
sure it's not hard, but you still got to be committed to something. You can't go out and
you have
have
to be
fun and go
committed.
to.
Exactly. That's the word. You have to be committed. You have to be
Yeah.
committed. And then you can get retired earlier, and then that pays off,
Does
later
it?
on. So
Does it
I
really
like
pay
what I
off that
do.
you retire
I
early?
like what I do. I love what I
Well,
do.
oh, if as long as you like what you do, and you rather do that than actually, go outside.
Yeah, but I also like to have fun.
Okay, so what do you do for fun?
I I'm single, so I
Okay.
just date, and
Okay. When was the last time you went on a date?
oh my goodness.
Well, that means you don't do it for fun. Like, come on now, let's be
No,
real. How you
uh,
gonna say you like to do something and you don't even do it?
no. What do you mean? Can I see you?
No,
How come
why?
your camera is not on?
That what?
How come your camera is not on?
Because I don't want to show it. Don't know because I don't want to. That's why.
Okay.
Because I don't want people just looking at me because I'm red bone and actually
No,
have a
no, baby.
conversation with me.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
No, no problem.
No, they're
So,
not. You
what
can't have
about
a
you?
conversation
You
with
haven't
somebody,
said nothing about you.
huh?
You haven't told me nothing about you.
Because you never asked.
Well, I say that you were nice looking.
Are you
So
telling me about me? Or are you asking me?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you now. I'm asking you now. What do you
Alright,
do?
so what are you asking me?
What What's your status?
What is my status? What does that mean?
Single, divorced, married? I don't know.
I don't know either. What does that mean?
Okay.
What
You,
is it that you want to know? Please, Rufino.
I just wanna. I just told you I'm single and I just date.
Okay, and what does that mean? Because you're single. What is that supposed to mean?
That I date.
You date? Okay, so when was the last time you went on a date?
I don't keep track of.
You don't really? That means you don't date. If you don't remember last time you went on a date, you don't date. People who date actually go out on dates.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, all right. So, but when? When was the last time you went on a date? Oh my god.
Well,
That means you
I
don't
don't really
date.
have
When was
to.
the last time you talked to a woman outside the internet?
Oh no, I talked to a woman. That's why I'm trying to get at now. I don't have to really go on a date to go on a date. So
Wow, really? What? Then that's not. You don't. What the fuck? What does that even mean? You don't have to go on a date to go on a date.
no, because I have girls that are going on a date that I talk to them.
So talking to a woman on the phone is going on a date.
No, we do more than that.
Okay.
So
What is more than that?
we get together. We get together.
Okay. So when was the last time you got together with a woman?
Oh my goodness, about a week ago or something.
Oh, okay. So then why is that so difficult for you, Bobby?
It's not difficult, mommy. No.
Obviously, it is. I'm asking you really simple questions. I thought they were easy
Okay,
questions, and
but
you're
it's
making
not
them.
difficult.
You're
It's not
making them
difficult.
so difficult because you can't. You really don't know how to have a conversation. Because I can't even imagine you being able to talk to somebody over the phone. You can't even talk to a stranger. Good morning,
You've been talking
man.
for a while now, so
What really? What I don't. Do you know what we've been talking about? Because we haven't been talking about nothing.
okay. All right.
What?
So what about you?
What about me?
You're what do? You go on dates? You're single? You marry? You.
Do I go on dates? Yes, I go on dates. Am I married? No.
Where do you live?
In Florida.
Okay. Around where? I'm not asking for the others. Around where?
Why? Do you live in Florida?
Yeah, I live in Florida.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm in Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. I've been
I'm
wanting
doing
to go
good
to
there.
the. I went
Mhm.
there to the with the tigers, the white tigers.
You did? You know, I never been there yet.
Long time ago.
Is
So,
it still open?
oh, I don't know. I haven't been there in a long time.
I gotta check it out. Cause you're right. Before I moved down
I
here.
can take you to Key West.
Okay, I don't need to go to Key West.
Okay. Where do you like to go?
I don't know anywhere that's local. I like to go.
By you?
I mean, yeah, yeah. Like this
Mhm.
weekend, I went out. This weekend, I went to dinner in the movies on Friday, and then Saturday, I went to Orlando and hanged out downtown. And went to like a brunch and like a cigar lounge, and I went to a dispensary lounge, and I went to a
You like to go to
club.
the dispensary lounge?
I'm sorry.
You like to go to the dispensary?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now in this picture. Is when I went to this dispensary lounge. It was really cool. It had like a live band. It had a bunch of like couches that you could chill. They had like these infused drinks. I had a coquito that had like the oil in it.
Like Puerto Rican.
Huh?
Puerto Rican. Coquito.
Uh, okay.
Coquito is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I know.
You Puerto Rican?
I'm half. I'm
Yeah.
half Italian.
I talked to you before.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the thing is, yeah,
So,
I live in Florida, close to Miami.
okay, yeah, I remember that. And you
And
were
then
supposed to hit me up. I told you the next time you're in Tampa to hit me up.
I haven't been to Tampa, but I would take a trip over there to take a
I know.
vacation.
I know. That's what you told me last time.
And then, yeah, but it's got to be until the summer. That's when I'm gonna be
Okay,
off
okay, that's
for
fine.
a month and a half.
That's fine.
And then, but we should meet
What?
before that, just
What?
so we can, you know, like meet each other. So we
What?
we know that we're not the other one's not a crazy person,
Good morning, Juicy. What? So we gotta. Okay, so before we meet so you what? Do you think I'm a crazy person?
No, I don't think that.
All right, so then I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't.
But we don't know each other.
So we, uh, girl, I don't know.
You're the
Um,
one that should be worried about that. You're the
why?
woman.
What? Why I gotta be worried about
Okay,
it?
forget it. Forget I
Should
asked
I be
that.
worried about
We don't
it?
have to meet.
Should I
Tampa it
be
is.
scared of you, Rufino?
Tampa it
You
is.
telling me
Bush
something that?
Gardens. Bush
Huh?
Gardens.
Busch Gardens? What?
That's where the Tigers are at.
Give me a second, Juicy. What? Busch Garden is where the white tigers are at?
Well, the last time I went, it was
Oh,
about 20
okay.
years ago.
Oh, I thought you meant there was like there's like a tiger. Is remember back in the days there was a documentary called The Tiger King?
Uh-huh.
And then so the Tiger King had beef with this lady who had a bunch of tigers too, and she lives in Tampa, and so
Okay.
that
So that,
tiger place is in Tampa somewhere.
but the Busch Gardens got the lion, the tigers
Oh,
in,
okay.
in a thing like you high and they're really low so they can jump and you see them. They're beautiful tigers, and they got the big horses. You know,
A Busch
House
Garden.
and Butch horses like Budweiser horses.
Horses.
Yes,
What about horses?
they have them over there too. The Busch Garden
They have
beer.
horses at Busch Gardens. Okay.
Yeah, and then they got the snakes,
Mm-hmm.
poison snakes in a little. And
Right.
at least that was the last time I went over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
You
now
know,
they got
Busch
a new
Gardens has a
park.
lot of animals. Busch
They
Gardens
got a
does
new
have a lot
park
of animals.
in Orlando. It's called Epic.
The what?
They got a new park in Orlando. It's called Epic.
Okay. And when was the last time you been there?
I haven't been there. I went. It wasn't done. Epic. 2 years ago. The last
Oh,
time.
you mean like Epcot?
No, Echo. Epic.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
It's a new park. It's not even open yet. It's gonna be open soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my question of the day is, and just you could, if you hear me, you could answer this too. My question of the damn. Good morning, Loud Life. I didn't even see you. Good morning. The question of the day is, tell me the funniest thing about your ex.
You talking to me?
Yeah, who else am I talking to?
Oh, it's just me and you. The
What is there
funniest
other
thing.
people? Huh?
The funniest.
Yeah, the funniest thing about your ex. You have like a funny story about you and your ex?
Uh. Okay. She's like
Like I was taking a shower this morning, right? Before I got on live and I was taking a shower and I was scrubbing between my ass cheeks and I'm like, damn, I'm kind of hairy down there. And the funniest thing about my ex is that he always used to shave me in between my legs, in between my ass
Oh,
cheeks.
I'll shave you too.
I didn't ask you to. I'm asking you about I was telling you about a story about me and my ex, and I think so
Okay.
I thought about that and I'm like, oh,
So
that's
you
a,
hairy. So you hairy.
yeah, I'm hairy. You not hairy?
Sometimes I'm hairy, sometimes I'm not.
What does that mean? When are you not?
Sometimes I shave, sometimes I don't. It's just
All right, so that means you're hairy, but you shave. That makes you not hairy, but you naturally grow hair, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right, so to me, that's a funny story about my ex, right? That he
No,
says
my
that.
ex used to shave.
Oh, that's good.
She used to shave.
Well, that's good. I'm glad she shaved.
Yeah.
That's
She
good.
was a little bit on the thick side.
Okay. So is that what the funny thing about her is? I'm
No.
trying to get you to tell me a story. I want you to make.
Uh, well, I can say whatever here, right?
I mean, I just told you about my ex shaving my
Oh, that's
ass.
right. Yeah, I guess. This is 21 and over.
Hello.
Yeah. No, uh, so we're like we're making a video and stuff, and she was a little tipsy, and then she had a delay. Every time I say something, she had a delay, and she goes, I want to fuck you now, and then I go, okay, let me turn this off, and she after 2 3 seconds she goes, no, don't turn it off, but it's funny because it was like a delay on her.
What is a delay? What you mean a delay?
Like you ask something and 3 seconds later she answers.
Okay, so
Not on the
okay.
moment.
So the funny story about you and your ex is that y'all was making a movie and she was tipsy and then you asked her a question and she was delayed in answering the question because she was tipsy.
There was nothing funny about her. She was a bitch. So
I can't stand when people always talk badly about their exes.
no, I don't- listen. I
There was something about you that made you stay around.
no, yeah, there
All
was.
right,
Yeah,
so I'm saying, she did not have. Did she have a sense of humor? Was she funny?
I couldn't figure it out.
You
but
couldn't figure out if she was
no,
funny or not.
but she was like, you know,
She was like,
she
"What?"
used to let me whatever I say. All right, let's do this. We do it. Let's do this. We do it. She was like always like down with it.
So
So
she, what? That's okay. So you liked her because were able to control her. Yo,
no, I wasn't controlling her.
Yo, man, ain't
I
shit.
I say something and she won't say no. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's exact. All right,
I put her here
so
and she say no, not there. And,
well,
you know, and
no,
so
I don't know.
she will not
Okay,
say that. So
okay, whatever. You have so she just wanted a person. She didn't give a shit about. She just wanted a
no,
man,
she was
and
still
you
infatuated
happened to
with her
want
ex.
her,
I
so
think
that's the reason why she wanted you back. Because I
you,
can't even understand why she would want you, Rufino. You can't. You can't have a conversation for
she
nothing.
was still infatuated with her ex. I think.
Okay, can you just tell me something nice about her?
Uh,
What attracted you to her in the first place?
she was a big booty girl,
So you
and I
liked
knew
her
her.
because
I
she
knew her.
was
We
a
were
big
friends
booty
before
girl.
we started dating.
That what?
We were friends.
Okay, what made her? What made you like her as a friend?
No, we were friends before, but she was married. And
Okay,
then
so what
uh,
made you like her as a friend
I used to
before?
see her at the happy hour.
Okay, what made you like her as a friend before?
No, we're just friends.
Okay, but you can
We
just
used
be
to.
friends with somebody. I'm not friends with just everybody. I have to like you, right, to be a friend. I have
Okay,
to spend
we used to hang
time with
out and
you.
have drinks at the happy hour together.
That what?
We used to have drinks at the happy hour.
Okay, so you only liked her because you were both because you were drunk.
No, we were not dating then. She was married.
Okay, why is it that you don't understand what I'm saying?
Okay. We just were friends.
Okay, when you're friends, are you friends
We
with
just
people?
hanged out at the happy hour. Hanged
Right.
out.
But
That's it.
why are you okay? So you just being a friend with somebody is just that you're two people in the same space. All right. How about this? Are me and you friends right now?
Not really, no.
Right. Why? Because I don't know you and you don't know me, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So you with this? So you keep on calling this woman a friend, right? What made her a friend? What did you like about her?
We live in the same city, and we used to get together at the happy hour. She used to go there. I used to go there, and then I call her. Oh, you're going there? No, we used to uh, get there together, and then that happened for years.
So she was just available. She was just around.
And then she was there, and then
Yeah, she was
uh,
just there.
and
I
then
get it.
we, there was the usual people that used to go there, and then I was one of them, and she was one of them. That's it.
Wow. Okay. I get it. She was just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great friend. I do
No,
not
she
want to be
wasn't.
a friend that just wants
I
to be
always
your
wanted
friend
to
because
be
I'm just
to.
there. I'm the only person available, so I'm gonna be crazy with
No, no, I wasn't doing nothing with her before. Back then.
it has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do with it. When you're a friend with somebody. There's something that I like about them. Like I like Juicy Honey Pot. She's my friend. She's in the comments, right? And I know you've been in the guest box, Juicy, but I'm gonna let you up in a second. But Juicy Honey Bite, she's my friend. I like Juicy's personality. I think she's very funny. I think she's very she tells you how it is. She knows how to have a conversation. She knows even know how to keep quiet when she needs to keep quiet. Like she even knows how to like, okay, let me just keep quiet. She's not very she could get argumentative, but she knows when to just it's not even worth it. That's why I like her as a friend, right? You see those description words? There's reasonings why I'm not Juicy Honeypot's friend just because she's there and we are in TikTok together. There's a reason why I consider her a friend.
Well, me and her were acquaintances
Okay, so you are acquaintances with your ex
before. I don't even
before.
talk to her anymore.
I understand, but when she became your woman, right?
Okay.
What went from? How did it go from being an acquaintance to your woman?
Oh, it was just pure passion and loss, and
What do you mean loss?
it's just we just got together and then we just started making out, and next minute We
So
were
you guys,
just
you didn't even like her, and she didn't even like you. You just happened to be together because you just happened to be together. That's some fucked up shit.
no, that's not. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's exactly what you telling me. Is that what he's telling me? I mean,
I knew her from before, and then I did not talk to her for a while, and then we talked, and then we met, and we just uh, got lost into each other, and that was it.
what do you mean by lost into each other? You just got caught up, and then it was like, oh shit, we together, and that was it.
That's how it happened. Yeah,
That's fucked up. It's very immature. How long? How old was this? How long ago was this?
uh, couple of years, 21, 2021.
Wow. Okay. Good morning, Juicy.
Good morning, Queen. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing this morning?
You know me, always on the grind dealing with this business.
I love that. I love that so much. I'm just waking up, getting. I'm trying, honey. I'm trying so hard to have a conversation with Mr. Rufino. And
Okay, we'll have a conversation another time. I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. So it was
all right,
nice
bye,
talking. Okay,
bye,
baby.
babe.
Uh,
Peace.
we'll talk
Peace
another
out.
time. Okay.
Nope, I'm good. All right, bye.
All right. You
Later.
take care of yourself,
Peace out.
and then
Hasta
Juicy,
luego.
take care of yourself.
You too,
Okay.
girl.
Yeah, I know. And this was like, because I'm working on the graduation thing. So I just kind of trying to keep my, because I went to sleep about what, 4 o'clock yesterday? Some sense, so like,
Wait, 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
yes, I did not go
Hello,
to sleep.
Dolly.
Yeah, I had been up for like 24 hours straight. So
Oh Lord,
stressing about that Walmart order, and then when I called them today, it did not get any better. I basically had to tell them to go F themselves. And I would no longer be spending any money with them. Like I'm like I was trying to give them grace. You know what I'm saying?
we
Everybody
were
else was
just talking about that yesterday about customer service, how important that shit is.
yes.
Oh, I can't stand that. I'm so
Well, see,
sorry.
the problem is too. Like I said, my friend that paid for the gifts, when he called to verify that the card wasn't fraudulent, no one took a note of that. So like they're supposed to be
Why they
hunting
never
down.
do that?
Yeah, they're supposed to be hunting down the phone call, and it makes no sense. Like the money, you guys still have a hold on his card. Why would we have to wait the 10 days when you can simply release the hold and allow the products to be shipped?
Right.
Oh no,
Hmm.
they want to stick to their script.
And
That's
then
why.
you know what it is too, is it's like when you would think big companies. Now, if I was dealing with the local mom and pop shop up around the fucking corner, I could understand. But when you got a big corporation like Walmart, you would think that you have you this is not a irregular thing. You should know how to do this. You should know how this works. You know, it's like why are they making it so difficult for people? Let me tell you, I just got up and my tits was outside my shirt. Good thing my screen wasn't even on.
What you said. Well, no, I think that's what it is too. I think with all this turmoil that's going on, you know what I'm saying, with Trump and the tariffs and all that stuff.
Really poetic.
I don't think these workers even care anymore because they're fearful of losing their job. Like they just said that Walmart's executives had to sit down with Donald Trump and let him know at the rate he's going, the shelves are going to be empty quicker than what he's even thinking about.
My friend poetic consultant in the comments, he was telling me he went to Walmart to get a bag of oranges and it cost $10.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. Oranges.
Well, as my friend, like I said, when he went to the grocery store for me, he spent 300, but it really wasn't even that much. You know what I'm saying? It was like I remember when $300 could get you a gang of stuff. Like you had to take some of your stuff to your granny house and put it in her deep freezer.
Right.
You can barely fill up a deep freezer now for $300 worth of food.
Yeah, I don't think you could fill up a deep freezer because yeah. Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like exactly when he got it out the truck, it looked like a lot. But when I started putting it all up, it was like, wait a minute. Are you sure it was $300? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you wasn't lying, but it was like, they don't look like $300 worth of
And then he's
groceries.
saying they're feeling bad too, I'm sure, because the person spent $300 worth of groceries.
Well, no. I mean, no, honestly, I think like later on this week, he's supposed to be coming back so we can resolve that issue at Walmart and just purchase everything all over again. Like this will be my first time going to the TikTok shop because they really screwed me over. So it's like I've been up. I've just literally been pacing, and so like I'm worried about my ribbon not getting here in time. You something because that's the longest process is
Right.
making the roses. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start doing the rest of the digital work. That way, when I get my ink for the printer, I can like literally just be working on my flowers, print, and go.
I love that though. I love that you're actually doing something like that and you're very creative. It
And
won't.
I'm about to add a new product because
Of
look, I can't let her go without.
course.
So, look, I ordered two clacking fans, and I'm gonna make those.
Are you gonna make them?
Yeah, I'm making hers for graduation, and then I'm making mine for the
Oh,
business.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. So, other than that, like,
Is this your last one?
huh?
Is this your last one?
Oh no, this is actually my first one.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you just starting this.
Yeah, I had a little bit of leeway when I had to readjust my budget, and
Mm-hmm.
one of the ladies here on TikTok has them already where they're already taken apart, so I can lay it out and so I'm saying, and then put my print on it. So I ordered two of them from two black ones from her.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait. So it's like for me, I'm just trying to distract myself because like I think that's why I went to sleep too. When I got off the phone with Walmart, I was so pissed off. And I'm saying without sleep too. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what? Let me lay down. I will get up later, redo that list, because right now I'll probably throw my iPad and break it.
Oh, wow. So my question of the day is, I don't know why this man was confused about what I was asking him earlier, because I mean, I think sometimes it'd be so easy, but it could they make it so damn difficult. And I be trying. I try a lot. I try real
Well,
hard.
look, ain't that man in general?
Why? It shouldn't be. I
We
honestly, I'm thinking back.
always,
So when I was younger, I think men have more conversation for me than they do now as they get older. And I think because when now that they're like their expectations or like very like let's just get to the point where before they used to be able to like whine you into it. There was like more of like wooing courtship type of thing when I was younger, and for now it feels like they just want to get right to it. Like the dude, he came up and he was just like, "So you red bone?" That was the first thing he said to me when he got in the box.
oh,
It was-
wow.
right, exactly. And what am I supposed to do with that conversation? How am I supposed to respond to that?
Honestly, I think they just stopped caring. You see what I'm saying? Like the wooing and stuff is still there. Like that's what the gaslighting is, and that's what I'm saying. The wooing is gaslighting and it's transformed.
But if
Like
they,
they're not like that.
the women fall for it is my question because I want to know is like, do they actually? The women are actually like, he called me red bone. Like, does that really happen? Does that work?
Some do, believe it or not. Some do. Some do. Some
I blame the woman then. I blame the
yeah.
fucking woman.
Some women out there view it as an extreme compliment. You see what I'm saying? Like they enjoy. So like I don't like when men call me red bone. You see what I'm saying? I don't like when they refer to me as food. Like, oh my gosh, you look like you got a little bit of caramel drill. It's like
Yeah, like
what?
put some. Yeah, like what does that matter? Why does that matter?
Right. So like, but that's what I'm saying. Like you, like okay, who was it? Remember when Red Man and Method Man made that song, and they were talking about women in the form of ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay, they have now taken that and the girls are enjoying it now. Remember back in the day when it first came out, women back then were insulted.
Right, and so now women have changed their mind, and now they feel like it's a compliment.
Mm-hmm. Some.
Oh, how old are
Some.
we? I don't, people get me so mad. Like when I'm 18 and 19 in my 20s, that type of shit used to, yeah, get me excited. Oh, nah, 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 nah. At this grown ass age, you can't tell me shit about myself, about my appearance, my looks. You can't gas me about who I am to make you
Exactly.
want me to open up your legs. You can't tell me I'm pretty. You can't tell me I'm gorgeous. You can't tell me I'm red bone. You can't tell me oh you sassy. All those things that sexualize women does not turn me on at all. That doesn't
Exactly.
like I already know this about myself. Tell me something different. Why you can't be different? But they keep on doing it, and they keep on failing, and then they get mad and they want to call you all types of bitches
But
and
say that
bitter.
I can answer that question because when they see one of their homeboys get away with it, they feel like it opens up the door for all of them to be able to get away with it.
So they also who are the type of men that are able to get away with it?
But again, that depends on the woman. Like from yesterday's live, you see what I'm saying? I don't know who
Wait,
this gentleman.
you want me to hear? You want me? Who's in? You want to hear some tea?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Remember?
Look, who did it?
Remember that live that we was on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And remember that dude that was there, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't you know somebody? One of the people was slipped in that dude's inbox. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I couldn't fucking believe it. As arrogant and asshole and abusive that man was, this
You
woman
still
actually.
slid up in his see what I mean? Now,
I couldn't believe it. It's those women right there that I fucking blame. It's those types
yep.
of women that I blame. You like it was obviously clearly that this man had some type of fucking issues. And bitch, what you thought you were gonna be different?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's what gets on my fucking nerves. I don't blame the men. Men are gonna be fucking men regardless.
Because
It's the
she thinks she can change him.
yes.
Apparently it was only one thing that he said that made him attractive to
No,
her.
it was just his looks. It was just his fucking looks. It was just his looks.
And
Because you
exactly
saw him how he was sitting in the fucking camera, like he with his fucking glasses on, Mr. Cool Man was showing up his watch and shit, trying to like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's crazy to me.
Well, see, that's what I say. That's the sad part about it. In her mind, it was forget whatever he had to say. She could
Right.
change his mind and
Right.
sway him to think differently on that.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I was so freaking disgusted. I was so fucking disgusted because I'm like, you guys, because I know I thought that's my homegirl that was in here, and I was like, so I was on the phone with her, and as I was on the phone with her, she was like, you won't believe this shit, and she shows me the fucking screenshot about this person slipping in that dude's inbox because of course he sent it to her. And I'm like, these women, I blame these women who let these men get away with being this way because of the way.
But here's my thing. What if it's the person I'm thinking of? Wasn't she in her? You know what I'm saying? Like she was a part of our team about bad men.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, see, that's the problem.
That is the fucking problem. That is the fucking problem. You pretend that you one way, and then when there's a handsome man come around, you fucking lose all your whole fucking mind and start thinking something different. That's what I don't understand.
Well, see, that's why I say, look, people like that, women like that don't need to be in the circle. You see what I'm saying? Because you are part of the problem. So like you look, you team negative one minute, but then you quick to be a pick me the next. Like pick a side.
Right. Have you ever, I mean, okay, so let me ask, I've been there. Don't get me wrong. I think we all been there where we just wanted a man so fucking bad. As long as they want us, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make this shit fucking work. But at what fucking age do we be like, yeah, I'm good on that. I don't need a man that fucking bad.
Honestly, don't quote me on this. I think the statistics say women really don't get frustrated with relationships until like their late 30s, early 40s.
Oh, okay.
That's when that means the maturity, you know what I'm saying, and the tenacity to not deal with ignorance really kicks in for women. Men, I want to say, I think they say like 45. It's different for men, but then we all know as women, that's probably not even accurate because we know men that's well off in their 50s that, you know what I'm saying, act like they 16 still.
Well, you heard the guy up there that was on my live earlier. He sounded all freaking dumb as shit.
Well, no, see, I was trying to figure out, listening in the highways, if that was you know what I'm saying, a liquid courage situation, or was that just plain out, you know what I'm saying, gaslighting?
Good morning. Do you think that was gas? That was gaslighting.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, if you listen to what he said about his so-called relationship,
he fell into
he wanted to skip over the fact. He wanted to skim over the fact that she was already a married woman.
Right.
Like, and then saying, did you peep how he called her a bitch before he mentioned she was a married woman?
Right. But he didn't
Yeah,
like. There was nothing about her that he could even actually say that he likes.
right outside of her what? But
Right.
so, and that's what I'm saying. Like he was, okay, that's, I call it gaslighting because he was wanting to skim over the fact that he was okay with helping her destroy her marriage.
Right, and I don't, and what, and you see with him, and you must have been liquid courage because you said he said he would, she met him at the bar. They were at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
They were at the bar together.
Right. He kept her. That's what made me think there's a problem. So it's
Yeah.
like somebody needs AANA. Because he kept reiterating and he was like, well, why can't you answer my question? Well, because we met at the bar and da-da-da. Okay, well, I'm thinking to myself, well, did you just walk out of that sucker?
And they kept on saying she's my wife. She was my friend at first. Okay, what made her a friend? Because my question of the day is, tell me the funniest story about your ex. Right? I thought that was like very simple. You know what I'm saying? Because I even gave him an example. Because I was saying I was just finished taking a shower. I was washing my ass. I'm like, damn, it's a little bit hairy back there, and that's usually where I would used to get my ex-husband to sit there and go shave my ass for me. So I thought it was a funny story about my ex, right? So I gave him that example, and he couldn't give me anything, no
Yep.
example about his ex that he thought was funny.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you have a funny story about your ex, Juicy?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Now he doesn't find it funny, but I do. So, and look, if he was ever on in this live, he'd be like, "Man, why you got to tell people that?" But I think you remember my children are 18 months and 3 days apart, and the first time we got separated, from saying before the divorce, so I ended up getting my own. Me and the kids got our own place, and my daughter's father had moved in with me. Well, I think we was probably there about 6 months. The ex-husband calls me up and was like, man, I really don't want to ask you this, but as your husband, your current husband, I need a favor. So I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know my mama be tripping and we ain't seeing eye to eye right now. You mind if I, you know what I'm saying, stay with you for a minute? So it's like, what's a minute?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, as your husband, like, he kept wanting to throw that in, and I'm thinking to myself, like, but you ain't never moved like one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I tell him, after thinking about it, I said, well, you know what? Deuce ain't going nowhere. I hope you understand that. I kind of figured that. Now, I'm going to do this for you. Because you're my husband, we can sleep in the bed together while you going to sleep for work. But when you at work, I'm going to be tapping that man the whole entire time you gone. I just want you to know.
Jesus.
So he says, man, I knew better than to call you and ask you, man, fuck that. All right. You know what I'm saying? I hang up the phone.
Right.
About an hour later, he calls back. All right. And we lived that way for 3 months.
Damn.
We lived that way for 3 months. My baby daddy slept on the twin size bed in our daughter's room. And he slept in the bed with me. And I was not playing. When that man went to work, me and baby daddy was getting it in.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing for my ex. Now her daddy is even funnier. The chick that he married, his wife now, I caught him cheating in my house. In my house. Like in my house, in my bed. And the look on his face, they thought I was going to come through the front door. You see what I'm saying? Because it creeped.
That's some balls. That's some.
Well, see, okay, that's the thing though. That girl ain't never had no demure. You see what I'm saying? Ever. Like,
she know that was your house. She knew that was your bed.
Yeah. She knew that was my baby. That like even my cousin tried to warn her. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Girl, you need to leave that man." Like he has been infatuated with my cousin since before high school. He is not going to. And like one day, I was after catching him cheating. So I'm saying, me, him, and the kids went out to eat. I said, I don't know if y'all got Cheddar's, but like Cheddar's the restaurant had just hit here. So we went out to eat. Come back home, and there she is. In my driveway. You said you was going to. I said, Sean, if you don't get them kids in that house, right fucking now. You know I will pop her. I don't care that she is pregnant. You
Oh
get them
my
kids
good
in it.
damn, Juicy, this is a lot.
Yeah, her all of her
How long
siblings.
ago was this? How long ago was this?
That's what I'm saying. She's 19. Well, she'll be 19 this year.
Okay.
This was when she
I'm just
was.
so glad. See, it's stories like this that are what makes us who we are today. Like, you ain't doing that shit no more.
I want to say Tink was 3 and Desiree was 2. And that was her thing though, because exactly I had already had Angel and she was pregnant with Desiree. Well, he came to me lying, talking about how him and his homeboy, you know what I'm saying, and her was all involved and it was his homeboy's baby, but his homeboy couldn't claim it because he just got out of jail and he was married. Oh, girl, he gave me
Yeah,
a
you
whole
got
big
me all confused. That you it's a
yeah, he
whole
gave
lot
me a
going
whole
on.
like a whole narrative. You see what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
which takes me to the funny part. Like I said,
Okay. What's the
when I caught when I
What's
after
the funny
catching
part?
him in that second incident of her pulling up to my house,
Mm-hmm.
she kept calling my phone with that whole boom, I got your boyfriend, boom, I got your man.
Seriously.
I got tired of the phone calls. So finally I looked at him and said, you got two choices. Me or her. That man looked at me, he looked at my front door, and he looked at me. He said, man, I'm gonna go be with her. And took
Uh-uh.
off running. He took
He
off
took
running.
off
I'm
running.
talking about
He was scared.
you would have thought he was Reggie White on the football field. He took off running.
He was scared. He was scared.
Okay, and he had every right to be, but that was the thing. I wasn't running after. I jumped in. I think I had the Crown Vic at the time, and the
Oh,
old
I like
school
a
cop.
Crown
You know what I'm
Vic.
saying? The old school cop car.
Yeah, I love them. Okay.
I hopped in my car.
You ran him over?
No. And I had it in the same day. I ended up catching him. Like he was trying to run through the neighborhood. I ended up catching him at the end of the park. He was trying to get to his mama house. Man, come on now. Come on, baby now.
Oh, you
Oh,
what
now I'm
happened?
baby. Now I'm baby. Like, okay, remember how she was in Acrimony and she ran that truck into the trailer?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I blocked him off. Man, I don't want to put my hands on you. And I slapped fire out of him. And I'm talking about it echoed across the dang on park. I slapped fire out of him. And I seen it in his face.
Yeah.
He wanted to respond.
Oh, he knew he was gonna get it. That's the reason why he ran so fucking fast.
Yeah,
And
he
he
wanted to
he knew it was
respond.
coming. He knew
Come
he
to
had,
listen.
he had plenty of time to think about what the reaction was gonna be once he got hit.
And then got the nerve to look at me and tell him, I hope you don't take Tink away from me. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face right now.
Well, I mean, I hate to say that, but now, right? Go looking back, do you think that it's like, well, at least he was honest with me?
No, because I still didn't appreciate. I mean, as long as he lied and lingered around, because he had multiple times to tell me that. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? I didn't appreciate the fact that he lied about his daughter.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Your best bet was to be. I mean,
You know
I
what?
mean,
I get it.
obviously you slept with her because her belly's sticking out further than her dang on brain.
Yeah, why deny your kid? I can't stand that shit.
Right. So no, it didn't. Nah, it didn't help him. Like just him moving sneakily like that.
Right, yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm
to
saying?
me,
I already
it's,
gave
to me,
you a
it's like the
pass for the whole
audacity
bringing
to
her in
lie to
my
me.
house thing. You know what I'm saying? I gave
Yeah,
you a pass on that.
right. Mm-mm.
But then for you to just keep on going and allowing her to do things like this, nah, you got to go, homeboy. And like I told him, and everything, all the clothes that I bought you, like Beyonce said,
Let
to
me
the
tell you, I
left.
mean, I'm hearing your stories and that shit. I am so glad I am moved on from that shit. I don't have to, I mean, I have crazy ass stories like that shit too. Like that seems so like I'm exhausted just listening to your
Mm-hmm.
story. Can you just imagine how you feel about just living it?
Well, see, okay, now you understand why when these men be trying, oh, no, you can't be happy. Nigga, how the fuck do you know?
Oh no. The thing is, it's like the difference with this is because he had obviously your ex has the same type of story, right?
Mm-hmm.
The difference between you have moved on. Has your ex moved on?
They both have.
Okay. So they're happily married with their new woman, not cheating.
Now,
Right.
I can't say the happily part, but yeah, they both married.
Okay. All right. Do you think they're cheating? He cheat? Like I'm all nosy.
For my baby daddy, yes. My ex-husband, no.
You know what? I shouldn't even say that shit either because I know that my son's father, oldest son's father, he's definitely still cheating. And then my youngest son's father, he definitely still cheating too.
Now, the only reason why I say
My
yes for my
ex-husband,
baby,
he definitely still cheating too. I'm sure.
yeah, the only reason why I say yes for my baby daddy, a couple of years back, his wife's cousin I forget. I can't remember if it was Facebook. I want to say that was around the time MySpace was still pop. I can't remember how she got in contact with me, and she caught herself telling all her cousins' business. So yeah.
I've seen men and including, and I'm going to even say with me too. Well, maybe not with me. Mine was more of a physical thing, and it might have been my ego. But do you think that men cheat? The motivation is their ego. Like their ego gets so gassed that they're like they could have it. You know that somebody that they're still attracted to somebody else. Like somebody else still wants them. Somebody else is giving them the attention. Somebody else is, admiring them. Do you think it's their ego that makes them cheat?
No, no, no. I don't even think it's an ego issue. That's just
What do you think? Do you think is okay? Do you think so? What do you think it is?
what's the word I'm looking for? That is
Is it greedy? Sometimes I be thinking they're greedy.
yes, yes. That's just them being greedy. I will
Just
go
being
with greedy.
greedy, right?
Overindulging. They don't. Men don't care to overindulge. Like, okay, men overindulge in women, and women overindulge in food.
No,
Like
hell no.
we eat our
I like
feelings.
man. I overindulge in man. I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater. Juicy. I am. I am. And I hate to say that. I just realized that honestly, like recently. This is recently, and that's the reason why I give up on relationships and stuff like that because I'm not gonna be fighting and having these type of stories until I'm 83 years old. So I'm upfront from the beginning. If you get mad and you get in your feelings, I can't help you. But yeah, I'm a,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to think of is it me being greedy? I know. I think it might be my ego. It might be my ego. I be
No,
gassed.
honestly, I
I
think
gotta be gassed.
I think once women get to that level, it's a form of self defense. It's a form of protection. Like
Cheating?
that's why you keep hearing men. You know what I'm saying when they trying to finesse you, baby. Go ahead, let that wall down. I got you. I promise I'll never hurt you.
Oh, no,
How
no,
many
no.
women have
I
heard
understand what
that?
you're saying. I
You see what I'm
understand, but I've been
saying?
like that since I was younger. I've always been a hoe. I've always been a hoe, Juicy.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's a way to guard yourself. Like, okay, when
You
people
think
want to judge
so? Is it
me,
guarding or is it just
yeah,
like?
it's a form of guarding yourself. That's like with my industry. You know what I'm saying? You see how these men talk to me about it. Oh, you don't care about yourself. No, I care about myself.
Oh, I
But
don't got you.
I choose to deal with different ones because I don't want the attack. I don't
I'm
want
not
the
listening to no
attachment.
man that ain't getting no pussy. And you, when you get some pussy, then you talk to me.
Right.
I get with these opinionated men got so many things to say about a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not theirs. It's usually the married ones on top of it.
Yep.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
see,
They got so much
now
fucking
with them,
opinion. Are you a woman, sir?
I think what it is, they like to fantasize about cheating until they actually get someone that's willing to do it with them.
Mm.
That's why they be up in single women's panels and stuff. They're fishing.
I don't know what the fuck they doing, but I don't like it. Do you like it, Juicy?
Heck no.
I know, and good morning, Rock. I know he's a married man too, but he's respectful. But because you could tell the married men who just want attention, right? There's a man
Mm-hmm.
that their wives do not listen to them at all
Oh.
anymore. No shade, my
I be like,
married man
you know
here.
what? Look, I can hear him now. You know what, Harold? Ain't nobody got time for your fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of my face, Harold.
We're
Leave me
tired
the
of
hell
listening to
alone.
the same stories over and over and over and over again because they don't grow up and they don't create new memories to talk about. So they're still talking about the same old memories from
Oh,
1996.
oh my God. My ex-husband's brother, stepbrother is like that. Like
Right.
what I'm 44.
I
I
used
want
to
to say,
play football.
yes. How did you
I could be an
know?
Ivy League player.
Oh, that's one thing I cannot stand about his stepbrother. I want to say he's like 40, maybe even
Oh,
39.
listen.
And that's all. Every time we had family gatherings, I hated it. I
Mm-hmm.
freaking hated it. That man would go, hey,
Over
hey,
and
hey,
over
hey,
and
hey,
over
Sherman,
again.
Sherman. You remember that one party we went to down there at UT? And it's like, if I have to hear this story, look, you better tell your
And
brother.
listen, and you're not even married to him.
No, exactly. Like I told you,
Yeah,
you
can you
better give
imagine
me,
being
look.
married to somebody like that?
Oh no, he had a wife.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be
I
happy.
felt
Like, yeah,
sorry for
I'm so
her.
glad I'm not her. Let her do that.
I felt sorry for her. I mean, one,
But
she's
it's
a
true.
sweetheart. You see what I'm
Yeah, she
saying?
is.
Um,
So okay,
uh,
so how does a man recover from that? Right, so because like I said, I know what happens. I was in a marriage that couldn't. It was the same way, right? So how can a marriage? Because you don't want to break up with somebody just because you're just bored of their conversation, right? You don't want to get a whole divorce stuff like that. So how can a man and a woman that's been married for a long time make the wife be interested in him again?
oh,
Hmm,
good question.
that is a good question. Good morning, Douglas. I have the world. I don't know why you think I don't have the world, but
Oh, you missed his other prior comment. Don't
um,
look, Mason will be all right.
Good morning.
hey, Big Daddy, how's good morning, Rock? I wasn't shading you at all, Rock. Not
No,
really.
no, no, it's fine. He would have to create new conversation and new ways to get his wife's interest back.
Good morning. Oh, good morning, Susu. Okay, so like what? Give us an example.
Oh,
So your wife. Oh, damn!
see,
I don't want to put your business. I mean, but let's talk about. Well, shit.
well, it
It's like
wouldn't be me
shit.
because
Because
it would be
like you,
it
Rock.
would be like because I see guys do it because they get stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when guys be married, they just do the same shit or
Mhm.
they fall into a pattern and
So what do you do for
even
your
with
wife though that makes it interesting when you come home? And I think it's different too though.
I do a lot of different things like
But
she's
okay, but it's
uh-huh,
different
go
though.
ahead.
I think it's because you guys spend so many much time apart from each other. When you do see each other, I would think it's like brand new. You can tell her all the experiences from the past.
I'm home every night. I'm not on the road no more like
Oh, okay,
that.
okay. So
Mm-mm,
okay, my bad. All right,
No,
so
you can't realistically be on the road like that and have a good relationship. It's impossible.
is it?
It, yes,
Because I was
yes,
looking for, I want my next best thing. I want it to be somebody from that's not around, like literally. So he has like an excuse to not be around because he's working. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because you kind of you gotta admit though, if you working all the time and you always away, you kind of creating a disconnect also. You know,
No,
Yeah.
because when he's away,
especially
I could be playing around. I'd be having my other friends that keep me company.
well, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna happen regardless. But I'm just
Fine. We ain't right. We ain't right. I was just thinking the
No,
same way.
I mean that's honest. I
I
mean
mean, I don't know if
it's
you
good
came.
to
I
be
don't know if
honest.
you heard before. When I was talking. I was telling Juicy before that I was a cheater. Like I always been a cheater. Always been. So
Hmm.
that's why I was laughing. So or she was laughing. But okay, so Rock. So you come home. What do you create to make it interesting for her again?
Well, I'm the
Good
type of
morning,
guy
John.
like if you're in the kitchen, as long as the kids ain't around, I may touch on the backside. I may whisper something in the ear. I help
That's
her do
different.
things.
You
So it's
wasn't
not
doing that
like
before.
no, I always did stuff
All
like
right. So
that.
something different that she like. Something
But
that's like different.
you have to continue to date while you're married.
Okay.
You can't never stop. You can't never stop.
Right.
Um,
And
because
that's what I was kind
if
of
you
saying with. Okay. Okay. I was just trying to say that
yeah.
with Juicy too. That you got to create new memories to talk about, right? So we were saying about the
Hmm.
woman is tired of the
Yeah.
same story over and over again because he hasn't created new memories to talk about. So of course his greatest memory
Yeah.
was in 1996 because he hasn't done anything
Yeah.
since that is exciting.
You have to like still go out dancing stuff like that,
Yeah. Yeah. Create
dinners,
memories.
fancy dinners, yeah. So it's like you do functions with other people, different couples, stuff like that.
So
Right.
You
is it
still
safe
make it.
now? Is it safe to say that you have to invest in each other to keep your marriage alive? Like
Yeah,
for an example,
any relate, yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
for an example,
Hey,
my
Patricia.
ex husband loves football, but I love axe throwing. I always had to host the Super Bowl parties, but when I wanted to go do something with him, it was always an excuse. I never got it reciprocated.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
That
asking,
means
is it safe to say that it takes more investing it, because like you say, to keep it happy and alive?
You gotta do things that you don't want to do. Period.
Right.
Right. And that's why I don't
when
want to do
someone
that
is like that, that's kind of like being selfish. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you're doing things to compromise for me, I'm supposed to do things to compromise for you. It got to be a two-way street. It can't just be a one-way street.
Okay, so let me
because
ask you this, Rock.
It's not fair to you.
What was the last time you did something with your wife that you didn't want to do?
It's been a while. I went to a function that I didn't really want to go to, but I went. You know what I'm saying? But I went. Like, no, because I'm a straight shooter. I don't like to be around people that's phony. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't. I can't take people that's phony. You know what I'm saying?
But so you didn't. Okay, damn, that's fuck. You just said you got to do things that you don't normally. Hey, Sonny, you caught me.
Yeah, you got to, because it's like you're going to support her, like, you know what I mean? So it's like it ain't gonna kill you, you know what I mean?
But you don't do. Why you don't do it?
Huh?
How come you don't do it then?
What? I went.
Oh yeah, but you can't even remember how long ago that shit was.
No, cause it's been a while. I'm trying to think if it was. No, it was last summer. That function was last summer.
When was the last time she did something that she didn't want to do?
I'm not 100% sure, because if she don't say,
great communication.
yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
I ain't listening to no married men on this fucking app. Sorry, and I like you, Rock, and I like you, Rock.
Yeah, but
this is what you married men do all the time. They know all the answers, but don't practice what they fucking preach.
No, what you mean though? Because you have to, like, that's compromising.
You're not making memories with your wife. You got to keep on trying to remember things.
But that wasn't like making a memory though, because that was just like a function. That was just like a cookout.
That's an amazing memory.
That wasn't nothing special. You know what I mean? Like when you go on trips, and stuff like that, when you do stuff with the kids and you having fun like that way, you know what I'm saying? That's like more making memories. I don't consider like.
So you're making memories with the kid, with your wife.
Yeah, I'm saying like when you, like, say for instance, when you do things with the kids, you and your wife, right? And you're watching your kids do things. Okay. You know, it's like for instance, my daughter just turned 2, right?
Let me give you an instance. I'm gonna tell you, right? And I haven't been married in 3 years. I actually thought it was longer than that, right? I have amazing memories of me and my ex-husband doing things, just me and him. Yeah. We used to go to football games, basketball games, festivals, parties, clubs. We used to do a lot of things, just me and him.
Yeah, we do that. We do a lot of that. Like I said, we do a lot of with couples and stuff, with people. We go together. You know what I mean? Like,
what was the last time it was just you and her?
That was recently. We went to a nice dinner, and this place, they call it Capitol Grill in Connecticut. Is a real fancy restaurant. That was last month. Huh? Last month we went out.
All right,
we went out and had a nice dinner, just me and her.
Okay.
You know, had some wine.
What does she like to do?
My wife?
No.
Oh, you said what else I like to do?
No, what does your wife like to do?
What does my wife like to do? Oh, she like a lot of things. She like dancing. She like
what was the last time you
watching TV. My wife is a more of a homebody too. Say that again?
When was the last time your wife went dancing? Good morning.
We went dancing 2 weeks ago. We went to a party. We went to somebody's birthday party. And we got one coming up.
Why you act like that?
Huh?
I don't think I did today.
We got one coming up. We got her cousin's husband's turning 50. So the 17th we have an all white.
So your reason why you go out with us is because there's always a function that you have to go to.
Not always. No, sometimes we just doing things. You know what I mean? You get invited to stuff because they do a lot of. Matter of fact, last Saturday we went to a cookout
there's
too.
a brunch place around the corner, right? Let's go.
That's yeah. I know what you're saying.
Okay. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning.
Oh, okay. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right.
Why you got that sexy voice this morning?
That's how I talk.
That's how you talk. I'm sure you too. All right. So I see you jumping in here. So my question of the day is, right? I do have a question of the day. So the question of the day is, give me a funny story about your ex.
Funny story about her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She was airborne in the Army, and she used to jump out of planes, and I didn't. And the wind used to take her, and I used to wait on the drop zone for her at Fort Bragg because she was 98 pounds. So she would come down last of everyone, and I would just wait there and say, well, I'm waiting.
That was funny. That's not nice.
Yeah, well, that's because guess what? It was funny because I said, when is she going to come down? And people would laugh, say, you know why? Because the chute is heavier than her.
Yeah.
The reserve is heavier than her.
Yeah.
Really?
That wasn't nice.
Yeah, 2 chutes on.
I was like, really? Juicy. They might not think it's funny, but you thought it was funny, right?
Yeah.
Man, because look, for one, I'm short. So like,
we've been married 43 years.
That is
I love it. Oh, you said you've been married 43 years?
We're still married, yeah, 43 years, yeah.
That's a long.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Well, she's my lifelong partner, that's why.
So, did you hear me? Okay.
What? Did I hear what?
If you were patient, I would tell you.
I'm patient.
Yeah? Okay. Is your wife tired of listening to your stories over and over and over and over and over and over again?
I don't tell the stories over and over. That's the past.
Yeah.
We deal with the present.
Okay. So when you have conversations with your wife, what are they about?
I don't have any conflicts with her.
And the conversations.
Oh, conversations. We read a lot. We go out to lunch. We have grandchildren. We go to soccer games. We just came from soccer games last night.
Conversation. I said conversation.
Oh, like conversation. We have conversations about life in general.
Like what about?
And raising our grandchildren.
What was the last conversation that you had with your wife?
Last night.
About what?
About the soccer game. How our granddaughter kicked a few field goals. Mm-hmm. And we was just excited about it because she have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
What is your wife likes? What are her likes? What does she like? Like Roxanne's wife likes to go dancing.
She like reading the Bible.
Okay, so what was the last book she read?
The last book, the Bible.
Okay, so do you have conversations with her?
Yes, we do. We talk about the Lord.
I love that.
We talk about the Lord. Serious about the revelation about things in the world, but we always say we can't change things in the world because you got to let it be. Just have your trust in God.
That's a conversation. I get it. That's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So my wife is also a big TV person. Like, she's a big TV. She's like, she like to watch series and stuff.
What kind of series you like to watch?
She like the Turkish. They have Turkish series, so she's into that. Turkish.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty. That is a pretty.
Because they have a lot of love stories and stuff like that. It's got a lot of drama to it.
What's yours, Jack? So you guys have some very intelligent women who actually like use their brain and like want to learn something, right?
Well, we learn from each other.
Yeah.
It's not always what the.
It ain't always easy. There's sometimes I want to trade her in, and I'm quite sure sometimes she want to trade me in. But that's the beauty of it when you can look and laugh at each other after you have a little dispute, and you say, yeah, you know what I mean.
Exhausting. That's exhausting. It's exhausting arguing with somebody that you know.
Well, life in general.
You really know how to hurt that motherfucker.
Life in general is a balancing act.
Yeah.
So
say that again?
Life in general is a balancing act. You have to be able to enjoy a quality of life in an unbalanced world.
Yeah.
Doesn't every human being need that though?
Well, some don't know how to enjoy life.
So because you're married, you do?
No, even if they married or single, all they worry about is world problems instead of getting out and enjoying their lives.
Everybody should do that.
That's
Everybody.
right.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't think
good.
it's a married single thing.
It's good to have a sweetest breath of fresh air instead of sitting in the house looking at four walls and a ceiling.
Yeah.
I,
The
I,
most.
I don't know. I think that's more of individual preference because I have
Yeah.
no problem. I have no problem. I prefer to be at home alone by
Do you
myself.
like that?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Some.
I'm not a homebody. I can't be home.
Me either.
I can't
Me
do
either.
it.
I'm from New York. I stayed in the
You
streets
from New
growing
York
up.
before?
Manhattan, 116th and Manhattan Avenue.
Hey, I
But
love
now
that.
my
You know,
family live on
you
Walton and 166.
my mother's
Yeah.
from the Lower East Side. That's where she
Okay.
was
I
born.
went to school on 96th Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue.
Well, are you my mother's age? You've been married 43 years. How old are you?
I'm 65.
Are you really? I love that. I love that. Okay, so and wouldn't be my mother's age. I was just messing with you. Good morning, New York Giants. Hey, Fairy Trap. Giants, you there?
Good morning. Good
Nice.
morning.
Good morning. I saw you one of your videos earlier today.
Maybe that's for my students yesterday.
Yeah, I really like it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah, he's been married for 43 years. New York Giant was married for 18 years. Rock just got remarried, but before that, he was
Congratulations.
married for 18 years. Good morning, artist pajama.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
This year be 3 years.
I
Make
love
the
that.
best of it, you guys.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Hold on
What you
tight.
gotta do.
I love it. So the question of the day of New York Giants is give me a funniest story about your ex. And Jack, did you give me that answer yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have one about
Okay,
my
okay,
ex.
back in. Thank you.
This one was too funny. She had to go to the bathroom and she had an accident on herself, and
Oh,
the only place was around was a Wendy's, and I had to go to it was like a plaza. It had a Wendy's, a Walmart, so I had to go in the store and get her some new stuff to change in.
That was funny.
Yeah.
It
Now
was
see.
it was funny because
your wife should know.
it was funny. It was funny because I told her, like, when you have to go to the bathroom, you have to go. You can't be like trying to make it to this one, that one. You have to go. There's a
Right?
bathroom right there. You have to just go.
Okay, so
Can't
what
you
was
can't.
she busy doing that she couldn't just go?
She was trying to go into a different store because she was shopping at the time.
Oh.
Like,
She's like,
you
no,
know
I
what
gotta
I'm
get this
saying?
bag. Fuck it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was too.
She
Like,
was paying for the
you know,
bag.
We're gonna get you for telling that
Yeah,
story.
she said, let me go get this bag before this man changes his mind.
We're gonna get you for telling that story, bro.
That
huh?
was a good
We're gonna get
story.
you for telling that story.
I know, right? I'm gonna tell her.
yeah, she gonna
No,
get you.
no, that's an ex-wife. That's an ex-wife. That's not
That
my
was.
wife now.
Why do you
I
always
would,
talk
I
about
would,
your
I would,
ex-wife?
I wouldn't dare do something like that on my way.
Hey, Squeak. Let me ask you something. I'm gonna ask Juicy this question. Because I always sometimes I know I think differently as a woman, right? I always like to get the woman's perspective of things, right? Would you, if you was okay, you married a man that was already married before, right?
Mhm.
And he always talks about his ex-wife. How made that make you feel?
Go be with her. Look, go be with her then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah,
Vice versa.
that's yeah. You can't
Well,
even
Juicy,
do that dating.
if
You know?
it's positive,
You do
though.
that now. You do
If it's
that a lot
positive,
now.
Juicy,
You
would you
talk a
like
lot
that
about
though?
your ex-wife. I don't know if you even realize it.
Juicy, if it's positive, if it
I
ended,
don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm saying if it was if she was such a good person, why did you divorce her and marry me? If that's all you can talk about, then baby,
Yeah.
please sign on the dotted line and go say I do to her again.
oh,
Let
okay,
me go.
okay,
It's
okay. Here's
best
a
to
question.
Yeah,
leave the
that's
past in
crazy.
the
You can't.
past.
That mean if someone is always talking about their ex, that mean they didn't
I
let
can't
go.
stand that. I can't, especially on the first date. I know all your
Yeah,
business already. I
that's a
know your
turnoff.
ex-girlfriends, your ex-wives, your baby mamas. I know
No,
I know all your women in your past stories. And it's the first time I met you.
It's
I guess
best
my
to
I
leave
think.
the
I guess my
past in the
question is
past.
if someone asks
Yeah,
if they ask a
I
person
think.
about them, that's different. They ask you and you say, but you have positive things. But if you're just bringing it up to bring it up, then that could be a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you got to leave that stuff in the past. Like
Yeah,
you
you
say,
have
you
to.
like, hey, that's not something I talk about. You know, that was my past. This is my future. Because
Yeah, I mean, I
that
see
just is
both
not a
sides. I
good
see
look.
both sides of it.
Okay,
I
but
see both
see,
sides.
wait, Rocco. That's kind of crazy that you say that because I'm saying you're the one that's doing. So, like, picture for an example, if your wife, let's reverse it, and that's all she can do is talk about her ex. How would you feel?
But I didn't talk about my ex. I said one thing
He
about an
doesn't realize
ex.
he's doing it, Juicy. He doesn't realize
Yeah,
he's
that's what
doing
I'm
it.
saying. Like, so
Who?
apparently,
But
No,
when let me say,
apparently,
hold on a
look,
second. Hold on a second.
apparently,
When did I say something about my ex? I only said the story about the bathroom incident. The other thing you asked about wives.
yeah. Okay. Even every time I talk to you on a live, you talk about your ex.
No, that's not true. What did I say?
it's because it's in his subconscious. That's
I
why it just
know. He
flows.
doesn't
It
realize he does
flows
it.
out of his
No, because
mouth
you
like
said
water, and he
when
don't
I heard you say
recognize it.
no, I heard you say to the guy, you said to the guy, give me a funny story about the ex. That was the first time I said something about an ex when you said that.
How do I know
And
about
then
your ex though?
huh? And
How
then
do I know
last time you
information about
asked
your
me
ex?
you asked
I
me
know a lot about your
something.
ex.
No,
No
what do
random
you
guy
know
just
about
comes
my
to
ex?
do
You
that
asked
to me.
me last time you asked me something about my marriage before, right? And I said when you asked me
Oh,
about
okay,
my
I understand. I
that's
understand
what
what
it
you're saying.
was. I don't do
Okay,
that.
I get it. All right, so
Yeah.
because I'm
Okay,
asking ex questions, that's the reason why you're talking about your ex. I got it.
Yeah, if you ask me, I answer a question, but I don't just come on somewhere and talk about that. That don't make any sense.
All right.
well, Adrian, Juice, can I ask you guys a question as females? If for my situation,
I'm a
how
female.
do how do I bring it up where it doesn't look like I'm harping, like I'm bringing it up for my situation? I'm different with because my wife passed away. How do I bring it up where it doesn't seem like I'm messing up the future? Does that make sense?
What?
So I'm with
No.
someone new,
He said
Okay,
his
so
wife
you
passed away.
yes,
right? So if I'm with
8 months
someone new,
ago. I think you shouldn't even be having these conversations.
well, let's say 2 years from now, I'm with
Wait,
someone.
wait 2 years from now. But
So
don't
how
even
how
think
do I
about that
bring
shit
it
now.
up?
Why you thinking about? You know how many things could change in 2 years?
I wouldn't bring it
Come
up.
on, that's you.
Yeah,
It may still hurt him, but I wouldn't bring
yeah,
it up to someone you meet because it could be a turn off. They say, well, I understand that his wife passed away, but he's with me now. Sometimes women, emotions
yeah.
play a big part with vice versa, men
He
and
met this
women.
girl, and I'm gonna tell you because I
Just be
told.
careful, New York.
Listen,
And
Jai, he
that's
met this girl, and the first thing over the phone, the first thing that she said is that they ever get together, that she will build a shrine in their new house of the ex-wife.
Oh, wow.
nah. That don't make sense.
That
That's
don't make
crazy.
no sense. He
No.
like,
Wait a
why?
minute. Wait, yeah, she said what now?
What? A
Yeah,
shrine?
I heard somebody say something like that
Oh, my
before too. I
goodness.
was on the live and she was saying that she still had the person clothes. She wasn't gonna get rid of the clothes. She was just gonna put the
But
clothes in the
okay,
They
the
say,
basement.
new, oh no, but let me say that who wasn't the new wife?
No, it was a lady, right? Her
Right.
husband had passed and she was with somebody else. But instead of getting rid of the clothes, she put the clothes in the basement or something.
Okay, so that
Like she
makes
still
sense.
had the stuff. She
Okay, I
still
get
had the
it.
stuff.
yeah, they
She
say
still had
That's
the.
hold the
what I
clothes for at
really
least
wanted
a
to talk
year.
about. I swear I be slipping my mind. I be having great ideas and I don't write them down and I completely forget about it because my original conversation today was that do you have like a goodie box? I don't want to say it's a goodie box. I would call it goodie box with like all momentums of your past relationships.
No.
No,
No.
no, no.
Nah.
Really?
Well, okay.
No, none
No,
of you.
that's
Okay. Well,
over.
I'm
You
different.
can't sit back and
I'm
think
different.
I'm
about
like,
that
what?
stuff.
I'm the one who likes to have souvenirs.
Okay. So okay,
I
I'll go
don't.
first. For me, prior to my wife, yes, I didn't have anything from a prior relationship. Hell no. My current house, yeah, I still have. My wife's closet is still.
When I got married, I hid it at my cousin's house. Like I said, I told my cousin, hold this for me.
My wife's closet is still the way it was because my children call it their store. They go in there and go shopping, as they
I mean,
say.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like, you don't need to be dating or having these conversations.
yeah.
Yeah, you might need to take a while
Yeah,
because that's a whole
take it. New
that's a
York,
different
take your
The
situation,
time.
you
girls
know.
are grown. Focus your attention on the girls because he has twin daughters.
Take
Yeah,
your
that's
time to heal, New
Teenagers. Like,
York.
focus on your kids. Don't worry about no
Oh, we're
woman.
good. I'm in a good, decent spot. But
Right.
Yeah.
I won't worry about
nah.
you.
Yeah, I know that's got to be tough because that's not like you just broke up with somebody or you just got
Right.
divorced.
It's
You
different.
lost somebody. You actually lost somebody
Their kid's
that
mother. You know what
you
I
know
mean?
what I
This is
mean.
like family. That's
What's
just
his name?
And
Yeah.
she said the right word, you guys, family, because family is the nucleus of civilization, and your wife was your
Yeah.
lifelong partner.
So the
Take
girl
the
Yeah.
that he was
time.
talking to on the phone said, the new girl said that if they ever worked out, New York Giants, that she would put a shrine of all his wife's things in the house.
Nah.
That was a
You
one time.
wouldn't. You wouldn't. You
That was a
wouldn't
one time
want that.
conversation. That
No,
was a one
no,
time
no, New
conversation.
York.
You wouldn't want that
That was
because
the
she
first
just saying that
conversation. That
now.
was the first conversation. So don't you think like these?
Yeah.
I would
I
want
wouldn't.
to.
I wouldn't even deal with her because
No,
that ain't
no,
You
realistic.
no.
think?
You know what I mean? Because
No,
that's
let her
just
go,
something
New
she's
York.
saying.
Oh, I
She's
did.
just saying that to get your attention, but that's not
And that's
somebody you want to
exactly.
be with.
Thank you, Rock. That's
And
Because you
exactly.
and the
want to be able.
and
You want to be able to grow and get over the hurt and then move on healthy. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's not healthy. Why would she be building the shrine of somebody
Well,
that's
see,
gone?
the
You
thing
know,
is,
because
the
after,
thing for me,
you
the
know what
thing
I'm
for me,
She
saying?
didn't even
the thing
know.
for
She
me,
didn't even know.
and New York, what I would say, if you think about it in your cardinal mind, is nothing more than the key to accurate understanding. You got to understand human behavior.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Be very careful and
Yeah,
walk with soft shoes, man.
I'm
yeah.
just, I'm taking, I'm
Because right
taking,
now you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable right
Right.
now. You know what I mean?
you know,
Because you're still
But,
hurting, and
can
there's
you
nothing wrong
understand?
with
Okay,
that.
but let's take this away though. Let's take away. I know for me, as for like men are concerned, and dating, like I do. I'm pretty sure, Juicy, you let me know if you get this too, right? I
okay,
noticed even men who just broke up with their wives or marriages, divorced 10 years ago, right?
Yep.
I've noticed in dating, right? Men are very quick to want to like lock you down, and it's like they're like in a rush because they need that comfort, that I don't get the nurturing of a woman later on as they get older, right? So I think that New York Giant, you be feeling this way anyway. You looking for that comfort, you know. Now you know what women feel, fucking like ah shit.
Yeah.
And remember, Giant, people are lonely because they build walls instead of bridges. So you got to
Yeah.
realize that, yeah, some people are lonely in life and they start to build walls. Not saying he is, but in general, you learn that people are lonely
Are you
because they,
lonely, Jack?
oh, no, not me.
No, okay.
No, hell no.
well, I can say for
Did
me,
you
Wait a
sleep?
minute. Hold
Did
on.
you sleep
New
well
York,
today?
hold
Did you
on.
sleep well?
I get my grandkids up in a few minutes, fix breakfast for them, give my wife a break, take them to the
Is
school
everybody
bus.
sleeping? Is everybody
What?
sleeping?
No. My wife is up right now reading
And she's reading what? And you sitting here on the
the
phone? Does she mind
Bible.
that you be on the
Oh, she
phone?
don't mind. We trust each other. If you look at
I
my
don't think I have to do the
profile,
truth.
if you look
Oh
at my
yeah, that's what
profile, it
I've seen.
says God
Hey,
first,
his
marriage.
wife is beautiful.
I respect
I
people
don't think I have to.
opinions.
That don't got that
Yeah.
mean.
No,
Yeah.
I don't say
No,
nothing
no,
out
no.
of
That's
way
what I'm
to the
saying. No,
women on
I've
the
seen
side.
one of his posts with them. You can see it in her face. I mean, not only she, but like you can tell she's a carefree, laid
Oh
back
yeah.
type of woman.
Okay.
Like
But
she
I
looked like
don't
she wouldn't
disrespect
cause
no
no
one. I don't
problems.
argue on these chaps or nothing. I just
Yeah.
respect people.
Like okay, she exudes her confidence.
Okay, that's
Mm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually seen the picture on I think it showed up on my FYI page over the
Yeah,
weekend. And I was like, oh my
I'm
gosh,
not
she is
afraid to
just
post
like
my family.
As
I
you
would
should.
say.
A lot of people
I
don't.
was.
A lot of people supposed to family. Go
I
ahead.
would
Lou.
say most men that's not on here trying to get women, they wives know they be on the app. The
Right.
app is just the app is just the pastime, you know. And sometimes when I go into different rooms, sometimes I just go in because it be so much funny, so much funny stuff going on, and
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
listen. You just listen to the conversation. How like when the guys don't know how to talk to the women, or the women don't know how to talk to the men,
Yes,
or they
sir.
just
That's
talking
right.
about the same thing, and you be like, wow, this is really how they. You be like, wow, the way people think, you know. So
So
it's
you guys
actually
doing your
entertainment.
research on single people?
It's entertainment anywhere. Anybody single. You hear some guys that's married talk crazy. You be like,
Yeah,
wow,
they kind
you
of
know.
talk. They talk
Yeah,
down to
you got
people. I don't do that.
yeah, you got a lot of people who doing crazy stuff. So you be like, man,
Let me ask. I want to ask New York Giants something. New York Giants. When you was married, were you on the internet? Not when she was sick. I'm not talking about when she was sick. Before she was sick.
hang on real quick. Let me do this, girl. Go downstairs. Sorry,
It's okay.
one of my little broke friends came upstairs talking to me.
I know you didn't say that.
What was the question again?
Can they hear me?
Nah, they gone.
yeah,
Huh?
she
She's gone.
Hold on, Rock. Hold on a second. New York Giant. Can you hear me? Can they
I
hear
hear
me?
you. I hear you.
Can they hear me?
Mm-mm.
Okay, before your wife got sick, what was the damn, I lost the fucking question.
You said, was he on the
Was he on
internet?
the internet?
Were you on the internet?
Not really. Here and there.
Right? Right, because right.
I mean, as far as like social media,
Yeah, like social media.
I mean, we had a Facebook
I don't know.
page.
For me, I don't understand. Like, I know you guys, man. It works for y'all. It works for y'all. I know I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't. I could
No,
find
I
1,000 different
honestly,
things
I
to
do
do
it. I
besides
do
being
it
on the
because
fucking
I'm
internet.
working. When I'm working, I do it to try to stay up.
And you have given me that perspective before, and I understand that. Because I had to
Yeah,
take a drive. I had to drive to 2 hours to Orlando. I went to go hang out this week. I was hanging out this weekend, Juicy.
yeah.
I gotta get my swag back. My swag was broken, and it's been saying so. Right,
Well,
especially
well,
like you know what that is. Like
Yeah.
my ego was like,
Right.
well, in life, you gotta love what you do and do what you love in life.
you got a lot
So
of
Yeah,
things, Jock. You
you
got a lot
gotta
of
enjoy
things.
life because life is short and time
yeah.
is luck.
As long as you go out and have a good time, you know what I mean?
So I was driving. I had to drive 2 hours to go meet up. So I have a friend that's in Jacksonville and I'm in Tampa, right? So and halfway is Orlando. So it's 2 hours for her, 2 hours for me, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I can understand in that drive listening to music, but it's more interesting to keep me up, especially because I didn't get home until 4 o'clock in
Yeah,
the morning. So the
yeah.
drive home, it was like I can understand you want to listen to the conversation. It keeps you up, right? Even
Yep.
though honestly, I was gonna put on TikTok when on the way home, and
Mm-hmm.
I called two people, and I ended up talking to somebody on the way home, and actually had a conversation with a person, and
Yeah,
that kept me up. Even though
yeah.
we were like making shit up to talk about, and even it was quiet, I just knew she was on the phone, so I was able to keep myself up.
Well,
Cause
that happens, Adrian. I drove from Colorado one time when I was stationed, and one of my friends in Louisiana. I was kind of, my body was going into slumber. So back then they
yeah.
didn't have hotels; they had motels, and I wasn't big about staying in no motel. So I pulled over in the rest stop just to shut my eyes. Oh, serious. So we was just talking in general. We were stationed together in 1978 in Germany. And I mean, he was long winded, long winded. I said, damn, this guy can talk. But it
Mhm.
kind of kept me motivated, to keep on going the distance. So,
Cause
and,
I
I,
ain't gonna
and all
lie.
I do is drive and listen to music. My wife and I do that now.
There's been times I got to
If you
places
look at
and
my profile,
Let
I
me.
know
All right.
damn
I'm gonna
well
ask
I
you guys this.
dozed
So
off.
another question me and Juicy was having was about men cheating. Why do men cheat?
they
Morning.
sh- they
That
shouldn't
could,
cheat.
Well, damn, y'all was really quick with that shit. Wait, can I?
no, I mean, they
They
shouldn't
shouldn't.
cheat.
You
They
couldn't
shouldn't
wait to
cheat,
talk about it.
but a lot of times it could be
So
they
wait,
not
can I
have
can I
they
wait? Wait, can I
just
can I can I finish my question? So the
yep.
so the options that me and Juicy came out with, I think it's ego. I think it's like ego of somebody's stroking his ego, telling how great and wonderful he is. They're listening. That's what the whole conversation thing I started. This new person's listening to my stories like the first time, so they're all excited and shit. You know what I mean? So is it the ego that gets gas, and that's the reason why they end up cheating? Juicy said it's greedy. She thinks that men are just greedy. It's just like because they can have it, that's why.
Well, they have
Well,
some guys that just cheaters, and then you have guys that's neglected. So it's different. It's different
Oh, he's
variables. You know what I'm saying?
neglected. That was a hard word to use.
Yeah.
I don't
Like, why he's want to
professionally
crack
speaking,
them
I don't
buns?
think you should cheat. If you with someone and you care about them and respect them, you got to have honesty in your relationship. Temptation, yes, comes across, but you know that you should do what's right when the wrong is happening. So don't even put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
All right, so have you ever been in that situation?
What? A lot of people
You've been
talk to
married for a
me.
long fucking
A
time. You
lot of
want to tell me
people
you've
talk to
never put
me every
yourself in a
day, but guess what? I
situation
don't put
that some
myself.
woman's gonna be like, hey, how you,
No,
hey,
I don't put
somebody?
myself in that situation.
Hmm?
Nope, I don't do
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah.
So let me, yeah, okay. So you're at a restaurant. You have a very attractive voice. You're very friendly. I could tell, right? So I could tell, like, if
Mhm.
you at a place with your wife, anywhere, whether it's a family event or not a family event, and you're like, hey, tell the waitress, hey, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? And you converse. I can see that you being that type of guy, right?
I speak to everybody.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, now there's some women, right, that will sit there and be like, "Oh my God, he's so great! Oh, he's such a funny guy!" Like, and conversate with you back, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's not putting your wife in a position.
No, because if they
No.
conversate as a two-way means of conversation, communication is the key to success.
You
That
know too many sayings.
no. If
Do you
people
have anything
talk
that
to
comes from
you,
your heart? Comes
if
from
people
here?
talk to you, it's
Yeah.
okay for people to talk to you, but
Gotta
keep your
set
signposts
boundaries.
up and never lose track of them.
So you ain't never seen a piece of ass pass by and was
You
like,
you
ugh,
always you
Yeah,
always you always you
please
still a
talk to
man
me.
just like she a
you
woman.
see people, but
You
you don't
know.
have to lust the people. Don't even go that
Yeah.
way
You're
because it's going to
lying.
lead to problems. You
You're
think I want to
lying.
spoil? You
Yeah.
think I
Yeah,
That
want to
you think they're
spoil a
lying.
43
They're
years old
lying.
bitch?
you're still a human, but
No, I'm not
you
going to spoil that for
nah,
nobody.
you have your own because I know the beauty
We as
that I
one.
have.
Okay, so Jock, you never cheated ever in your life.
No, I haven't.
Okay, Rock, have you ever cheated?
Yeah, I did. I cheated
Okay.
before.
When you cheated, because then obviously, Jock, this is not your conversation to have. Rock, when you cheated, do you think it was your ego or do you think it
No,
was
it
being
wasn't. It
greedy?
wasn't. It wasn't ego. It was I got tired of the person got kind of disrespectful. It wasn't. It wasn't. It shouldn't be. It wasn't right because I was still married. That's the only thing I did wrong. But
So was it your
um,
ego?
no, it wasn't nothing with ego. It was
Well, yeah, I mean, you were
the
insecure about yourself, I would think, as a
no,
single.
it wasn't. It wasn't nothing to do with that. The person stopped being right. You know what I mean? When somebody stop treating you right, and you trying to work on it because you married, but you should have just got a divorce. So what you did, it wouldn't be affecting nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can never justify it. What I'm saying is, if stuff started to go bad, right,
Mm-hmm,
and you're trying to still make it work, but you see it's not working,
mm-hmm.
and you end up you end up putting yourself in a
Okay,
situation, and then things happen.
so let
So
me ask you this. I guess I do ask you questions. Oh, thank you. So the other person, right? The other
yeah.
person that you ended up cheating with, right? What did that other person?
Oh no, I told her that I was married, and then I would like I
That's
was
not what
sure.
that was not what I was gonna ask you. What about the other person did you like that you and so you just ended up just sleeping with that person just because you
No,
like
it didn't just happen like that. You
oh, okay,
develop
that's
a
what I'm asking.
friendship. You develop a friendship, and that's why I'm saying like it's kind of hard to be friends. You could be friends with a woman, but you gotta kind of have like a boundaries because things can happen. Things can happen, and you start spending time, and then you going through problems. You
Like
understand
what
what I'm
you
saying?
did. Yeah, like what you did.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what happened because my ex was doing a lot of things because she was Portuguese. She was Portuguese, so I was already in a tough position.
Oh, she was talking behind your back. You didn't know what she was saying.
No, no, it's not that. What I'm saying is, you gotta understand when you get involved with somebody else, it's still people are racist. You understand? So you still got to deal with
Yeah.
that type of situation. So here's the thing, right? She had a sister that had a husband that um basically she wanted to control me. She wanted to control me. She wanted me to
That's right.
um
You the one who told me that you and your ex wife got divorced because of her mother, right?
yeah. But
Okay.
that's not
Let me
I
say good
got
morning to her. Let me say good morning, Hood, since he wanna talk. And good morning, poetic.
Grand Rising,
but
everybody
I've been
doing
married
well.
three
Good
times.
morning. Good morning.
Okay,
Damn.
so Hood,
Oh,
let me
my
ask
bad. My bad.
I've been
I ain't
married.
mean to.
I've been married three times. My first wife is my kid's mother. That my first wife was a good woman.
Three
She was
times, my boy.
you.
I
yeah
didn't mean to say.
yeah
Look, that's why I said it. I sold it
three
out. I thought
times.
I was
Just become
muted.
a
I
nun
did
at
not
this point.
know.
My
My
first wife was
bad.
a good woman.
Just become a
My bad.
nun at this
Look, no,
point.
no, for
No,
real.
you gotta.
Rondo.
I told you my first wife. We was young. I got married at 25 years old. You gotta remember.
Oh
So
yeah,
when
that's
you
right.
start,
And she was raised to be a wife, Juicy. She was
Oh
yeah.
I
hell.
was. I'm glad he didn't hear me. But for anybody that heard me, I apologize. I thought I was muted. My bad.
You know what's crazy? Some people throw their life with jail sentences. Some throw it with marriage sentences. Just saying.
No, we was good, but we was just young. So you gotta think. It's like there's no instructions with that. Just like kids, there's no
Young,
instructions. You have
dumb,
to
and full
learn.
of cum.
You have to
What you
learn
said.
stuff. I ain't
You
gonna
heard?
say that we was together 19 years. That ain't
Y-
that ain't dumb.
I just
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
I
All
get
right,
I
so look,
get married at a young
the
age.
question of the day is, and good morning to you too. I don't never had you on my panel before, so I'm trying to get to know you, right? So are you married?
Who, me?
Your name is what? What's your
No,
name?
no, I didn't hear. If I have, do you hear this? Do you hear these monsters back here? They sound like
What?
dinosaurs. I'm in Florida. I am
What part of
not
Florida?
married. I am not
What part of
married.
Florida? Wait, fuck that. What part of Florida? You
I'm in Tampa.
stop
Uh-oh.
playing. I'm in Tampa too. Here we go to Tampa.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm
Are
Uh-oh.
in
you,
the
are you got a
hood.
woman? You got a woman? You got a girl?
Yes, I do have a woman.
Oh, come on. See, I can't fucking
Yeah,
wait.
jalapeno. What's up? I do. I
I don't want you
do.
no more. I don't want you no more. You fucking killed it. Forget it.
I know. I know. I
All
know.
right. So how long have you been with your current situation?
About 3 years now.
Okay. So you've been okay. Have you been married before?
Nope.
He said nope. All right. So okay. So my question of the day is a funniest story about your ex.
A funny story about my ex.
Hmm? And now I noticed with the men, their funny stories are always has to do with like and juicy too. That the other person didn't think it was funny.
I'm about to say I don't know if I had any
Like,
funny ones.
only reason why I thought about it this morning was, and I have another question for you too. I thought because I was in the shower, and I don't, I'm going to ask you the other question because this doesn't apply. You fucking got a woman. But do you have my other question was, do you have a goodie box? And a goodie box meaning like of all your exes shit, like little memories, like little keepsakes.
Hell nah.
You
I
don't even
Thank
know?
you.
Am I the only one who does that shit?
Yes, that is
yeah.
weird.
Hell nah.
If
Yes.
you don't get like Angela Bassett and have your waiting to exhale moment, dang it, get
Hell
rid of
nah.
them.
You don't really?
Yo, every
Actually,
time I get a
I got
strip
one
search,
right.
I mean, every time I get in a relationship, I get strip search and search through all my belongings. Like I'm checking in counting.
So and the only reason why I thought about that, right? Because I was thinking,
Women don't play that shit.
homie, don't play. Okay, so I was thinking about long distance relationships last night, right? And I was thinking about how like I can't do that. Like I would never do that shit
Mm-mm.
again. Right.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about like, was this a new thing with me with or did I always? And I just started realizing I've always had some sort of long distance relationship. And I started going all the way back to like when I used to write prisoners in jail, like when I was like 16, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's always been long distance relationships. So that brought me up of pictures that I have still of the dude that I used to go up north to go see.
When
And
is the last time somebody made you feel good?
when was the last time you actually waited your turn?
Right?
Ooh.
It said good morning.
Ooh.
I said hello, everyone. I did,
Oh,
but
really? Because I didn't hear you at
Yeah, I
all.
you
didn't
were
need that.
talking too much to hear it. But go ahead.
No,
She,
fuck
It's
you.
her
You
Wait,
gotta
whoa,
ask
whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa! It's her platform, sir.
It's
She
okay, that's
can.
okay. Because obviously it's a me issue and it's some
She's the host.
No,
She's
no,
in
no.
like.
I want to ask your question again. Ask your question again.
Oh my
No,
God, the
we go
rules.
way back, and I did say good morning, everyone.
Okay, it don't matter. I'm past that. I moved back. I'm past that. I don't give a shit, honestly. What was your question?
I didn't have no question.
Yeah, you.
So you interrupted the conversation without a conversation to have to back it up. Wow.
I just answered what they were saying, but I didn't mean to cut nobody off. But
well, goddamn, buddy, we were just trying to like have a conversation here, and you goddamn just
you
rude.
still can. But good morning.
Didn't your mama raise you with
We moved past
manners?
that. We don't give a shit about that shit no more. We don't
Like,
care.
didn't your mama teach you to speak when spoken
He
to?
fucked up. Forget it. He already fucked up.
Yeah, because didn't nobody address you?
He's so
Wait a minute, no, watch this, Hood. When you came up in here and Adrian addressed you, did she not say good morning and call you by your name to allow you to speak?
Yes.
No, that's not. Yeah, okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
but
See, there you go
she
again.
knows him.
I'm sorry,
She
is your
knows him
name
a little.
Hood?
You
Is
heard?
your name Hood?
She
I was
probably,
not talking to
she
you.
probably know him a little. They know each other more, so you know that's what
No,
it is.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
I
it
know
is.
who. I know
Him,
who.
Swig.
I don't
No.
know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
You
No.
don't know
He
me.
acting
You
like
don't
he
know
knows.
me.
That's what I'm
Am I
saying.
supposed to know
Right.
you?
I would
I'm
think
not
so. I
even
know you.
following you.
Oh,
I'm
he
not
leave.
even following you.
I
Why
don't
you
know
doing
what's
this?
going
All right, how
on.
you know me? How you
I
know
know
me?
you.
How you know
I
me?
know
How
you
you know
rapper
me?
Swift.
How you know me? No. How you know me?
I guess I don't. I guess I don't. I guess I don't.
Obviously not, because you don't know how
This
she
shit got
operate her
awkward.
life. Look, we know you don't know. Obviously,
Yes, I don't.
This
Yes, I
she
shit
has
got
a
don't.
awkward.
system. She has a system. So look, either you gonna be the grown man that your mother raised you to be,
I don't
or
know.
you gonna keep being up here throwing a tantrum like you too.
I don't know what he's doing right now. You don't have. So you don't have a question, Swig?
No,
Okay, so
he
let's
came up
continue
here
with
to
our
be rude and
conversation.
center
Cause
himself.
he taking too much of my time right now. And all of
Right, he
our
came up here to be rude and center
yeah, whatever.
himself.
He
Did
wanted
not.
attention. I'm trying to give him the attention, and he's like, now he got fucking. He can't close his mouth. He don't know how to fucking talk.
Cause he came up here thinking that we was pushovers and docile, not knowing what time it
No,
is.
he knew he knew where he was coming. That's the reason why he came up like that. That's why he came. He liked that Russell Tussle. He liked that loudmouth shit. That's the reason why he came. They do, because nobody else
What
came
you
out like that.
said?
Not at all.
Yes,
Not at
you
all.
do. You think it's
Not at
sexy.
all. Not at
All
all.
right. So then, but what did you say?
I
You want
just
me to
thought
get
we
me
were
riled
cool.
up?
You don't know me, so I guess we're
You
not.
know, I don't know you, answer. We can't.
Well, okay then. That's
Okay.
okay.
Oh
Okay.
Lord, look, that lets you know he live his life through the internet. He is automatically cool with people he just met through the app.
I think a
He
lot of
lives
them.
his
Okay,
life
come
on
on
the
in,
internet.
poetic. I'm done. Hood, did you answer my question yet, though?
I forgot what the fuck we was talking about.
The
Right.
question, what? Oh, that question. We were talking about. I was talking about the memory about an ex.
Right, that sure
And then I started
was.
talking. Then I started talking about the goodie box. But since you don't have a goodie box, and I'm the only one that
Oh
has a
yeah,
goodie
nah,
box,
the goodie
so
box is diabolical. Cause so imagine,
you want to say?
imagine me having a goodie box with panties, with bras in that motherfucking
Mm,
pictures.
okay.
Like, no, what the fuck? And you find that shit? I had that shit right under my bed. What the fuck
They
I
don't
need
bring
that
you back
for?
memories.
I got memories. That's why I got my brain. My brain
Okay.
is
Okay.
good.
All right. Poetic. Good morning,
You sure?
I'm
poetic.
30.
Well, good morning, ma'am. How you doing? You know, you made me think about your
Oh, thank you for
story.
always being a
And good
gentleman.
morning to the beautiful ladies observing the live, gentlemen, as you were. You know, I was laughing about your story because I was thinking about my ex-wife, and it was funny. She, prior to us dating, she had a
Oh
guy she was
shit, the
actually dating,
Airbnb shit.
and he was incarcerated. And so she decided that, and in D.C. at the time, a place called Lorton, that's no longer there, but that's where they would send the inmates. He's got like a 7-year bid. So she was going to visit him on his birthday. So, you know, but she didn't know, she got all these balloons and books to take to him on riding. So when she got to where you had to go to a certain spot to catch the bus to go to Lorton. So the other ladies who would get on the bus, they were looking at her. They were looking at her and laughing like they thought they knew the drill. My ex-wife didn't know. She got
Mm-hmm.
to Lorton, and the guard said, "Well, thank you for bringing this for us, because you can't take this inside." So, so here she thinks she's gonna have a nice little party. She's gonna take these books and balloons. So you talking about your friend and when you going to visit people in jail? I mean, who incarcerated? I was thinking about her doing the same thing. So you had to be there to get the just to the story, because normally you can't take anything from inside to inmates that are
Oh,
incarcerated.
beautiful.
Yeah,
But and
yeah.
yeah, and we
I'm
talking about
sorry.
this is
I
like
was just
20
being
plus.
a
This,
little
this
fucking
Incarcerated. I
mom.
was incarcerated. I was
Oh
incarcerated.
my God! If you don't shut
hey,
up,
country.
ain't
Good morning,
nobody
girl. How you
talking to
You
doing?
see
you.
how beautiful she look? I got
Country,
distracted.
hey, country be smoking, don't
I
she?
got distracted, poetic. I didn't hear nothing you
Yeah,
said.
Hey, that was beautiful.
I
Hey,
was
Hey,
listening.
hey, bro, go to
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
AANA. Go to AANA. We ain't
uh
got
Oh,
oh.
time for
he
you
going.
right
He
now.
anyway. He going. He fine. He good.
Like, Lord.
Hey, Juicy, good morning
He
to
looked
you, girl.
Good
distressed. Did
morning,
you see him? Like, why
poetic.
you so stressed, my man? I would have talked to him for a little bit, but he didn't. But the thing is, I gave him a chance to talk to me.
You didn't just see that cub. He's on liquid courage.
But why doesn't he talk? Like, have a conversation. It's okay.
He can't. He's under the influence. That's why he can't keep his mouth closed. He had a whole, like I said, that glass had a whole bunch of whiskey in it, okay?
That
That's
boy got
okay.
that yabba
He was
dabba
on
do
that
mouth.
cognac.
Yeah, he was a
He got that yabba dabba do mouth.
Yeah, so yeah, no, he gotta go. We ain't got time for that. Look, what you need right
Ma'am,
now
you
is
look
AANA.
beautiful. You look beautiful, by the way. How classic you look. Like so ladylike. Like I to me when I think of a cowgirl, and I don't even know if you even like being called one, right? Or somebody that grew up in a ranch, or where you grew up. Like to me, that's what a woman looks like, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
not always like flowery dresses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's sexy to me as hell.
Hey, boo. Good
You
morning. How
look
y'all doing?
beautiful. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
One day at a time.
One day at a
Well, for
time.
those of y'all that don't know, my dad passed. He's a cowboy, so that's what we had. Me and my siblings wore that to the funeral.
I love that.
Hey, great
Hey,
rising,
blessings
everybody.
and peace
How
to
y'all
you,
doing?
We did
Patrick.
I
good
ain't gonna
though,
like losing
AJ.
your
I ain't
daddy. I
gonna lie,
lost
we
my
did
daddy,
really
so I know how
good.
that feels.
One thing he was an avid cowboy and he was a trucker for 48 years. So we put his boots with his hat on top of the casket, and somebody drove his 18 wheeler to the funeral too. So it
Oh,
was really nice. Yeah,
I love that Slim.
It's
they
dope. I
did
like that.
good.
I love that
It
Slim.
was like
And I'm pretty
three.
sure
They
everybody knows your dad, right? Because I mean, you grew up in that town too,
Well,
right?
everybody here, yeah. And
Mhm.
it was about three. They had three Peterbilts. I don't know if y'all familiar with y'all
Oh yeah.
Bigfoots or not.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
They
am.
had three
That's old
Peterbilts,
school there.
and when we made it to the cemetery, when they opened up the back of the hearse, all three of the trucks just started letting their horns and their engines go off. Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
That's
It
what's
was
up.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that.
Well, I mean, just like that description and the way that you looked amazing. Okay, so Slim, I got two
Thank
questions. I
you.
know you've been listening. All right, for first, let me ask the first question. You have a goodie box? Am I crazy? I'm the only one who does this shit.
A
Hello,
goodie box
hello.
like with my weed in it or what? What you
Yeah.
asking?
No, like memories of your ex.
What? Okay, now let's not get carried away. Now look here. Once you get gone, you can carry your ass and you can take your shit that you brought with you. Here, I don't
I
play
told you
that.
it was just you.
I don't do all. The only, honestly, I'm gonna be honest,
You don't
Adrian.
save
I'm
nothing, not a
just
letter, not a card that he may have given you,
honestly. You
not a
want me to be
picture.
100% honest, Adrian? The only thing that I have from exes is if a motherfucker bought me a nice little hat, some boots, a belt. That's about the only thing I done kept. Other than that, you can take your shit with you here.
That's
What you
cool.
And
said?
with your fucking kids too.
I
Yeah.
mean, not like
Hey,
not me
oh
like not
shit.
like the clothing, not like items.
Look, the kids too is diabolical.
All of that.
All that, bro.
Really?
I fucked
Oh,
up.
poetic.
All
Do
of
you
that.
You
have a
know
goodie
something
box?
though, and before
I
anybody
guess it's
take
just
offense,
me.
look,
I guess it's being funny.
look, Adrian, let me correct myself here. Before anybody take offense, I could say shit like that because I ain't got no kids. You can take
No,
your
but all
fucking
of them
kids
said
and
the
get your
same
ass
fucking
on.
thing. Everybody said the same thing. They know, but everybody they think I'm diabolical for doing that. But
No,
so
I mean, no. See, this the thing. Now, sometimes we do have certain stuff that we get that means a lot. It sometimes a motherfucker might buy you something that go beyond them and it's worth keeping. So I can understand that. But just
I'm like a sentimental thing. Like so, say like they bought you
absolutely.
flowers and there was like a card on the flower, right? And so you will hold on to that card.
Hey,
Uh
country.
No, but
I
we
ain't
don't send
gonna
it,
Country.
Adrian.
lie.
Hey,
I ain't
country. How
gonna
you
lie.
doing?
What's
I ain't
interesting
gonna
is
lie.
Hey Rockstar, how you,
If
What's
sugar?
we
up? All
ever,
right. Long time no see.
if we
How
ever would
you,
have,
Uh,
baby?
listen, if we
I'm all
ever,
right.
listen to me, if we ever would have dated and we would have got in an argument and I would have ran across that little
No, I
box
hit
of
it. I know it's
yours,
hidden. I think I went. It was
I would
at
have
my
sent
mother's
that bitch
house.
on
It was at my
fire. A
grandma's house.
picture.
That shit wasn't in the house. That shit wasn't in the house. That shit was somewhere else.
what was
But
interesting,
but
Adrian? What's
wait a
interesting? I
minute.
never
But
had a
this
goodie
Oh
is
box,
but
but
hell
there's a
no.
problem with
this,
that.
but
There's a
my
this is what
problem with
What
that.
you
this is
out
I
here
what it
just
don't
boils
sniffing
down
gift
to with
cards
that.
and shit?
What,
I
what it boils
understand.
down to, letters and shit like
Oh
that, is
nah.
that you have you keep around that energy that you once shared with that person in that
Mm-hmm.
letter. That's what
Yeah.
I'm a
it's
firm.
the
No, actually,
energy.
he's right. He's right, and
Hey,
It's
I'm a
the
firm believer
energy.
in that.
hey.
It's
So
the
But
energy
so
here's the
around it.
thing.
when
I get
when
That emotion.
The
And
only
you
what
just,
thing,
to
and as long as you got
me
that
it's like
around,
a badge of honor. Honestly, to me, it's
no,
to me. I don't
okay.
get. I
no,
don't have no sentimental
hey,
value
no,
on it. Like, oh, I
no,
remember when. I don't. To me, it's
no,
just like, yeah, I had that one. Yeah, I had.
Look, Adrian.
no.
Look. What did you know,
Hey,
Adrian? Now,
oh.
look. What are you talking about? I'm still waiting on my ex-husband to give me my wedding dress out of his attic. I'm looking at his new wife like you got to be something done to be living up under his roof, knowing my wedding dress is in that attic.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
that's
listen, let me say
crazy.
this. Wait. Let me say this. Hold on. Now, let me tell you where y'all got me fucked up at here, respectfully. Now, and that's the thing. As grown people, we got to learn how to be fucking grown. If you know this person is no longer around and they was before your time, what are you pissed off about finding something for that was before you? They don't talk, they don't have no communication. You don't know what that ex could have possibly did for this person or brought them up out of. And to think, and this is just me, I think it's petty when we think about little shit. Oh, your wedding dress up there. She probably don't even fucking know, but you do. You get me? So I'm just saying,
no,
like,
she
this
know.
small
No,
shit.
she know. No,
The
but
wedding
and that's
dress
what
has
I'm
been going on a long
No,
time.
I made it up. Look, Miss Country. Look, I have brought it up in front of her.
Let me ask you something
Look,
before
my
you get
grandfather
into it,
paid
Mama.
two.
Before you get into, hold on, Mama. Before you get into it, has she ever worn your dress?
Fuck if I know. She better not.
But you gotta catch my point. She ain't walking around that motherfucker with it on, and she
But
ain't
see, no,
married.
that's not my point. No, see, my point is, like I said, I have a daughter, and I'm saying my grandfather paid for that dress for me, even though I didn't get to wear it in the tag. I need that dress so I can hand it down to my daughter. That's my family heirloom.
Okay,
So
okay, I get it.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? The
yeah,
Right,
person that's
but
being childish in the situation is my ex, and I'm saying I've even offered to climb up in the attic to go
Uncle
get
Bernie,
it.
help.
You see what I'm saying?
So poetic. Do you have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
goodie box?
I don't have a goodie box, Adrian, but it's funny. My ex-wife was in town. Not my wife. My current wife was in town last week, and she happened to start dismantling furniture. Right, and I didn't know. I time came back. She was taking out stuff out of this room. So all this dismantled furniture is now downstairs another room to go out to the curbside for pickup. But I'm laughing because when I saw it, it kind of hit me for me because I was like, that's my ex-wife's furniture that was left here. And so, it didn't bother me. And I just laughed, and I just said to her, I said, you want me to have
You
somebody
have
pick
your
that up?
ex-wife's
But
furniture still at the house?
yeah, just like a vestibule, this stuff that just
Hey, how long you been married? You've been married with your current wife for a very long
yeah,
time.
17 years, right? Yeah,
Did she know
and
that
so
was your ex-wife stuff?
I don't know if she know. I don't think so. I think she thought. I think she just changed furniture out. Yeah, but look,
But Adrian, that go back to my point. Who the fuck is walking in a man's house saying, "Is this your ex-wife's couch?"
right,
Like,
exactly, and yeah, and so then,
I'll be
yeah,
buying new furniture. Like I have this guy. No,
and,
no,
and,
that's
she,
crazy.
look,
That's crazy.
she even repainted the room and everything, right? So I was tickled by it because I was like, I was like, wow. And then she replaced it with something else, but I was laughing because I was thinking I kind of like that furniture, but I didn't get it. I said, do your thing. But it was when you said that about but I never had a goodie box, but just a
No,
little
that's even worse. That's even
little
worse.
trinket.
Wait a minute,
And
you've
here's
been sitting on that couch with her and cuddled
hey,
up with that couch, but meanwhile you
and
have a memory of your ex-wife on there.
and we all mutual friends. I mean, my current wife is also a friend with my ex-wife as well as I am, and with
Let me
the
ask
new
you
husband.
something. But wait,
So,
how about you tell your current wife what she just did? Would you tell her?
what do I say again?
Would you tell your ex-wife what she just did?
No,
Actually,
no, no, no. I'm not discussing. No, no, no.
why is
I mean,
that?
it wouldn't even move her either because she
You
could
know?
care less
Then
because
why
she
you
left it
wouldn't?
there.
Then
She,
why you wouldn't?
I mean, it's no need to.
I challenge
Adrian,
you.
please.
Yeah, I don't think so, Adrian. It's like,
But you know what, though, Adrian, you gotta be fair, though. You gotta be fair, right? Because in the same way that you asking about the couch, right? You gotta be fair about it. Anything could give you a memory. A motherfucker could walk by with the same cologne your ex had on, and you'll think about him then. It could be
Right.
anything. You get
right,
me?
yeah.
It ain't.
Right.
It could be.
I just have a thing like I like to be the original, the only. And
Well,
it's
that's
like
not
it's a double
possible with it
standard.
being
You're absolutely
eight
fucking right. It
billion
is a
of
double
us in this
standard.
motherfucker. Yeah, ain't none of us the only one,
I know.
unfortunately.
Like there was a guy, so I was talking to I was gonna swing the block because it's just desperate times come for desperate things, right? And he was talking about he got a scooter and he wants, to me to go in the back of the scooter or whatever. So then I was like, "You got a helmet for me?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Did anybody else wear that helmet?" He said, "Of course." I said, "Then I don't want to go with you."
Right. See?
You know what I mean? To me, it's like, first of all, I don't want
Hey,
He
look.
ain't never not got on the horse.
other men
Yeah.
can't
Woman was
promise
You want a
sitting in
fresh
the
helmet?
saddle before I got to.
Don't you have a helmet? Where's your helmet?
Oh, mine?
Yeah, you don't have a helmet?
I don't have a helmet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
They will get one.
Okay, if you want to go, shit.
Oh, so Slim. So you would. So in
So
that type of situation, it'll be okay.
I mean, for me personally, I ride horses and shit. I ain't never
Hey.
asked a motherfucker who ass was in the saddle before I sat in it. I
Adrian,
just get on the
hold on,
motherfucking
Adrian.
ride. You hear
Hey,
me?
Slim.
So
Hey,
I
Slim.
don't know.
Hey, Slim, Adrian, you never wore a rental helmet from a helmet place?
No, I couldn't even tell you the last time I did that either. But where would I be wearing a helmet?
I'm a roller skate. Okay, I'm a roller. Have you ridden roller skates before?
With a helmet?
No, just roller skate. No. I mean, just no. Have you ever? But you put your feet aside other people's other roller skates before?
Yeah, no real shit. Have you ever went skating before?
Oh, like
You
roller
ain't never been
skating?
skating? Okay, well here you go. Let me
Yeah.
okay. Here you go. Let's make it make sense, right? Outside of skating, you do know that people return clothes to the
Yeah.
store all the
Yeah.
time.
Underwear,
you done bought
everything.
some shit somebody had
Underwear.
before.
Okay. So all right. I don't think. Okay, I get it. Not besides the cleanliness. Besides the cleanliness of it, I want to be the original of the helmet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like
No
I
such
can't
thing.
double standard.
Of the
No such
helmet.
thing.
That motherfucker say I want to be the original of the helmet.
I don't want to think about you, other women driving behind. Like this is what you do, drive
But
around.
but Adrian, other women sat on the seat also. You sitting
That's
behind
that.
other
That's
women.
them. That's them. I ain't me. I'm different. I'm different.
The only way that you
I'm
can
special, right?
The only way that you can have it like that is if you go build you a nigga here, because ain't nobody out here
That's why
that just
I do
build
build
with
them.
you.
You know,
It ain't gonna happen.
one here. I do build them as collectively. It's a collective,
So,
a group unit.
Miss Adrian, I'll buy you a
hey,
helmet. I'll buy you your first
I
helmet.
think
So you throw it. So
I
you'll
think
buy
it
me
was
helmets so I can go on a ride with somebody else.
With me? No, with me. No, with
Oh,
me.
okay.
I think it was Miss
I don't know
Country.
about, but Adrian, I don't know about all of that, but I know I'm the first in both my baby daddies' life. I gave them their firstborn child, and that's the only thing I'm keeping in competition with is being a mother. That's it. All that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with that. I'm first being the baby mama, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's priceless. You can't touch that.
Okay.
That's
So be
priceless.
pride. Good morning, be pride.
That's why I said it's
Hey,
real.
great
I
rising,
mean,
great
when you
rising.
Uncle
be
Bernie, what's up,
realistic,
bruh?
Hey, so what's happening with you?
Not
when you
much.
think
No, but
realistically about, oh shit, excuse me, go ahead, sugar.
what I was saying earlier with the emotional attachments to shit that you know, granted, the person could have brought you out of something great, and now you moved on to I think Miss Country was speaking on it about a
Okay, because
person.
nobody's had one except for me. So the reason, like I said, the reason why I have it is like if go to Disney World, it's like a fucking souvenir. There's no emotional like it has nothing to do emotionally. It's just a souvenir. So be
I
quiet.
understand.
You don't have one either. You don't have a beauty box.
I do not. With my first marriage, once I moved on, I moved the fuck on, and the only thing I kept was pictures, and those pictures are family pictures for my son.
Okay, that makes sense. No,
Period.
that makes sense too. Like
Anything else,
you don't
clothes,
got no nudie pictures of you. You don't got
no,
no.
hell no. I even went whatever my ex-wife we exchanged through text, news, whatever. I went through my phone, my photos. I also went through my text messages because photos are in text messages. I went through all that shit and deleted it. I'm not bullshitting. When I
I know,
move
but
on,
why
I
would you
move
have
the
to do
fuck
that?
on.
That's kind of like strange. I mean, like
No, you move on.
no.
You move on. I don't need any lingering emotional things
Okay, so
in my
you see it
life.
as an emotional thing. Okay, so my
Right,
other question
because
was, okay,
I once loved that woman in a romantic way.
okay,
That's what I'm getting at. I
okay.
once loved her, and so I don't need
You
anything
still
that
love her
to
that way?
keep.
Do you still love her
No,
that way? Oh,
not at
okay. You're
all.
very
So
passionate
yeah,
about when you talk about it. You're very passionate.
no, because I just was dealing with in my new marriage. I just got done, going through this. You say that there's nothing there, but whenever you talk about the individual that helps you through things, you speak about it as if you're still in love with them. And so I'm like,
Wait, your
you need.
current wife is doing that to you now?
We didn't talked about it. She's like, no, I'm just
Okay.
passionate about people that I care about. And I'm like, I understand that, but that
Wow.
passion should never exude
Wow.
as if you're in love with them
Well, Adrian,
still.
for the record, I'll circle back to my ex-wife if she would let me, but she won't let me.
So
This is
yeah.
fucking honest. This is fucking honest. Thank you, poetic. Thank you, poetic. We know you kept the fucking furniture around.
Yeah, but, hey, I sure. Hey, look. Every time I talk to her, I say, "Hey, is there any chance I could maybe light that fire again?" She hangs up on me.
I don't know. I mean, like I
And
have
you
great
know what too,
experiences. Like,
Adrian? Another thing is that
mm,
you have to consider is sometimes everybody don't always split on the best of terms, right? And a lot of times you get rid of things because they hurt your feelings. I want to get rid of everything that got anything to do with this person because it's called heartbreak. Anything that reminds me of you got to get the fuck up out of this house right
Okay, so
along
maybe
with
is
your
that my
ass.
problem? Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to get rid of this shit so that I can heal my heart.
Because everything comes with energy, and that's
Well,
what
what
I'm
are you
getting at.
feeling your heart for if you just said it was just a souvenir? Now, when you
Yeah.
said it was a souvenir, the way I thought about it was maybe
The
Disney ain't
current,
got them
the
no
current
more.
situation. The current
Maybe, but I'm
situation.
just saying,
The
maybe
current
the
situation.
souvenir made when you said souvenir, I thought maybe Disney may not sell them motherfuckers no more. It's one of them. You know,
Hey,
it be like that.
that part.
So
Send them
you know what
across.
I'm saying?
Give a
Because if
letter.
That
it's some
part.
live, I ain't gonna lie. If it's some live shit that I know they don't sell no more, I'm gonna keep that motherfucker too. So it's one of them things where okay,
Yes.
keep it if it's a souvenir. But if you the way you just said it, you sound like it's some love on that motherfucker, Adrian. I ain't gonna
Bro,
hold you,
I'm
goddamn.
hey,
on the current situation. I'm just the current situation. That's what
Okay.
I'm not the old. Like I have the collectibles of all of them. So on my current situation, not the other shit. The other shit just memories. Like I said, I was just thinking about this dude that I had, was writing letters to. That I kept his. Not I didn't keep his letters. I did throw away his letters, but the pictures. Me and him like doing the prison pose and shit. Like I got pictures like that.
and so I'm glad you brought up letters because when I was just moved into my new home, I
Like
was going
yeah,
I was going through some shit and I found a letter, a love letter that my ex-wife wrote me. And I was like, you know what? Hey, I gotta shred this shit.
you did.
I
You did.
shredded the fuck out of it. Yeah, shredded the fuck out of it. That doesn't serve my new wife.
Let me ask you something. How long you been married to your new wife?
We just got married.
How long has it been? Can you
It
tell?
was in April, April 6th.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
bullshitting.
literally.
Yep. First marriage was 10 years.
Well, what was the difference between the first marriage and the second marriage?
What's the difference?
Hmm?
Adrian, don't you
Wait a minute.
do it, Adrian? No, ma'am.
This is what we do.
Oh, she can ask that question.
We
I
do
can
this.
tell her.
Come on now, Slim. You don't know me. I love this shit. I
My
did
first
this.
wife did not respect me. She did not know how to respect me. And she admitted to that.
And the new wife does.
And
I
the new
hate you,
wife
Adrian.
does.
I'm about to block you right now.
For the 2 days. Okay. Shit.
And no
Why
matter how
y'all
much
staying
I
down there every
explained it
minute?
to her, she didn't
Huh?
get it. She didn't get it until we divorced. How the fuck you don't get it until after we divorced?
Get
Well,
what?
to wait, I ain't gonna let you do my girl. I don't know her, but you ain't fucking get it either because you stayed with her. Now let's be clear now. Hold on.
What's
No,
nigga there
hey,
for? What's nigga there
marriage
for?
says for better or for worse. So you stick and try your best to stick the shit out until she gets it. Goddamn it! I didn't.
You talk to her
If
like
that was
that?
the case, I would have walked away in the beginning when I realized, hey, I may not get this, but everybody's encouraging you to figure it out. You may get what you're looking for. You keep praying about it. So if for better or for worse. But then you throughout the marriage, you keep getting divorce thrown in your face because you're trying to hold her ass accountable. You doing
Hold
what she
her
asked
ass.
you to. You
What did
doing
you
what
do
she.
wrong?
Hold
What did
on,
you
hold
do
on.
wrong, B Pride? What did you do wrong?
And that's why I
Oh,
just said what I just
hold
said.
on.
Make
I
sure you
know.
So
acknowledge how you
so
stayed
so
too.
here's
Don't
the
just put it
deal.
on her.
I have no problem with saying anything of what I did wrong. I can
I was
tell
gonna
you,
say it.
my childhood trauma
Hmm.
from abandonment and things of that nature, my father not being around, my mother beating the shit out of me as a kid,
So,
me
so,
dealing with.
so you hear that
Hold
trauma?
on, let me finish.
Okay, good.
Uh, Motherfuckers having get. I don't like us. I don't really take well with smart mouthed people because I know how I talk to people, and I talk pleasant. I talk pleasant to people. I talk to people the way I want to be talked to.
So you taking
So,
so you taking it to heart.
Can we get Uncle
You
Bernie
can't help
off
it.
the panel,
You
You
can't help
taking
please?
it to
Can
yourself.
we
heart.
get Uncle Bernie off the panel, please?
Yeah,
Yo, he
because
was
a
walking
lot of
fast.
lot
Like
of
he was
things.
walking
I don't
fast
think
away.
things
He
are
was telling me,
serious.
yo,
People
Uncle
just
Bo,
making
he's like,
jokes. You know what I mean? So it's not nothing to take too serious.
Mm.
Because they're gonna say if you don't got thick skin, then this might not be the place.
so hold on. What are you
the
talking?
rock.
I'm
Hey
telling
Alexa,
you,
block
she
Uncle
ain't.
Bernie. Hey
That
Alexa,
baby was
block Uncle
struggling to get to
Bernie.
that phone. Where the fuck is that mute button? All
That's
right.
wild.
Okay, it's
Anyway,
wild that you
that that,
said this.
that was my trauma that I was dealing with, and so
What
that's what.
was the trauma?
You
I'm
good
so
now though?
confused.
I was trying to tell you,
Did
but
you heal the trauma? Did
No,
you
no, I'm
heal?
saying, are you better now from the trauma?
Thank you.
I was cut, so I couldn't say, So
No, I
I'm
was
good.
just saying. I was just saying. People not trying to say things to hurt people's feelings. That's all. They just,
Yeah,
Rockstar,
I
you got
mean,
some
I mean,
red bars by your name, sugar. Your service a little nervous.
yeah,
I still don't like a smart mouth person because I know how I am, but
yeah.
I just don't like it. If we
So
could
so
if we could be pleasant. Everything
okay,
ain't
but
got to come with.
what about
Go,
people that naturally okay, because me, I'm naturally sarcastic. I say a lot of
Oh,
slick
fuck,
shit and I
nigga.
don't realize it until I already done said it. So this is the thing. You basically want people to kind of lower themselves to make you feel comfortable with how they talk, basically.
not at all. I'm
I mean, that's
speaking
kind
from
of what
the.
you just said in a
No,
way.
no. Let me tell you. So don't put words in my mouth. It's not what I said. When I'm speaking about smart
Listen here,
mouth,
you dumb bitch. You don't fucking
it.
hear me, you black nigger.
Who the fuck is that?
Adrian, drop
Who's
them,
that?
them
Oh, somebody
wings.
came in
Who
too
said
soon. You
that?
too
Who
You
You
said
too
fucking
that?
hear
soon.
me, nigga.
I didn't even hear.
Too
I was
soon. Yeah,
I
too
wasn't even paying
soon.
no
Too
attention.
soon.
Somebody
Yeah.
said black ninja.
All
That
right,
she
Yeah,
so
dropped
come,
them.
wait,
She dropped them.
yeah,
She
come on
dropped
back.
them.
Come on back tomorrow. That's too soon.
all right, so
Uncle Bernie.
damn, he said too soon.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
look,
my
yeah,
first.
it's too early in the week for that
All right, so look,
nonsense.
listen,
Motherfuckers say
listen.
come back tomorrow.
Because the kids are on the way to go to school. All right, so
Damn, that's the first.
does your new wife does she listen? Does your new wife listen?
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Oh, you talk, you communicate. Okay, so
We
it's back and
communicate.
forth.
Yeah,
Okay, so
absolutely.
let me
So are
ask you.
you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Adrian. Go ahead, sugar.
So the other question I had was about men cheating, right? And
Uh
what?
huh.
And so me and Juicy, and Slim, you can answer this too. Why you think? I always think it's like an ego thing, right? So the other one, the wife is not catering to you no more. She's not listening. She got a smart ass mouth, and then the new woman is more like nurturing and soft spoken, and thinks that you're real fucking interesting, right? So I think it's an ego thing. Juicy thinks it's just like because men are just greedy, and the more they have, the more happier they are. They just like all types of women, right? So what do you think? Be proud. Why do you think men cheat?
Personal thing is, some niggas just lustful and they can't help themselves.
Okay, so
You know,
greedy.
yeah, I would say greedy. And then you have, I mean, I know some fellas that are some solid men, and they just the woman that they was with just wasn't solid,
What
and
makes a woman not
she,
solid?
you just when you open your mouth and say, "Hey, I saw a nigga that I was interested in, I just wanted to fuck it, so I wanted to fuck."
I actually think that make her as solid as they come because I mean it don't get no realer than that shit. I mean, how much now if I didn't tell you now I'm a whole
It's
ass
all
nigga, right?
solid.
Nah,
And then
but
when I
it,
be honest with you,
but the
you
point
know
Right.
what?
is, you supposed to be faithful to your husband, just
Yeah,
like you
He
want him to
told
be
the
correct.
faithful to
truth.
you.
You're
He told us the
absolutely
truth
right.
though. How you gonna be mad at her?
Really?
Yeah. Am I
So,
wrong?
so, so faithfulness and loyalty just go out the window just because you were honest about something that you wanted to do.
Well, I mean, look at the man from Africa that told his wife the truth that he was wanting to leave her and the 5 kids. You see how that turned out?
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I mean, and listen, if there's a reason. Obviously, I don't like you no more, right? And I don't give a fuck about your feelings or anything. And make it so for somebody to say that shit, that shit's some cold blooded shit.
And from the sounds of it, honestly, from the sounds of it, if a woman was to come at you straightforward like that, in some type of way, shape, or form, she has tried to leave you or get you to leave her, and you want to
Mm-hmm.
sit your ass there. So now I'm gonna tell you, yes, this is what the fuck you want to be here. Cool, this what I'm doing.
That's
Shit.
some fucked
It
up
take two
shit.
to fucking tango, goddamn. And if I
Yeah,
trying
she's
to get,
over it.
if I'm trying to, I'm only gonna show you so many signs. I'm only gonna say so much.
And she's
so
right. She's
as
right.
I, as I was saying earlier with the smart mouth part, it's not being funny, it's not being sarcastic, it's just flat out being an asshole.
Yeah.
Right. I can understand that. Absolutely.
That's
I got a
what
little
I
bit of both. The
mean.
sarcasm, the asshole, and the smart. I got a little bit of
Well,
all
see,
of
You
that.
wait. I
Small
kind
with
of
the smart ass mouth.
are, are,
Rock
are
was saying.
you are you are you talking to me in such a negative way that the energy doesn't warrant.
What kind of negative way? What do you mean by negative
Who,
way? Give
me?
us an
I'm
example.
talking to you
No,
in such
no.
in a negative way? Because you ain't my nigga.
No,
No,
no. So my wife. I
I,
want to this ex-wife. What was she talking to you at in a negative way?
why does it keep revert? I'm not you. I'm trying to answer her questions regarding what I faced with the trauma and okay. Uh
It sounds like you still dealing with the trauma, actually.
Yeah. She a
Respectfully.
counselor? Like she a counselor? Like why was she like she is
no,
she
it ain't.
certified in something?
Respectfully, I don't like the shit. Respectfully, I
So
don't
like
like
what?
it.
What?
I just don't like it.
He talking
I
about the
have
tone, like he talking about the smartness,
yeah.
like what he don't
I
like.
I just don't like it. In my mind, my
Yeah,
mind
but
of
you
heart,
do.
hearts of
Because you're
mine.
here with three smart ass mouth women.
right.
Instead of being with your wife who's docile and quiet 2 days after y'all just got married. Like
But that but
I
Adrian,
didn't
to
say
be
she. I
fair,
didn't
they
say
That's
she
what,
was
hey,
also
bro.
docile and
That's what I was
quiet.
trying to tell you. That they don't mean no harm. They just crazy, man. So
but
that's
that
Oh,
all.
also but
crazy.
Adrian, that
Then too,
also
I don't know
while
either
he
of these
is
women on
up
this
here,
panel. I
while
don't
No,
he
know.
I
is
know
up
they don't mean no
here,
harm, man. They just having fun,
I'm
you
not.
know.
I'm not taking it to heart.
you should
Yeah,
Adrian,
you
that's what I
should
was
another
saying. You
thing
just
I
gotta
want to
have thick
say
skin.
something
do
to
something
what you
different.
said,
Yeah, I'm not.
Adrian.
Dead ass serious. I'm cold
Rockstar
blooded
baby,
too,
I
be
think you got
quiet.
a
I'm
little
cold
bit of
blooded
a
too. I can
delay. You got a small delay with a sugar. But Adrian, what I wanted to say to that was, yeah, he is on the panel with, three smart mouth, sarcastic, however, women. However, we ain't his woman. So that's also the difference. You get me? He ain't got to deal with me. He ain't got to deal with you. You get what
But
I'm
this is like
saying?
his kink. This is his kink. Not it's not about us. It's his kink. He likes that. He's it's that trauma, right? That trauma that's what he's used to. Smart ass woman. His wife is not a smart ass woman, so he's gonna be around smart ass women to get that little piece of addiction. Good morning, Miss London.
Well, I think it's until he feels the energy, then he addresses it. Sounds
No,
like.
Yeah,
no. I
yeah.
mean, it's not a kink. So here it goes. When I was
Right.
a kid, my sister and my cousin. I mean, I don't have a problem with talking about it. My sister and my
I know you
cousin,
want to talk about it. Why
uh,
you talking? Okay.
would just jump attitude with me for no damn reason. And
Yeah,
so I'm like,
okay.
what the fuck warranted that?
Yeah.
And so it would happen all the time as a kid. And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
that's where it stems from. You just jumping attitude with me, and I'm coming to ask you a fucking question.
So it kind of put you in the like a defense mode.
Yeah, why are you giving me attitude? I just came to ask you a question. You cussing at
Okay.
me and
So
all
this is
this.
the old
So
wife we
that's
still
what it
talking
is.
about, right?
Yeah. You
Okay.
asked
What
me
about?
about
Can
my
you talk to me
trauma, and I
about your
was
new wife?
explaining it.
Okay. Can you talk to me about your new wife?
Adrian,
Okay,
go to the
this is
nearest L.
crazy. This is crazy. You asked me, and I'm trying to tell you, Adrian.
Yeah, but I'm
You
over it. I
talking?
mean, I don't give a shit.
I
Like,
mean, okay, let me say
Okay,
this.
so
Well, if you didn't give a
what we're
shit,
asking,
I
no, what
don't
we're
I
asking,
don't think
you,
she asked you so that you could trauma dump. I think
yeah,
she
we
was,
like we so over
I'm
here.
not.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, look,
No,
here,
I'm
B,
not
no, B,
trauma
no,
dumping.
no,
I'm
what it
just
is, B,
answering the
okay, like
question. I'm
B,
listening. Go ahead.
okay, thank you. Here's the thing, sweetheart.
you put in the
You have
corner.
already
I'm
gave
telling
us
you,
a
you like that
whole
shit, don't you?
dialogue. Please tell us something that the new wife is doing that you actually love about her.
Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
The new one.
Like, why is she so different? What is it that you have found in her that you admire more that you couldn't get for? Like, let's stop ragging on that woman. She's not here to defend herself. So let's speak
I'm
positive.
not bragging. Actually,
What's the new wife? Sir,
actually,
excuse me.
wow,
Look,
man.
you are literally let's give us something positive. Switch. What is your new wife doing that keeps you
Hold
happy?
on,
What is your wife doing now? Why it's
Miss
6:30 in the
Country.
morning? Where
So,
is she?
Miss Country.
She what?
Yes.
Actually,
That wasn't country.
I was actually whoever it was. I'm at work and I'm driving. I'm driving. I'm at work. I gotta watch the road.
Don't crash, bruh.
Okay,
And
Oh,
what?
that wasn't
your wife
me
is
talking,
sleeping?
sugar. That wasn't country talking. That
So
wasn't me.
whoever it is that's talking, I was no
Right.
longer
Mm.
really talking about my ex-wife. She asked me what my trauma was.
Who did? Did I?
You did. You asked
I
me
don't
what my
think I
trauma
did.
was.
Okay. All right. So the question is again. Tell me something. Okay. So you married.
So
You married your new wife,
it
right?
is what it is, man.
Oh my
I know.
God, get out of your past.
Well,
Why you
Jesus.
why
I
you
think
yelling at me?
be it
Because
the
I
question
can.
about
It's my phone and you don't pay this bill.
be it the question
Because
about
I
cheating.
can.
Why you want to tell me like
Well,
that?
let's not get too far
Do
in the
you pay
question
my
because
No,
bill?
yeah,
See,
let's
that's
be
what I
no,
Yeah.
be cool,
mean.
be cool, be cool. It
And
ain't
I'm
that
being
yeah.
serious. Be
But
cool.
The,
Yeah.
but
que- hey, the question was about why do men cheat, right? Is that what we was talking
yes,
about?
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so I guess be
Yeah.
and
I,
poetic. I don't even want to know.
and as I
well,
was
no, I mean,
going in to
well, I
answer
mean,
that,
I'll make it real quick. So that as we already know, there's a bizarre, there's an assumption means of why people cheat, but I think
Yeah.
there's also self-affliction. So we can start cheating as a young person like cheating on tests,
Yeah.
cheating in school. I remember cheating in undergrad, and so then everything translating to cheating, not so much to win, but just to ascertain. And it's like the quickest road. It's the weakest road, but it's the quickest road to get to what you want to get and get out quickly. And so when that opportunity comes, so for me, cheating for me with women is like the opportunity presents itself, and I got to go. I cannot hold back. I got to go.
Okay, so you've been tempted. So these men
No, not
rocking
tempted. No, not
and
tempted. No, not
Morpheus
tempted.
said they
No,
never been
no,
tempted
not
before.
even tempted. Not even tempted. It's just like you can be a woman. You are a walking opportunity. You can walk past me in the store. I got to go at you. I got to go. I got to say, hey, what are you doing right in the next few
Is it
minutes?
an addiction? Is it an addiction?
It's part addiction. It's part just. It's like it's a thrill. It's like wanting to know how you feel inside for a few minutes. It's like just wanting to get inside you. So um, it's not even about it doesn't have anything to do with my spouse. My spouse don't
Yeah,
even
right.
cover it. Now I'll think about my spouse while I'm doing it. I'll be like, wow, I wish she could see me performing, and how would she grade me, stuff like that. That be in your head. But yeah,
She
no,
doesn't know. She doesn't know.
no, not no,
She
no,
doesn't know
no.
how. So what? Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean how I perform, yes, but she
Yeah,
doesn't
that's what
know.
I'm saying. How does she know how you
No,
perform?
oh yeah, yeah, with her, yes, with her,
Yeah,
but
I
she
mean,
doesn't know how I
is it
perform.
different? Is it different
Oh
with
yeah,
other women?
different performing, yeah, because with the opportunity, it's a little rugged.
That's
It's a little rugged.
the issue.
It's rough. It's no discipline. It's like a
mm,
construction worker that's doing
And
demolition.
Kim, I don't want to do that.
Yes,
And
yeah,
you don't do that with your wife?
no, because it's a much different approach. Because you don't want to use the same approach that you use in a home.
Don't think
No,
that's boring?
no.
You don't think
Home
she's
is
bored with
great
your
because
sex life?
home has more variables. I can eat at home, but I don't eat it out. I can't eat out, but I can demolition out. So I can be a demolition. I can grab a rubber and I can roughhouse. I can say I can talk construction work. Let me throw this jackhammer at
To
you,
the
baby.
wife or to the mistress?
To the random one, just a random woman, the random.
You can talk reckless to the random one, but you can't talk
Right.
like that's
No,
your.
I can, but it's no need to because home is it's a different panache. So home is cultivated for just an approach. It's already templated at home, but the random is off skit. It's just off the top of your head. But one thing you're gonna be rough and ready on that random. I'm not doing
Okay.
anything nice. Yeah, so it's like there's like so home is a nice situation, but
Yeah,
outside,
I get it.
yeah,
So, all right, so you
yeah.
think it's ego? So it's greedy.
It's everything. It's everything. It's greed. It's ego. It's a whole thing. Whole thing.
Okay. I mean, I get it. I get it. Country Slim, have you ever cheated before?
I don't cheat. That's not something that I do. Me personally, I
Mhm.
just feel like if you're gonna cheat, you should just be single and do what you please, guilt free, and you ain't got to
Right.
have nobody feelings hurt. You know what
Hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I personally feel.
No,
I
I
never
agree.
saw,
It took a
like I say,
long time
if
for
you
me to
gonna do
understand
that,
that,
you could
though.
just be single and fuck on whoever. You get me?
Right.
Why wait till you tie a motherfucker down and want to hurt their feelings and shit? You
Right.
could have just been by yourself.
Right. I agree.
I agree.
And
Point
I've learned
blank.
that a long, like I even because like I have like even this guy the other day, right? He was telling me that he was gonna have a Facebook support group surviving Adrian, right? That real dumb shit, right? Yeah. It's bad, like it's really bad. So that at this grown ass age, like it took me just like a couple of years ago for me to actually realize from an amazing person that it's okay to be single. Like it's okay for me just to be fucking single. Like I don't have to sit there and pretend that I want something when I really don't want it. I could just sit there
Hmm.
and just be single and just live my life the way that I want to live it and be selfish about it. So once I did that, then I can't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I can't break hearts. I can't break hearts. I don't want to break nobody's heart. I
What
can't.
you said, look, that's why I make self love a habit.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
think that stemmed from past relationships, though, Adrian? The way you are now?
The thing is, I've always been like that. Like I was telling Juicy, like
Oh,
I've always been a hoe. Like I love like I should have never gotten married. I should have never.
yeah.
I'm
So
honestly,
you basically, I got my best friend. Well, he's settled down now, but I had a friend like that, and but he said, "Yo, bro, I can't help it. It's an addiction." That's what he told me.
you
Cause
think
I used to say, "Why you get married then, man?" He said, "I can't help it." He said, "They be calling and I just can't." I said, "Damn."
yeah. I
Hey,
think
my girl in
honestly,
the
I thought my
comments
marriage was my
said,
punishment.
my girl in the comments says single is the new relationship. As a matter of fact, single is single.
Yes.
Single is actually single. I don't want y'all to get it fucked up here. Single
Yeah.
is in fact not the new relationship. It is
No.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Single.
Single.
Okay, so you can't have a
Let's not
relationship with
let's not
yourself.
let's not misconstrue the two here.
No, but you can't have a relationship with yourself.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
but
but is that really a
it's not the same.
relationship? That
Sometimes
yeah, that
people
ain't
try to
shit. You supposed to
you
have,
can't
if
sleep
you
with
ain't
your.
got
I mean, you
nobody
can
else.
sleep
No,
with
but I get
yourself, but
it.
it
No,
ain't the
I
same.
understand, Slim. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand you, Slim, and I think I had that. I think I had that mentality too. I
Yeah.
think, and that's what ended up me in a like. So we were damn. We were talking about in our younger days, like me and Miss Juicy. That I think that sometimes we want something so fucking bad. What I love about you, Slim, that I don't see that. So that you just want something so bad that you're trying to fix a man and put, oh well, he has some qualities that are good. So I'll just work with a little bit and then
Right.
build him into something. So I think all of us, look at this one, all of us have those days.
I think
So
that also depends on the woman too, Adrian. Because me personally, if I meet a man, knowing me and knowing how I am, I tell your ass quick. I'm not about to spend my life doing what the fuck your mama should have did years ago. I ain't nobody's
Yeah.
fucking mama, and I ain't finna raise no man. So if
yeah,
you
I
don't
ain't
come
doing it no more.
equipped,
Right,
next.
right. I ain't doing that shit no more either. Like this
Fuck
one.
is
Look,
this Build a Bear? What the fuck y'all think this is? I'm not
baby,
finna.
I ain't built.
You
Especially at this
grown as
fucking grown
hell.
ass age.
If
Now
you
when
and
you're
I feel
younger, I
like
can
another thing
understand.
too, Adrian, for a grown ass man, if you ain't got it now, you ain't gonna get it.
Right, right. If you don't know
Yeah.
how to get it now, then you're never gonna get it. Good morning. I'm sorry, I got distracted. The real deal loves himself. Good morning, real deal.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Is it cold?
So, what? I mean, yeah, I'm cold. Like, the downstairs is colder than the upstairs.
Okay. How would I know? But okay.
I mean, well, I'm just letting you know,
Is
like,
that,
if
is
you're
that is that where you
downstairs
stay?
in
Is
the
that the couch that you
house,
stay at?
no, I'm just saying, like, if I'm downstairs, it's different than the upstairs.
Okay, I get it. Cause heat rises. I got it. It's still. Did you rest
So,
well?
I didn't sleep at all yet.
No, I could tell. So the question of the day
How can you
is,
tell you never see my eye?
I don't need to see your eyes.
Can I just interrupt real quick, Adrian?
Yeah.
Excuse me. We're not finna slide past. Is that fucking Pac-Man in the back? Can I just get you to move? Yeah, can you drop the Addy? Thanks.
Oh, the video game is to your right.
Man,
Oh,
Hell
the
y'all
yeah.
video.
all up
Oh,
in
Yeah,
his
it
shit.
was a
no,
little
no,
Pac-Man machine.
Get it up,
no.
goddamn. Hold
It
on.
was a little Pac-Man machine.
Really? Okay.
Well, this a little right.
Oh, you guys got great eyes. I loved
Mm.
Now
it.
I ain't got. I'm actually
Let me
blind
see
as
you
fuck.
play. Let
I
us see you
just see
play.
what I want to see.
It's always fun to
Actually,
have the fight. It's all the Batman gang,
Do you
you
play
know.
it? Do you play it?
No, the
What?
kids
Oh,
and
the kids.
the
Okay, so you're in your
girlfriend
family
and all
house.
those. No, no, this is my house.
Okay. So you don't play.
You like I don't got the pool table. Like my
What?
shit's in transition.
What's that? What does that mean? Transition.
Meaning that I'm about to change the whole shit up. Look, I'm about to
Oh, okay.
change the whole.
You're gonna
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
redecorating.
Yeah.
Are you kicking your woman out?
She been gone for like 6 months now.
Oh, okay. So you finally decided, you realize that she's not coming back.
I mean, she's not coming back here. We got to move to a bigger house with an island.
Okay, so you're still with your woman. Hey,
I,
special
I
J.
mean, What you mean? I am still getting vagina, yes.
Okay, I don't know. That's not what I asked you, but okay, that's good. All right. So the question of the day was, "What's the best thing?" Give me a funny. Well, damn, what was the fucking question? It was
The
about your
question
ex.
was actually I got it. The question was y'all still together? She didn't ask was you hitting it. She said was y'all still together? Was she coming back?
I
That's what she.
mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, we're together when we can communicate. You know what I mean? But we're not together when we don't communicate because we live in two different houses. Does that
Are
make
y'all in
sense?
a relationship? Yes or no?
What do you mean? Like,
What do I mean? Are you in a relationship? Yes or no? I mean
I feel
exactly
like
what the fuck I said. Hello?
I feel like she think that we're in a relationship.
What you think?
Oh, so basically he's saying she is, but he's
She's
not.
not.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because being over the age of 40, you can't really like go out there and have schmecks with women like that. You get what I'm saying? So
Like
I feel
that.
like I've been in a relationship with her, but because we live different in different places,
Mm.
Mm.
you know what I mean? We gotta work on this trust. I trust what she doing. She gotta trust if she know what I'm doing right now. At
Okay.
what time is it in the morning?
I don't
She
know.
probably won't like me.
Wait. Because why? Because
I
you
mean, what are you
cheating?
doing?
Because
He's saying, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not doing nothing. But she probably got the worst idea of what I'm doing.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm not doing
The
nothing.
motherfucker look pretty chill to me. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What she gonna be mad about? What you
Well,
doing
where
exactly?
did he come from? Because you wasn't out, you wasn't on that couch all day long with. Because that's a nice shirt, by the way. You just came out from being in. You just came in from being outside.
Yeah. What
You
the
was
hell?
outside
Why do
today.
you
Did you
say?
go out? You go out last
Of
night?
course, I take
Okay.
walks. I talk to different people. I got I got my whole entire life.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know what he's trying to say, don't you, ladies?
What
He's
what am I
basically
trying
trying
to
to
say?
Then go ahead and say it.
he's basically trying to say she's the one making it up in her head of what's going on between them.
No, she not. Let me
Yeah.
What's
tell you
that?
why. God damn it. Let
If
me
he
sit up.
talked to
Y'all
us
finna
this
piss
way, can
me.
you imagine how he's
Y'all finna
talking to
piss
her?
me
She
Yeah,
off.
don't
that's
Hold
what I'm
understand
on.
what's going
saying.
Wait a
on
minute.
either.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What we not gonna do? See, this is what I be talking about, Adrian. You always want me to cuss early in the morning.
hmm
This woman
hmm
now, I can understand what you saying about,
Thank you very much.
she think, hold on, sugar, about, saying
Sure.
basically that she is convinced she in a relationship and he is not. However, I'm here to tell you, cars don't run off of fucking E. Have you noticed your car ain't gonna move if it ain't got no gas in it? Thank you. So she ain't just thinking that she with that nigga. He gassing her the fuck
Yep.
up.
I'm
That's
deleting
why
that.
she feel the way she feels. Stop playing on my phone.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
He said that's
Oh,
That's
facts.
facts.
I know. I'm just saying. Look, I'm talking about the word
We
salad that
all
he's
know. So
trying to
why are
throw
you sitting there
us.
lying?
That
I know
is
that's the whole thing
facts.
about it. Like you saying you're tricking us like we the dumb the
Saying
dumb.
I want y'all to go out there and try to get in your car
Okay.
and see if that bitch move without no gas and let me know.
He don't get she
hmm
available and she's taking it. But you know the but she don't
I
like
mean,
him though, right?
I gotta get.
She moving.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask because before Real Deal, like 5 minutes even before you started saying this, you said that you was in your house
Mhm.
because you in transition. I said you in transition to what? He said you and your girl, me and my girl, are gonna go buy a bigger house. I could have sworn he said that.
I did say that.
Okay, so then what so
He
where
did
is it?
say that.
Okay, so where are we missing it at from?
Oh no, I'm in my house. Like we used to live here. She moved to another house, but I still
Right.
live in my
So
house.
you guys are still together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not what you. Okay, I get it. I get it.
But
All right. So, all right. So,
I can do
do you
whatever
have?
the
And
fuck I want to
I'm
do.
gonna
She
ask
can
you
do
this
whatever she
question, the
wants to
real
do.
deal. Do you have a like a little souvenir box with all your exes shit, or little like
What?
little
Why?
like trinkets or like little like memorabilia?
No, I don't.
Then it's just fucking me then. Just fucking me,
Adrian,
Uncle
I'm on the way to
Bernie.
your
Me,
house.
Uncle
I'm on the way to
Bernie.
your house to come get that box or whatever you talking about. I'm on
No.
my way to your house right
Yeah,
now to
like
come
let's
get that
burn
fucking
Why is
box,
that.
that
Adrian.
weird?
That's a voodoo box.
Bernie, am I weird,
He
Bernie?
said a voodoo
Come
box.
on, Empress.
What are you
Am
doing?
I weird, poetic?
Yeah, that's
Adrian, that's
weird.
not weird. I tell you, that's not
No,
weird.
ma'am.
That's
No, it's
not.
not weird. No, it's not
You got
weird.
you. No, she
So
got friends. She got friends. That's all it is.
you're like a historian. You just have a
Yeah,
thing
that's
for the
not
history.
weird.
Why?
Shit.
Why?
I don't know why. What? Why do I have it? I don't know. Just look at.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even. I don't think I've ever even looked at it. I think I looked at it when I got divorced. I
Get
got
rid
it
of
from
it.
my cousin's house because I left it at my cousin's house. And so after I got divorced, I brought it to the house. I looked through it maybe like one time, and then I just left it there. And then whatever new
What you
memorabilia
got?
I have, I
What do
stuff it
you
in.
got? What do you got?
It's just like like cards that somebody would have gotten me.
Oh,
Pictures.
I.
You know when somebody writes something romantic for you? Oh
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that
I'll
good
keep.
gas.
You
Goddamn,
know.
come on.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was just like me, just choking.
You just
What?
choking
Tell me
on
what
them
you're
Ah.
talking
hair,
about.
huh?
He must be
No,
on
I
the
got.
East
Look,
Coast.
I found some shit the other
Okay.
day.
Uh-huh.
No,
I know
I
what you're
was saying
talking
'cause
about.
you got jacket on in the
Hey,
house.
Sinister.
Nigga, I'm cold, nigga. If I take my jacket off,
He's
I'll
so
be.
twisted, he can't even take it off. All right, so
No, I'm cold.
listen. Okay, so what did you find the other day? Was it your stuff or was it her
Oh,
stuff?
it was a letter that she wrote to me, and I was like, oh, this is.
Oh,
I shredded their shit.
oh, you wait. So, but she's your current girlfriend.
I don't give a shit. I don't. I sent her a picture of it. I was like, oh, look at this when you used to love me.
And that. So, don't you think that is the sentimental part when you have to shred it because you don't want to remember the good times?
I gotta let go. I gotta let go. I can't. Like emotions
Oh, you
change
gotta
as
let go. Is
years
this the
change.
same lady that you just talking about before?
Yes, like I live by myself.
He gotta let go. I thought it was her.
I'm
Yeah,
so
the
lost
reason,
right now.
the reason,
Because I was over here like, wait, let her go. Y'all finna move
let
in.
her
Wait,
go,
Exactly.
what?
It's
let
a
her
hard time.
go,
He's having a
let her
hard time letting that
go,
woman go.
This is
let
why I
her
cuss
Look,
you
go.
niggas
okay, look,
out.
country.
This
Look, look,
right
look.
here, this
I'm
is
like
why I
you,
cuss
country.
niggas out.
I'm like you though, country. I heard we was about to go buy a house. Then that was his girl. Then it wasn't his girl. Now he just trying to get rid of her. Like what?
Hold up, hold up, hold up. The
Can you
fact of
imagine
the
what he's
matter
telling
is,
her?
listen. The fact of the matter is, listen. If you invest your time in a woman, right, and she invests your time
Wait
in
a
you,
second.
after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you are invested, correct?
Man, it's starting to sound like y'all shouldn't even be investing in that big house together. Why y'all trying to blend into one? That's what it's
Exactly.
sounding like.
Exactly.
That's her
What's the
idea.
problem?
I'm already gonna buy. I'm already on my own thing. Like you know what I mean? Like that's her idea. I'm like,
This is
yo,
funny. Keeps on
shorty
saying
is
it's
like,
her,
what
but
is?
it's him. It's really you. You know that, right? Real
Why?
deal.
Why is it me? Why is it
Because
me?
okay, now all right, because you finna piss me off here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now
Go
check it
ahead.
out. Now you said that is her idea. However, you did not deny that you wasn't moving in with her ass either. So that
I
Right.
don't
sounds
You
move
like
you
in with
going
you.
no
along
woman.
with it.
That sounds like you are in fact a
No,
part of
no.
whatever
What
y'all
I
got
want, what I
going
want her
on.
to do is be financially, as being my friend.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And being my person or being like somebody that I've been intimate with, you're always going to be financially um fine, you know?
What?
Why does her title keep changing, bro? Now she's just your friend. Pick a side, bro.
Baby,
He's
looking at you behind these glasses, I'm trying to figure out which one of us high because you
but
fucking
what
with
it
me
is
every
is
Right.
time. Shit, I don't
she's
know.
telling
No, no,
him
no.
he needs to stop the drinking, and if he stops the
You
she's
got
right.
it.
Look, right.
You
You could
got
tell.
it.
I
You
know,
got
I
you.
know.
All right, go
So
ahead, go
she
ahead, go
said
ahead,
you
go
need to
ahead.
stop the drinking. If you stop the drinking, then we could be together. And he's holding on to the drinking
Facts,
for dear fucking life
facts,
because that's his woman.
facts,
That's his side chick. The fucking liquor.
facts, facts, facts.
I mean, he ain't lying
Absolutely
though.
facts,
Shit, he ain't lying. I ain't mad.
facts.
He
He ain't
ain't
lying.
lying.
He ain't lying. He know what it is. I know what it is. I've been there too.
But she got two houses.
Oh yeah, she's gonna keep on thriving. She's gonna keep on thriving. You're gonna still be like this,
Hmm.
talking about I'm gonna get her back.
Get her. Why would I need her back?
You
I
wanna
ain't gonna
know?
hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, Adrian.
Let
Throughout
me
this
ask
whole
her a
discussion,
question.
I ain't gonna
Why
hold
would
you.
I?
Hold on, sugar.
Why would
Hold
I
on,
want her back?
Adrian. Throughout this whole discussion, he ain't said I'm gonna get her back. I gotta give it to him. He ain't
See?
said nothing like that. He ain't say that.
Why would I want to
Now,
get her back?
I gotta give it to him. He ain't said that. Now
Thank
the
you
shit
very
he's
much,
saying
man.
sound crazy, but he ain't say that.
I
I ain't
got you.
never. What the fuck you mean? I want to get her back? I'm good on my own.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're good on her. Oh, all right. So the question of the day is, give me a funny story about your exes. Now we established that she's your
Funny
ex.
story about my ex. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
mean? Like,
So okay,
funny? Like, give me an example.
I was taking a shower this morning and I was like, and I'm scrubbing between my ass cheeks. I'm like, damn, I need to shave. And I just remember how that was my like ex-husband used to love, he would shave me, right? So to me, that was like a funny memory, right? It's stupid, right? So do you have a funny now everybody else gave me an example where it was funny to the other person. I mean, it was funny to them, but it wasn't funny for the other person.
Oh, all right. Funny story about my
Okay.
ex because I don't have an ex. I have a current girlfriend.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Look, dear, I want you to get up off my phone playing here. I want you to get up off my phone with that shit
I
now.
told you he wants this woman back.
No, what you mean? I never lost her. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I never lost her. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, you
She just
lost
what
me.
Yeah.
she
Definitely you
just
lost
no, she
me.
no,
Sure.
no. What she wanted was space. You know what I mean? She wanted to like build on herself.
Yeah,
Hey,
she
girl,
broke
can you
up
come
with
pick
you.
me up off the floor, please?
What you mean? Like, I feel like as a gentleman, right? Being in a relationship, you understand that people are different, right? Like
Absolutely.
we could be in love with one another, but we're different people,
I
right?
believe that. Yeah.
Right? So that means that you have to respect other people's wishes, right?
You right.
Why are you laughing? Why are you
because you're not
laughing?
respecting her wishes because you keep on saying y'all go together, but she's just like, I want to be by myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you don't go together no more.
That's
But
yeah,
I think
no,
the more I
that's
think
fine.
the assignment is like this. Like at some point, there's got to be an X somewhere in your travels. I think that would be the
All
funny
right, so
part.
I'm gonna give you my funny story about the ex.
Okay.
My ex told me she was like, I got three babies by her, right? This is my only baby mama. This is my ex. Three baby mamas. No, I got three kids by her. This is my baby mama. She goes, I'm engaged. I go, good for you, right? And she goes, well, you know, an engagement, it can last for like 5, 6 years. I go, what? I'm ready to come to the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the guy. He's a good guy. You
Was
know
there
what
a
I'm
joke in there?
saying?
Was there a joke? Did I miss it?
There's no jokes in. There's no
But
jokes
what's
in.
the funniest thing about her? Was that supposed to be the funniest thing?
Oh,
Are you still
I'm
thinking
just
about your
like,
ex too? What's up with
no.
you?
What the hell? No, I don't want my ex back. Like that's my child.
Okay.
It's not my ex. My ex is my child's mother.
I don't know what the funny part was. What's the funny part about your ex?
That the fact of the matter, she said, "Oh my God, we can be engaged forever." Like you know what I mean? Like you can come back. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's
Okay,
funny.
so that's the funny part. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome
I
to the.
already seen. I already seen what you did. I already been through all the shit you've been through. Like that's funny as hell.
Then what?
I already seen what she already did. All right,
Huh?
next story. All right, go ahead. Next story, baby. I'm the
Okay, so
worst.
you don't have a funny story about your ex. I get it. Okay, what? Okay, so
I
let
don't
me.
have an ex. My ex. I don't have an ex.
Okay, I got it. All right, and you don't have a goodie bag. BP, you still there with me?
What you mean?
What I mean about what? What you came up here to say? What you want, man?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh my God.
I'm still here, Adrian. I'm still here.
Okay, so why are you still here? Are you still driving?
I
Traveling?
am still driving. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you on this app because pretty much to help you keep you up.
Yeah, and
Pretty
I
much.
got
Yeah,
people
I
on
get
here
it.
that
I've learned that understanding. I do be having some problems sometimes, but I do understand how sometimes married men will use this app just to keep them up while as they're traveling.
Yeah, she threw the married man in there, bro.
I
You
mean,
threw
I
it
was
in
on
there
it
for
before I
who?
got married, so I mean,
I'm
you
sorry, you were
know.
doing this before. Be proud, you said.
I was on the app before I got married.
Oh, did you meet her on
So
that?
you're not gonna give up the app because now
I
you're
did
married.
not.
You gotta give up the app.
I mean, getting married don't necessarily mean you can't get on TikTok no more,
No,
though,
you
babe.
know you cannot get on
Right.
TikTok when you're married. You got to watch
Maybe
movies and go to
maybe
bed.
the
Yeah,
hours of
if you on
operation
here
may
being
change.
disrespectful to your partner, then that's a different thing. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
whole different story. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
carry yourself in a certain way.
yeah,
That's why I
true.
said you
I
can
agree.
still get on the app when you married. However, the hours of operation may change.
Yeah.
You probably can't get on in the middle of the night like you used to do and shit like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
I don't
I
Yeah,
think you
so
have
respect
to
that.
not get on.
like I know people or men that come on this app, right? And so they'll be like in the bathroom on the app and their wives will be sleeping.
Why?
Nah, why? That's like hiding. Why you
Yeah,
hiding?
it is hiding. It is hiding. But what you
Right?
hiding?
Why you hiding?
What you hiding?
But Adrian, you know what? You absolutely right.
Well,
Let me tell you the
we're
difference.
hiding
Me,
to
I
maintain the
hide.
marriage. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. We hide
Yeah.
all over this place. We hiding to maintain the marriage. You
No,
know.
but you up front,
Yeah.
Uncle Bernie.
No,
You
I'm
up
not.
front with
No,
everything.
Hey, Rock.
No, he would never talk
I'm
about
up
the
from the
finances. That's
hiding.
why he never talk about the finances. That's why he never talk about the finances. He's scared.
Yeah.
He was doing them
These dudes be on here
$5
flat
days for
out
you,
lying.
DC. That man was running. He runs from his wife. I can only imagine. He would never do that.
And
I
Adrian,
sure
I'm
nah.
gonna
do.
just speak on me. I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna just talk about me personally. As far as being on the app at whatever hours that I get on, one thing about it, two things for sure. Whoever I'm talking to, he know what's up. Let's be very clear.
Yeah,
Sometimes that motherfucker be laying right here, okay? But
yeah.
another thing is I'm not with somebody that's possessive. He know he not the only man in the world. I'm not I've already let a nigga know straight up. Now listen here. I have male friends. I associate with guys, and I ain't finna be talking to all women to make you comfortable. I'm cool as hell, and it ain't all men ain't just gonna disappear because I'm with you. That ain't how that work, you know?
Right.
So I continue
That's
to have my
maturity.
adult conversations and I continue to socialize with who I please. It's just more so who you talking to and what you talking about. You get me?
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna
I,
change
I
up a
got I got
goddamn
caught.
thing of
I
what
got
I
caught.
do.
I be asking my female friends. I be asking them like, show me your panties.
That what?
Yeah,
Come
see,
Yeah, I'm
wait,
like,
that's a whole
wait.
different type of
Hold on,
conversation.
Rock. Hold on, Rock, baby. Hold on. Come again, Sugar. Say that one more time. What?
I said, why would you call me sugar?
Cause I'm a Southern girl and it's a term of endearment. That's how I talk. Sugar,
Okay.
sweetness, honey, baby.
Okay.
However you
Baby,
like
We
it.
good.
call me
We
all that
good.
stuff, honey. I want to hear all that stuff. Call me
All of that
sugar,
right
all that,
there.
baby. Give me.
So that's
Come on,
not good.
country.
That's not a good thing, real deal. When some when a
Hey,
woman
country.
does that.
Lather me up with that
Yeah,
stuff,
because
baby. Lather us up
Uh,
with
that's
it.
what makes it
us
hard.
other
I'm like
folk come
sugar. Like
different.
it means I got a little sweet in my tank.
That's
Oh.
all
So
right.
you taking it?
Hey,
Well,
hey,
that's
country.
okay.
Hey, country. I got sweet. Hey,
Well.
country. Hey, country.
I
My
wouldn't.
tank sweet,
I
baby.
wouldn't take it
Sweet.
that way.
Take me up, baby. My country sweet. Take my tank sweet, baby. Like, honey it up, baby.
No sweet in nothing.
Okay. So what's
I got
what's
no
a term
sweet
Damn
of
in
Uncle
my
endearment
Birdie,
tank.
then?
baby.
Hey,
I don't
country.
got no sweet in my tank.
So
Hey,
what's
hey.
a good term of endearment? So your woman that you have currently, right?
Wait, Adrian, accent, where is you from,
Call,
sugar? Where you
call
from?
him, call him Bruiser. Call him Bruiser. But call me honey, sugar, all that stuff.
Don't do that.
Real deal, where are you from?
Because if we're
No,
taking
no,
shit
no. Y'all
literally,
talking to him.
Real
Y'all
deal,
talking
okay,
to him.
real deal. Where are you from?
I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania.
Well, I don't expect
Oh,
for you to understand, sugar. I'm from the
northeastern
South, the
Pennsylvania.
deep
Who says
South.
that?
So we
Okay,
talk
I
very
respect that.
different down here than y'all do up yonder.
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, because I'm from up north and we say sweetie, baby, honey pie. We
Yeah,
do
yeah,
all
but
that.
I'm thinking, why would you think she was saying if you had sugar in your tank because she called you
I don't
sweetie?
know. Maybe because he
Cause
That's
does.
no, no, I didn't
that's
have
like
no,
if you
I didn't
felt
have no
guilty or
sugar in
some
my
shit.
tank.
Right. Okay,
And
so now can
it's
I get
not
back to
just
my
what we
question?
say, it's how we say it too.
What's a term of endearment for you
Yeah,
then?
she said it. She said it like a lady, like
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Don't
didn't
say
get
that.
Literally
that.
just
Like
That
dry
a
threw me
having
lady.
off.
And
conversation.
Rock, if you say that
Yeah,
to him, that's different, right?
yeah, that would be totally different. But I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that because the app. I would say diabetic. I call them diabetics.
Like, but say Echo, thank you. All right, so what's a good term of endearment? What does your woman call you?
Um, babe,
Yeah.
So baby's okay.
Okay,
like,
wait, hold on, real deal. Why you thinking, Adrian? You said you from up north. I thought you was in Florida. That's a southern state.
No, I was born and raised in New York.
Okay, but this the thing. Okay, however, the way people talk in New York, they don't talk like people from Texas and people from Louisiana.
Right, but we
A
still
lot of
say
Nah, they
sweetie.
use that
no,
term up
y'all,
here
no, no,
too,
no, no.
country.
I
Don't,
wasn't
don't, don't, don't
disrespecting.
listen. Don't misunderstand me. Everybody uses terms of endearment. However, when you
She
visit
called me
southern
sugar,
states,
Yeah,
baby,
a
sugar,
sugar
yeah,
booger.
honey, all
yeah,
of that is damn near like your government name
yeah,
out here,
like
because that's
nice,
how we
Oh,
something
address
nice. Yeah,
Right,
everybody.
so up north too. That's why I
Facts.
don't
yeah,
understand why
yeah.
you think that is something different. Up
That
north is
that
like
that was
it's,
in left field with that shit.
it's a term of
But
endearment.
y'all, but another thing too, y'all, we be forgetting that even though now I understand that you may have heard it where you from, Adrian, but we cannot
well, thank
disregard
you for
people. Hold
understanding
on,
that.
nigga, if I'm trying to talk nice to you now, please don't cut
But
me
I'm
off.
just saying, thank you for
I'm just
understanding
saying
that.
too. You can say it after I'm done. Here, I sure appreciate it. Now, I
You
do
call me
understand
sugar.
that we all come from different places, and while we do hear some of the same things, one thing that we always got to remember is what I do down here, you may not do up there. We all come from somewhere different. We all come from different
Right,
walks of life where everybody talk different. So
right.
what
Yeah,
that may be a regular thing for us, for him, it's like, why you calling me that? And you got to accept that because they talk like that where
No,
he
I
from.
understand that, but they talk.
yeah,
Okay,
but I
listen,
mean, it's just
sometimes,
weird though, cause it's a woman saying it to you. It
yeah,
ain't
and
like it's a
it
guy
has to
saying
do
I
it
with
to
just
don't
you.
being,
care,
It's
nigga.
not
That
no,
makes
it's
no
no,
yeah,
no,
sense.
I don't
it's
care
not
where you
weird.
from. So let
And
me
then
ask you
to
something.
no,
In
to
the
no,
South, then in the
to
South,
back up what Miss Country said, and then let's not forget too, because he's giving me the vibes of an incarcerated mind. And you can't go
ah,
into you can't go into the pen, you know what I'm saying? You can't go into the pen and talk like that around a group of men. So
right.
that's why he
Exactly.
instantly
Oh,
popped
okay.
off like,
That
wait
makes
a
sense.
minute.
That makes sense. Okay, you're right. I get it, but still, it came from a woman
Yeah,
though.
but
But I
still,
mean,
no,
it still came from a woman.
Okay,
no other
okay,
man
watch
would
it.
be
For
using
me,
that
and I
Watch
can
this.
term.
Watch this.
understand.
Watch this. Real deal.
What up?
If you have done time, how much time have you done?
I haven't done any time.
But you've been around people that have, haven't you?
Of course.
And
We
they
all
done some
have.
serious time, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's where he's heard it from. You see what I'm saying? He's been congregating with his homeboys, and that experience that they've had in the pen, it's already in his head. It's
Yeah,
not
but we
that
all been
uncommon.
around. We all been around
Okay.
that's totally
Okay,
still
he
different.
done
A
picked
woman
that up.
said it
He
to you.
done,
So
But it's a
Jews, are you
woman.
saying
I don't
Jews? Are
think
you
that's
saying he can't call his homeboy sugar and honey? Is that what you saying?
yeah, no, he can't.
Nigga, what the fuck is
Right,
wrong
because
with
you
this
know,
nigga?
y'all
What
laughing,
is
Hey,
but
Jews.
that's
this
why I say
nigga
it's a
doing?
serious issue with men
I
that
think
come
it's
The
out of
like
the
fuck?
system.
anywhere, but I don't know. I guess
That's a serious issue with men that come out of the prison system.
no, I know. I
Facts.
get,
Nah,
I get. But
Facts,
nah,
even
facts,
if it
facts,
was a
facts.
woman, it's not like if it was
It
Haran.
not,
don't.
not,
What I'm
not,
I don't
saying,
not
saying
hearing
the
care.
it
word
from
is,
a
it
woman
doesn't
though.
to them. It
Not,
doesn't
I
not
matter
don't
hearing
who
it
care.
from
is
a woman.
saying it.
So that's why it was weird because it was a woman saying it. It's not a guy
And
saying it.
no,
So
no,
that's the
no,
thing
no.
that
It
threw it
doesn't
off.
matter. It doesn't matter.
No,
Sugar
that's what
means
I'm
you
trying to
O-
tell
sweet
y'all.
as
It
Only,
don't
cat.
only
matter.
way you would feel some shit like that if you was a little insecure.
All right, let me ask
Fuck that.
poetic right
I'm
Nah,
not
now.
gonna
no, ain't
sugarcoat that
nobody
shit.
insecure about nothing.
I'm not gonna
Ain't
sugarcoat that
nobody
shit.
insecure
That
about
because a
nothing.
woman said it and she said it sweet. It
I
ain't
don't
like she
care.
said
I
it
don't care. I don't
like
care. I don't
the
care.
fuck
I don't
out of
care.
here. That's bullshit.
No, that's emasculating.
No, you feel me? That it does obviously because that's what you felt earlier.
No, no, that don't. Come on now. No woman can't de-escalate, can't
I know you
evaluate no
want to be
man.
called sugar.
Now,
Yeah,
little
like
Okay.
Hell
boys,
no.
if
they
you from up north,
little
Okay,
if
boys, they
somebody
can't.
say
sugar.
But
you from up
huh?
north,
Okay,
if somebody,
sugar.
Hmm?
if somebody, do you
Okay,
think so?
sugar. Hey,
If
hold on,
Slim
hold on. Let
talks
me
to
call him sugar.
hello,
Hold on.
hello,
I'm gonna do it.
Hmm?
My bad, hoes. Go ahead.
poetic, you being from up north, right? And a woman
Hmm?
calls you, hey sweet, or like when Slim talks to you, do you think that
Hmm?
she's emasculating you?
Not at all. I think it's
No.
honorable. I appreciate it. I think I welcome
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Bernie, how
Hey,
you,
Adrian,
sugar?
baby, I'm doing well. Thank you for
What?
asking. Hey, look.
Yeah.
And here's the wild part. And
Sugar
you got some
tape.
busters. You got
That's
busters who do
crazy.
it too, but you ain't got to respond. I mean, I can't control the
Yeah.
person to do what they mouth, and I ain't got to address that. You got busters.
You're a sugar
You got
tape
busters who
ass
call you
nigga.
sugar.
Yeah, man.
We
Yeah,
all
that's
know
That
you're a
right.
shit
But
sugar
crazy,
but you
tape.
ain't
man.
had a word.
Sugar tape ass nigga. Shut up.
Because even the way he
I don't even
looked when
want to
she
be on the
said it, like
He
he
But
camera.
does.
you
looked
know
like
what
Wait, thank you,
though?
sir.
You
Hey,
know,
sir, thank
not
you,
for
thank you,
nothing.
sir. Thank you for the
he
flower. Thank
like
you
to
for my
dis
flowers.
he
Thank
like
you
to
for my
Yeah.
flowers, sir.
he like to
Sugar
I guess,
tape.
disrespect
You know
I
her
what
when
guess,
I
she said
think?
I
it.
guess,
Sugar.
I think another issue is that he's saying sugar, and I'm not
A real
using a
deal. You gonna
hard
become a
A
florist,
R.
real. You
I'm
gonna be a
saying
florist soon.
sugar.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that
No,
part.
I'm just
ER
fucking with
hit
you.
different.
I'm not that insecure. I'm
We
not that
gotta we
insecure.
wait a minute, because
They
hold on,
like that. They
because
toxic. They like that toxic.
pronunciation is very important. Okay, you
Absolutely.
saying sugar, that's SUGAR. I'm saying SUGA.
EGA.
That's sugar. Okay,
And you
sugar.
bet.
Give
Yeah.
me some
He
sugar.
don't like it.
You
It's
Sugar.
hear me?
okay.
Give me some
Like, come
sugar,
on
baby.
now.
He doesn't
That's
like
how
it.
you said it. You said it like, give me some sugar, baby. You ain't say
Okay.
sugar
So okay, be
like you
quiet. Do
trying to
you have?
disrespect him.
And if I could be 100% honest too,
You
Adrian,
can you
this is
cannot
the
make this right.
listen. Let me be honest, Adrian. This the first as a cowgirl, and you know how I talk, Adrian. You know me personally. This the
Mhm.
first man that has ever said that about me. Most niggas be like, "Ooh, say it again. Say, hey, sugar."
Hey,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
And
sexy.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
man,
Like,
I
that's the
Yeah.
never
only way
said
you
that.
would feel offended if you had sugar in the tank. Fuck it. That's the only way. Because I never in my life heard no
I
man say
know.
no shit
Okay,
like
so
that
what's
because
the
a
trauma
woman said it
behind
to him.
that? Thank you, Mama. So my
Fuck out
dad
of
is
here.
bragging. He's a king of trauma. So there gotta be a reason why you find that like offensive.
I don't really feel it offensive. I was just making a reference to the idea that if a woman calls you sugar, that means you're probably part of the LSBTQ
Yeah.
Nah,
You
community.
always thought
man,
that
never,
even when
champ. That
you
ain't
was
how that
Nah,
work.
younger.
hey,
Hey,
the reason
hey,
is,
What?
sir. Okay, so hold
the
up.
reason
If she
is
call,
because
hold
that
up,
motherfucker got
What?
sugar in his tank. Fuck that.
hold up,
That's the
hey,
reason.
sir. If she call you broker, are you a member of the NBA? I mean, like, like,
Nigga, come
no.
on,
I mean, think about it. I mean, like,
come on.
what does it
Just
matter
call
what
you
they call
sugar,
you?
bro.
Yeah.
Sugar,
Doesn't
bro.
matter.
Fuck out of here,
It's,
man. You can't make
I
this
mean,
shit up,
Sugar.
Uncle Bernie. You
I know,
can't
right?
make this shit up. I ain't never
it
heard no
Nigga,
gets,
shit
sugar
like
in
this
the
in
tank.
my life. I've been
it
around
gets,
dudes
Got
that
sugar in
been
the
to
tank.
get the fuck out of here.
it gets funny
Man,
as it
Fuck
go. It
listen.
gets
out of
funny as
The
it go.
difference, the difference is
you
also
can't change
this
this
too,
out. I
because
don't care
another
where
thing
you
that
from.
we
You can't
also
change this
say,
out. You're trying to disrespect
down
me, calling
south,
me sugar.
real sugar, you ain't even looking at the screen.
Listen,
If you can
You
come
keep
on
on
over
All
and
right,
sugar.
join the
You
go
room.
ahead,
sugar.
go ahead, go ahead.
As
Okay,
a
Well,
child.
so
listen.
now it's
if she call
One
you,
thing,
hey, sugar,
you gotta be
hey, Slim,
realistic though.
we'll call
Hey,
him
Uncle
gangster. Hey,
Bernie,
gangster. Okay, you
it's
call him
because
gangster. What does it do
that's
for
the
you?
thing. It's
you
We
because
call
gotta
you
be,
gangster.
you gotta, honestly though, what normal fucking man
OG,
is sitting in his house with a hat on and a coat?
Right,
Just turn the
cat
fucking heat
hold.
on. Just turn the
not
fucking
in
heat
that,
on.
again.
not
But
in
look,
that,
guys,
not in
Huh?
that.
again,
What normal fucking man is sitting in their house
Hey,
with a
yo,
hat
man,
and a coat on? Turn the
we
look.
fucking
all
heat
That's
on.
why.
married.
Look, that's why I
We
say
all
he get.
married,
Look,
ma.
he gives me my PO about to knock on my door and check my ankle monitor bracelet vibes. That's the vibe he gives. Adrian, for me, one thing about it coming from the South, I say a lot of shit, right? Now
Nah,
it's a
that mother.
difference. You hear me? It's a difference. Now I could say, hey, sugar, or I could say you got some sugar down in that
Listen.
tank. You hear me?
Real.
Now if I tell you
What
got some
the
sugar
hell?
in your
Hey,
tank,
hey,
Different.
hey,
then you
country, you
got a
can say that to
problem.
five
Yeah,
more
that's
men and they'll
different.
love
If
it.
I tell
They'll
you
love
got
it.
some sugar in your
Love
tank,
sugar.
then yeah, I'm probably
Love
trying to
sugar.
tell you
Yeah,
some
No,
stuff.
that's obvious. Yeah,
But if
yeah.
I say,
But
real.
hey,
I'm not
sugar,
sugar.
he would have been better
I
off
am
if
not
one of us
sugar.
said something like
Well,
that.
he's
But
gonna
then he
like
could
it. He's
say
gonna
that. But
like
he
it.
said it for a woman. That's suspect.
All right,
That is
let's
what it
go
is,
against
bro.
somebody, Bob.
No,
Let
no.
him
All right,
that
let's move
offends
on. Let's
him.
move on.
That
Let's move
offends him.
on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're
Topic.
gonna move. We are gonna move. Be pie. Do you have a word that's like I can only imagine what your trigger word is. I have a trigger word. I definitely have a trigger word. Is you better that I don't like anybody
You
saying what you
better
need to
not.
do. That shit. Oh, that's my fucking
No,
trigger.
yes.
no, no.
This is
No,
my
my
trigger
trigger
word. If
word is
somebody be doing
my.
this to you, that's my like get your fucking finger out my goddamn face.
Yeah, that right there. Like
Yeah, you
even
don't
on the
like
Somebody
that. You
camera,
don't
pointing.
like
The
that.
pointing
triggers me.
thing. Yeah, I
You
don't
don't
like
like
nobody pointing.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
like
like
that
the
shit.
pointing. The
Yeah.
pointing I don't like.
Or that
Don't
getting
tell.
up, or that getting up in my face where you damn near
Yeah.
No,
spitting
that
on
and you
me.
raising
Oh
your
no.
Have
voice.
you ever been
And
spit
you
on
raising your
before?
voice.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
Don't tell
Because
me
if
to
a
shut
man
up.
Has
raise
a
a
woman ever?
voice,
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely spit on people before.
what? That's
In my
disrespectful.
younger days,
That's
my younger days.
that's an assault.
Oh well, when we
That's an
was kids,
assault.
we was
Adrian.
kids, we was kids, we was kids. No, you
Oh.
know what's so funny? Because this actually was my first son's father, right? So I known him since we were
Mm-hmm.
5 years old, and I think when we were like, and so we were like best friends, right around the corner, ride bikes together. And I think we was in 12. I was maybe 12 years old. I started smoking. He was saying something to me. Yeah, I definitely spit at him. And so what he did is he didn't want to hurt me. He didn't want to put his
Did
hands
that
on me,
to
argue
chicks
with
too.
me.
I
He
spit
got
in
this
their
other
face like,
girl,
"Ah,
this girl
wait."
from school. Wait, hold on. So he got this girl from school and to come beef with me, right? So she could fight me. And I remember the girl came up to me. She's just like, I ain't trying to fight you, but let's just pretend that we fighting each other. So and so yeah. So I
Can we
definitely did
move
that.
on?
I definitely
Can
did.
we
It's
move
very
on?
disrespectful.
You are disrespectful.
I
I don't
am. I know. I know. Hey, Tootie.
at least you know who you are.
I do. Have you ever anybody ever spit at you?
Um, if they did, they didn't really like have a good experience after spitting at me. I beat them the fuck up.
Even if it was a woman?
I mean, my girlfriend, she did spit,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, like at the end, I'm gonna go to jail for this. I walked away from it. I was like, oh, that's like, what is this? Like, really? Are you serious? Are
Have
you
you ever spit at
serious?
a woman? I had a man spit at me before. Have you ever spit at have a
Of
man
course, I've
spit at a
spit at
woman?
a woman. Yeah, I'm
Huh?
very
You said
disrespectful.
yes? Like, of course?
I did, and I'm very sorry for that. But I did
Uh-huh.
spit.
Okay. Okay. Did she call you
You know
sweetie?
what? You're a piece of shit.
Did she call you sweetie?
No.
I just wanted to know. I was just curious. Okay, so B Pride, do you have a trigger?
Don't tell me to shut up.
Don't tell you to shut up. Ooh, I don't like that either. Well, I ain't a kid, right? We tell him to
Right.
shut up.
Baby.
You could be quiet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please be
yeah,
gentle.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You could be quiet. I know. I don't like that word "shut up" either.
I don't like that word
You
at
should.
all. Like, what? What are you
Okay.
talking
So,
about?
um, well, that was honestly that's what I had. Did you guys see the movie Sinners?
Not yet.
No,
That's
I
good.
didn't watch
Yeah,
it yet.
Dinner.
I saw it Sunday. Yeah,
You
Yeah.
saw it Sunday. I saw it Sunday too. It was a good
yeah.
movie. It was good until
It,
it
it,
wasn't. Actually, the more I keep on talking about it, the more I like it even more.
It was a good movie.
It was a good
yeah,
movie.
yeah, it was a good movie. It was
I'm
definitely a
gonna
good
go
movie.
home and watch it then.
Can you watch it? Can you watch outside the movie theater?
Everybody's giving great
Yeah, yeah.
reviews,
I
but
have a box. I have a box. I know a guy. He sell the boxes. I watch
Okay,
anything I want to watch.
you better
you
got a
got
guy that's
DVD
so
player, bro.
Huh?
You got what?
No, they
Fireplace?
legal.
Is that
They
my fault we
legal.
ain't seen it
I
yet?
don't want to talk about this.
Okay, so real deal. Okay. Uncle Bernie. What are you doing?
Oh, me right now?
Yeah, you, since you want to talk.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for her to come. Like, I think that I'm not intoxicated and give me all her business plan and figure out all her shit. And let's just move forward. It's so stupid. I'm like, yo, shorty, like, we gotta get money together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, only time I'm with a female is if we go together.
Real deal. Can I ask you a question, Sugar? What time is it where you at?
Right now, you want me to look at my clock
No, I want you to look in the fucking sky. What you think?
and look at the sky? Obviously, I'm not gonna answer you.
Okay.
Well, if I can say you want me to look at the clock, no, look at the
No,
microwave.
just look at your phone. It
I
should be right
mean,
there. It should be
That's
right there.
crazy.
Honestly, shouldn't it? Like you just look up. Just look up. Just look up. It's right there. You don't gotta turn around. You don't gotta
Look,
even fucking
look. Now
move.
y'all know that. Now,
Hey,
y'all
hey,
know that
hey,
cognac got
Adrian.
his brain
Hey,
fried
look,
Adrian.
right
This is
be
now.
this is why I come on TikTok for shit like this right here. It's just
be
so
pride.
comedian.
Let me talk to
It's
my
Be
boy
comedic.
down
private.
there. Hold on, let me talk to my boy. Be pride. You see where my sarcasm come from? You see that shit now?
Oh my
You see that
goodness.
shit? Motherfucker said you want me to look at the clock? No.
I
Hey,
don't fuck guess you gonna see the
hey, B. Hey, B.
What's
That's so
up?
good. You can't make that shit up.
Can't make it up
You
But
can't
at
that
make it up.
all.
was
Hey,
okay. But you see how
listen.
that was funny? Though you see how that was funny? Be pride.
You said what now?
That was funny, right?
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, he
You
likes to
try
be called sugar.
What?
He
So,
likes to be called
You back on
sugar.
the TV
Hey,
show?
Call
hold
Back
him.
on.
on the
I'm from the South and that's how we talk, bro. That's
what?
Okay.
how
yeah.
we talk.
Oh
I'm
my
from the
God.
South,
But
that's how we
He's
talk.
but
going
Yeah.
but think about it. That's what the women are dealing with out there, man.
Oh
is
This
your
type of
my
dog in the
behavior.
bed?
goodness. Oh, I want to eat a puppy up. Oh my goodness.
Is
Hello,
your dog
Pooch.
in the bed?
I
I'm
love dogs.
I got tricked. I'm
My
triggered.
other dog just passed away. My
The
other
Oh,
dog be in the
Yeah, I don't
bed.
know if you remember that 19-year-old dog that used to sit there and bark all the fucking time and kept going in and out, in and out, in and out of that fucking house.
Your baby. Oh
She finally kicked the
no.
Only
bucket.
how your dog is allowed inside of your bag is when you live alone.
Say that again.
What?
Okay, and why is you watching my lifestyle so hard?
No, I'm not.
Point.
I'm not.
What do you
I'm not.
say?
I'm just saying the only time
Yeah,
you get
he said we're talking about
out of your
anytime the
bed
dog
is
can
when
be
you
in your
live
bed,
alone.
that means you single. Okay, but why is you
That's
so
what he
look, you
said.
can't look. Don't worry about what I do in my life, sir. You can't figure it out if she your
Wait a minute.
girlfriend, your woman, or your friend.
I
Tend
know
to
why.
your
I know where
business.
it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. Didn't the live? I think one of the times you was on my live, you were at her house, right? And you
Yeah.
said that you wasn't sleeping in the bed with her because her dogs take over the bed,
Yeah, I
right?
did not. That's why I'm not over there right now.
It was a trigger, Juicy. It was another trigger. That's what it was.
Oh well. Oh fucking
man.
well. He can scratch his ass and get glad while he worried about what the hell I do.
The
Mm.
dog, the dog's got more
He ain't
juice
look,
than
he ain't
you?
paying no bills. He ain't putting in on
Huh?
her dog
But she
food.
wants him. But she wants him.
That
Okay,
don't
so
make
look,
no sense. How I'm gonna go to my woman's house, but the dog's kicking me out of the bed?
The dog the dog doesn't kick me out. I kick the dog out of the bed, but
oh, you
and
wouldn't be able to do that over here, baby. Look,
it comes back to the attitude.
first of all, with you getting up this early in the morning on some liquid courage, baby, you couldn't even get 150 feet around my bed. Bad, huh?
I
Somebody that can
mean,
He
wake
can't even
up
make.
and
He can't even
start.
make it to take that fucking coat off. He can't even do that. Just take it
No, but
off.
I say like the first thing you got up and did this morning, instead of a cup of coffee, you grabbed a bottle,
Oh,
baby.
he
You
hasn't
wouldn't be
slept
a.
yet.
I didn't go to
He don't
sleep.
work, huh?
He
Okay,
hasn't slept
wait,
Oh, he
yet.
wait,
ain't even
wait, wait,
slept.
wait,
Oh
wait, 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 wait,
no.
wait, 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 wait. Now look here. Now he getting on my motherfucking nerves too, but I'm gonna keep it G now. We all got our vices. And just cause he bold enough to get on here like how he is and everybody else not, we not gonna call him out for that because we all doing something. So we can't do that because you may have woke up and rolled the blunt or popped the pill. We can't see you. We don't know. So we gotta be fair. Don't call that man out on his shit. It's cool that he drunk. If he like it, we love it, goddamn.
No,
Everybody got
I don't like it when I can't understand nothing you saying. You sound like mush
right. And
mouth.
and I can understand
You
that,
sound
but
like straight mush mouth.
I can understand that, but you low key picking
I'm
on
not
him
over.
because
Oh, it's
you
okay. He
keep bringing
taking
up the
it.
fact that
He
he
likes it.
drinking. Like,
He likes it
Okay,
too.
all
He
right.
I
likes
mean,
What
we
This
if
my
all
what if
first
grown.
time
We
even
all
saying something
grown.
it.
about
Yeah,
it.
we
No,
might
this
Like,
my
we
he
first
might
likes
time
need
it.
to
even
we,
saying
we
something
might need
about
to
him
take a
like
time
that.
out and do
Because
a
if I
group
didn't like
hug.
it, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't like
Yeah.
No, no,
it,
no,
I
no, no.
wouldn't be
And I
here.
get
We
that.
might need to
I
do a
get
group
that. No,
hug.
hey,
We
I
might
get
need to
what you're
do a group
saying.
hug.
Hold on, Rock. Hold on,
Intervention.
sugar. I get
But
what
and
you're
that's my
saying,
that's
Alexa,
my
Adrian.
first time saying something
I
Alexa,
get
about
what you're
him.
saying, Adrian. My point is constantly picking on him about his shit is doing what? Because we all grown and we can all do
Making
it.
us laugh.
That man grown as fuck and in his house. He
But wait
ain't
a minute, hold on,
driving
hold on. How
drunk.
can you say
He
that when
ain't
that's my
walking
first time
around
even saying something to
outside. You know what
him?
I'm saying? Like it's just one of them things. And Juice, baby, I want to talk up here with you and I want to communicate, but the same way I be quiet while you talk, can you do the same for me? Because hollering over me
ooh,
ain't gonna get it.
respect.
Yeah.
Shut
I'm
up,
But
sugar.
apologize.
no, I'm
I
still
apologize to
confused.
you too, bro, because
Sugar.
I don't know what you're
Respect
dealing with.
sugar.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
give a fuck what
I
he dealing with.
apologize
I'm
to you, man, because
confused.
I don't know what you're dealing with.
I don't give a fuck what he's dealing with. That's
Yeah.
his business. That's him. I'm sorry. I guess. I don't know. Why I gotta be responsible for it?
Oh no, don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that because this
Go
is your
for
guy.
what?
These are
Huh?
your guys.
The
These are
what?
your guys. These are your guys.
My
Well,
guys?
look, I
Yeah.
guess in how I'm so negative
No.
about my pet
I
peeves,
wish
I'ma
I
just
was
go
her. Oh,
on
my
mute.
apologies. I
That
wish I
guy.
was
I'ma
her
just
guy,
go
sir.
on
We're
mute
not her
then.
guy, but I wish I was one of her guys, but she
I'm
won't
not a
understand.
guide.
Yeah, Miss Lady, where's that application to become one of your guys? I want to become one of your guys.
Oh, one of my guys?
Yes.
Yeah, like your
Yeah.
guys. Like like women
Can
have
he
like
call you
five
sugar,
guys.
Uncle Bernie? Look,
Yeah,
can he
please call
call
me.
you
Yeah,
sugar?
give me the sugar. Hey, country, give me the sugar application. I want that application. Call me sugar, baby. Hey, look, hey, country, call me Big Sugar.
Oh no, I love that. I
Big
love
Sugar. I
that.
like that
Master,
one.
hey, look, call
I
me
like
Master Sugar.
that. I
Call me
like
Master Sugar. Call me Master Sugar. Master
I
Sugar.
like
Come
Big
on.
Sugar.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, that's wild.
Hello.
Yeah. And he got that old man straw. I see it. Okay. I love the
Okay,
morning
Big
no
Shaq.
call.
Big Shaq.
Real. That sun looks good on you. You gonna go outside?
Oh man.
Yeah, I see it. It's really shining. It looks beautiful.
I mean, the sun not shining on you. Where you at?
I'm inside.
Motherfucker looking at you in the house. Talking about where you at?
I
In
know.
the
Over here
house.
looking at me. Over here,
No,
because I'm
I'll be
looking
like, yo, they ain't got no windows in there. Y'all live in boxes. I live in a
There's
whole
windows
house.
here. You see the window? But I'm not in front of my window.
Okay. I'm not in front of my window either, honey.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, I'm just
Honey,
putting
wait
on
a
a
minute. I don't like that. I don't want you calling me honey. Because
Can I
that
call you
implies that I'm
sugar?
sweet.
Can I call you sugar?
Oh man.
You cannot
Woo.
do that. I'm offended.
Can I call
This
you
is
sugar?
wow. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh man.
I am going to end the live. I have to go to work. Slim, what are you doing today? I know you up and ready. Are
All
you
right,
putting yourself
sugar.
together?
Go ahead and end the live, sugar.
No, but let me tell. But you know what I want. All right, let's bring this back. I don't like it. I don't like it when a married man calls me sugar.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Now
sugar.
no, that's okay. And I understand. So do you think that's a difference, Slim? So let me by going back and forth, right? So do you think it's okay for a married man to call a woman sugar that's not his wife?
Coming from where I'm from, yeah, they do it
Mm-hmm.
all the time.
They do.
Like what?
They wife be right in front of them. They'll go, "Hey, how you, baby? How you, sugar?" They do it. We just talk like that. I don't
Before you
Yeah,
want
honey,
that's how
you.
before
we
you honey.
that's how we
They
do
don't.
it in
They
the
don't.
South.
Just because I call, that's just like if you compliment a man that walk by. I just like what you got on. That don't mean I want you. You get me?
Okay.
So it's like when
Compliment a
like I say,
guy.
the married me. God, is your name Slim? I'm sorry, Slim. Is that you, sugar? You talking Slim? Go ahead.
Okay. I get it.
Oh, okay,
Huh?
thank you. So,
It
yeah, the
ain't
married
sugar.
men
That's
down
the
here, down
boyfriend.
south,
That's the
they do
side
it.
chick.
They do. God damn it! Y'all see how I got quiet, huh? Now I'm gonna let this
Hmm.
Go
motherfucker
ahead.
talk.
My bad.
Okay, thank you. Goddamn. So, Adrian, back to you. Like I was saying, down
What it
south, that is a
was.
very common thing out here. Like I said, you could be a married man could walk by holding hands with his wife, and he'll say, "Hey, baby, how you?" Like it ain't like that. I'm just trying to see how the fuck you doing. That's it.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do you do that too, Rock? When you're with your wife and somebody pass by,
Yeah, cause
hey, how
cause
you doing?
cause people call you different things too. You can tell if it's on something else. Some stuff is just like a positive greeting. You know what I mean?
So
Cause
if I'm with
my
Right.
wife is
somebody else,
Jamaican. Now if you know what I'm
mhm.
saying, you know the difference if somebody trying to be fresh or not.
Okay, so if I'm walking down right and I see somebody I'm like, hey, Poppy,
Yeah, cause you know
it's
me.
okay.
Cause
I can call
I get
someone
that too.
Poppy. I can call
Yeah,
somebody
I
Poppy.
get that too. Cause I know Spanish women I grew up with. Yeah, I get
Uh-huh.
that too. Yeah.
No, I
Now
didn't see that.
now
I
it's
was
all
just,
how it.
I'm saying like if I'm walking with you, right, we hand in
Yep.
hand, and somebody, oh, thank you so much, Poppy, and I say that to somebody else.
Yeah, if you know them, you know what I mean. If you know 'em, I'm not
I
worried
ain't hold you.
about
I
that.
draw
Like
the
I said,
line
there's
at
different
Poppy now.
terms,
Hold on. I
you
draw the
know.
line at Poppy, goddamn
Oh,
it.
see,
Wait
oh,
a minute.
Cause I grew up around Spanish people too. So to me, it's
right.
a
It's
difference.
a culture,
You know what
right?
I mean?
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's a
I've ever
culture
done that.
thing.
I don't think I've ever
So
done that.
now, yeah, but no,
Okay,
usually your
sugar.
woman ain't gonna
Thank
do
you,
no
sir.
crap like that.
I'll say thank you, sir. I'll use the, I'll do
You
that.
know.
But I'm
Yeah,
not
you
Yeah.
gotta
putting up on
respect
Poppy.
yourself.
I'll do that.
If your woman did that, then I'd be a little disrespectful. I never been with no woman that just yelled out some crap like that. But
Right.
usually, like when you're doing something for somebody might say thank you, honey, or baby, some stuff like that. Cause I'm also an electrician. You might do
Maybe.
sometime. You know what I mean? And people say different things to you, so you
Let
take
me.
stuff at face value.
Thank you,
I,
sweetheart. I hit that one
Yeah,
too.
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll say so though. It's poetic. Have you ever done
Yeah.
that too with your wife and you call like somebody the
I've seen the
waitress, sweetie?
vagina monologue.
I wasn't talking to you the real poetic.
I've seen the vagina monologue.
What the hell?
The vagina monologue. It's poetic, like like it's like this girl. She comes up there and she talks about her. Like it's non-descriptive, and it's not even like like feeling like in that terminology. But you got to understand the reason why I pick my words very carefully out of my brain
Yeah.
is to understand that words have influence, right? And the things
Yeah.
that you say can reflect on who you are as a person. So they'll never call me sugar.
Ah. So you took it as she was calling you somebody was you was sweet, a little sugar in your tank. That's how
Yeah,
you
why is
took
he
it.
still talking about that though? Thought we moved on.
Let's move on.
Apparently you
We're
only
talking about the
what they
vagina
call
man.
how they say it.
Hit a nerve? Hit a
What's
nerve.
no? What's that term? What's that?
It hit a nerve. It did.
Yeah, yeah. You hit a nerve, but there's another
Yeah, it
talk
did.
about the
It
wounded
did.
dog.
I
What
was
they
like,
say
what did
about the
she
wounded
say?
Hit
dog?
y'all
Hit
holler?
dog holler,
Yeah,
goddamn.
yeah,
If you feel
yeah.
hit, holler.
I'm saying
If
Yeah,
you
words are very
feel hit,
important.
holler,
Be careful
goddamn
yeah.
what
it.
you say.
Because like I said, country, you said it in the most sweet way. So like I
But
said, only
not only
Well,
that,
you're not
Rock.
going
I'm
anywhere.
gonna say
You
this
stay
before
right here.
Adrian go. One thing about it too, for sure, it ain't what people call you, it's what you answer
She
to.
answer to.
And me
yeah.
personally, I always say sugar. And if you feel like you don't like that, you ain't got to say
I mean,
shit.
we
But
moved
me,
on. We
I'm
moved
gonna
on,
say it,
haven't we?
sugar.
Now we moved on because you want to talk about it.
No, no. What I'm
Unless you
saying,
know what though, too.
because I feel like it's not gonna have a good conclusion.
Do you feel
All
bullied?
right, sugar.
Do you feel bullied? Stupid.
What the hell?
Now somebody else must have said that to you too, though, in the like you was in a heated moment, like an argument or something. So
Yeah, this is
somebody
a
must have said
reason.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna,
Somebody said
this
you got
is,
sugar in your tank. Somebody said
like
that in an argument.
you get the shit,
Somebody
just
said
because
that in
you
an
got the
argument.
shit,
Yeah,
listen.
somebody said
No,
that
what
to him.
happened? What
That's
Somebody
happened
said
was,
Yeah,
somebody
hit it.
some,
man,
some
I grew up.
somebody
I
because he's
grew up.
very 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 fragile about that. Somebody
Who?
No,
must have
no, no,
called
no.
him.
What happened
They
was
got into an argument and
I
they
grew
said
up
you effing
homophobic.
f.
I grew up homophobic.
You are?
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah, we know.
homophobic.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Well,
Okay.
usually those guys are the guys that's gay.
Thank you. Ah, come on, Rock.
Damn.
Wow.
Bryson.
Wow.
Good morning, Bryson.
Wow.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
How you, sugar?
Doing good.
You better be
Okay,
homophobic.
that's good. I don't understand either. But okay, so Bryson, the question of the day is the question. Thank
Don't
you,
laugh,
honey.
bro.
Thank you.
You-
Yes, thank you. Okay, the question of the, do you have a funny story about your ex?
No,
No, nothing. There was nothing funny. You never had no
Nobody
funny memories.
snitches on
nah,
that.
not fine by my ex.
There's nothing funny. You was never
No,
at
nothing
friends where
funny.
you never like had like laughs and okay. So for me, right, I was sitting there and I was thinking I was taking a shower today. I was scrubbing my ass and I was like, damn, it's kind of hairy back there.
You
And
was
I
doing
remember
what?
that me and my
Hold
ex
on.
used to share
You just stepped over that.
that he
What
would
was you
shave my
doing?
ass for me, right? So that I thought it made me laugh. It was a memory that made me laugh, right? So you don't have any memories with your ex that makes you laugh like that?
No, don't.
What? What? No, she.
Y'all
She
can't
said
do that.
that
Anything nice
stuff.
about your exes? Okay.
Nah, don't.
What's
Exes are
that?
uh
You
like
don't. There was no good. You don't have
exes
any
are
good memories.
memories.
I got one for you, Adrian.
Dad.
Memories.
uh One
You
time me
never.
and my ex, we were at my apartment and we were running around the room playing, and she went to take a step, and she went to take a step to run. She passed gas. She farted real hard, and we both stopped in our tracks, and we both bust out laughing. Then later on, she told me I was so embarrassed, all I could do was laugh.
I love that. See, that's a
Yeah,
funny memory, right? It's your ex. You don't want her back, right? But it's a good thing. You could just have
no,
a funny
Yeah,
story about her. I know. I don't know why
yeah.
it
I
seems
make
like it's so
memories.
difficult to have.
yeah.
Every girl that I meet until I find my wife is my ex.
Okay, good. So do you have a funny story about your ex?
I don't really.
No? You can't think of anything?
I don't know. I don't really
All
have
right.
a funny story.
Oh,
Like
I'm
I don't know
confused
what a
on that.
funny story is.
You don't know what a funny story is? Your whole life is a
Give me
funny
an
story. What do you
example.
mean? Your whole life is a funny story. You don't think so? I think my life is a funny fucking story.
Oh
I
man.
think I have a lot of fucking stories in my life, especially at this grown ass age, right? So I mean, you lived. I know I fucking lived. I've been living. So I got a lot of funny stories. I like to think about the good things in my past and not the negative things. So
Yeah.
even
You know,
when I don't like, so that's why I like to bring it out because I think that's a whole part of healing. You know what I mean? If
Well,
you
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, what
good
That's
is
for
a
me
100%.
funny
and the
story?
bad,
Give
and
me
not
a
focus
funny
on all the bad,
story.
just focus on the good, then I can move on to the next, the next best memory.
No, there's never moving on. It's about building, and it's all about building. It's
But
not
building,
moving.
okay, but it's an X, but I forgot. It's an ex, right? So it's done. It's
I
over.
mean,
You're
like
not
if the
building shit.
relationship ended bad, yeah, it's an
I mean, relationships and bad, right? But there was always something good in it, right? That's why you stick. I mean,
yeah,
what attracted you to the person in the first place,
yeah.
right? So there had to be a good story there somewhere.
What was the bad story? What's the funny
I
story?
don't care about the bad. Why we have to focus about the bad? What's about
No,
the good?
your question was like, what's the funny story?
Mhm. Like I think the funny story that B Pryor said about passing gas. I've definitely done that before.
Oh, that's every day.
Okay, so
People
Bryson,
ask for that one anymore. Like,
do you have
I
a funny
thought
story?
girls don't fart until
Huh?
I'm like with my girlfriend, and then she
Nobody
be
cares
letting
about
me
your
go.
girlfriend. Nobody cares
And
about your
she be
girlfriend. It's
laughing.
not therapy session.
Yeah, we gotta
Talk,
mute that mic.
talk to her. I know she don't want to talk to you no more, but talk to her. She don't talk to her. Bryson, go ahead.
What now?
Can you think of a funny story now?
No, I don't have no funny story.
Okay, what did you like? Well, okay, so when you met her, right? What
Yeah,
attracted you to her? What did you like about her?
her personality.
Oh, okay, so was she funny?
No, she wasn't funny, but she was like, she was genuine and she was smart.
She was genuine. She was smart. Okay, so I like that. I like that she was genuine.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
Mhm.
I like the way she was like. I didn't care the way she was built. You know what I'm saying? As long as she was pretty.
What did he say? You know,
I just got one
No, I'm
small
for real.
request.
I didn't
Can
care. I didn't
you
care. I didn't care how she looked. I didn't care how her weight was. I didn't care how her weight was. As long as she was pretty. As long as she had a
Yeah,
good personality and genuine.
yeah.
Hey,
That's
real
it.
deal. I have a request for you,
like a
sugar. When you
dog,
get
blood,
ready
like
to
a
puff,
house.
you need to cut your camera off. Or what? Better yet, I'll tell the host she can do it. Adrian, when he's blowing smoke, cut his
Oh,
camera
I'm not
off.
even seeing him. Okay, I didn't.
He
Did you say
was
what he's
blowing
doing?
smoke, and that's gonna take your page down. He may not give a shit because this ain't his, but it's
Okay,
yours.
I got three other pages, but I get it. Bryson. So
Yeah.
you don't have any. Thank you, Slim. You don't have any memories of her because all you cared about was what she looked like.
Well,
There's see,
memories that
look, I
I
just
had
got a
memories
violation,
that.
but it
Keep it,
was for hate speech.
keep it
Okay,
100.
okay,
Keep it
okay.
100. She
I
was
had
easy.
memory. Okay, I had memory of her that she was. She did kind of make me laugh a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did. I mean, the whole. How long were you with her?
Huh?
How long were you with her?
For 30 years.
You told me 30 years. You ain't got no funny story.
Damn, that's a long time.
That's a
Walk around
long
being
time. You
serious.
gotta.
Torture.
Goddamn.
That's torture. You not had no one funny story.
Yeah. What the fuck was y'all soldiers in that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
That's a
Hey, this girl,
long
I'm gonna
time
tell
to
you
be
this. I'm gonna tell you this
miserable.
right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you right now. This
Huh?
girl right here, she was like a real spiritual girl,
Okay.
and she was like one of the kind of girls that she want to be with a man on one man only. That's it. That was me. And so I was a spiritual person too. But like I said, me and her, we've been together for 30 years, and we haven't done nothing wrong to each other yet.
Are you
And
still married?
so,
30
so,
years? You
so
never hit her? You just smack her?
no,
Wait,
no, I
wait.
never did nothing
What?
wrong
What
to
are
her.
you talking about?
Nigga, what?
I never cheated on her, nothing like that.
How is that even a fucking option?
What?
Yeah,
I
that's
never
your
cheated
cue.
on
That's
her. I
your
never
cue to
did
go and
anything wrong
get
to
dropped,
her.
bro. That was your
She never
fucking
cheated on
cue.
me. We've been together for 30 years,
She
and that's
cheated
it.
on you, bro?
Well, you know what? You that yeah. But I already knew that shit. I already knew that shit.
What,
But
she cheated on him? Yo, she cheated on you. Are
nobody
you
cares.
forgetting
Nobody
her?
cares. Real deal. Nobody really cares. Nobody cares about you. Honestly, you don't care about your conversation. Nothing. Maybe you just need to sleep it off. Maybe you need to just sleep it off. Here we go. I'm gonna help you out. You can sleep it off because you ain't impacting this conversation at all.
He's
Oh
somewhere
man,
else. He's somewhere else with it,
Yeah,
goddamn.
and and like, go ahead and be drunk and aggravate that woman. So okay, so Bryson, because I got distracted.
Yeah,
You said so in 30 years. So you said you're still married,
yeah,
and the only reason why you're still married is because you have. Why not? I mean, because you guys are religious, and it's what you're supposed to be doing.
yes.
Oh, okay. Are you friends with her?
Yeah, I'm still friends with her. We're still
Okay.
friends.
No, I mean, I mean, yeah, because friends like you share experiences together, right? You laugh
Yeah,
and joke and stuff like that.
yes.
All right. Okay, that's nice.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Because you said y'all had got married because it was the right thing to do, but do y'all have children? Is that why? Like, did you marry her because she had kids, or because y'all just think it's the right thing to do? Because I ain't never read that in the Bible.
You still together?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still together.
Oh, okay.
Right, but my question is, you
Like I
said you
say,
married her because it was the right thing to do. So I'm asking, was she pregnant and y'all
no,
needed to be
no,
married?
no, 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 no. It
That's the
wasn't that. It
problem.
wasn't that.
Oh, you didn't want to fornicate.
It wasn't that. It was just that the way I see it, that she was like one of the person that never got in trouble and never did anything wrong, but she was like one of the person that stay at home and do
Family
the right
man.
thing, do the right thing, and she work and I work, and we
Yeah.
just like each other.
Oh, okay.
And then we've been together for 30 years, and
That's a blessing.
Well, it's
and we
not.
were
Not
So
if you're
still.
fucking miserable. I don't think that's a blessing. You think that's a blessing?
What do you mean?
To be miserable and
so
married?
You happy?
so so it sounds
He
like
can't
he's
even think
saying
of a
they.
good memory about her. He can't get 30
It sounds like
years.
That's
he's
why I
saying
asked
they
that question.
decided not
That's
to play
why I
around with
asked,
each
was
other.
he happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He sound
Mr.
like he's
Bryson, Mr.
happy.
Bryson, sugar, are you happy in your relationship?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy who I'm with.
Okay.
I'm happy because
you're happy with your
because
choice?
she
Is
happy
that what you
too.
said, man? Because she looks good. Give me a great. Oh, I'm not good because I know what you're gonna say. But I'm gonna ask you anyway. Well, give me one thing that you like about her. Her
Who
personality
me?
traits. Hmm? Yeah, you. Hmm?
Okay. Well, I told you already. I like about her because
She's
she
smart. I thought she was an ex. That's the reason why I asked. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's right.
yeah, good morning, Shannon. That's what I asked you. I said, give me a good thing about your ex, and then so you said you didn't have one. You didn't have a good memory. And then I started talking about your exes, and I'm like, really, you have nothing to say about. So we were talking about exes, and then you started. Next thing you know, you married. So you kind of changed the conversation. But again, I didn't know that because you've been on my panel before, Bryson, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in Panama before.
Okay. So let me ask the second thing.
I've
So
been in
being a
Panama
married man of
twice.
30 years, would do you have any pet names that she gives you?
No, she don't give me no pet name.
No? In 30 years. She doesn't
No.
call you honey,
And she
babe.
just call you Bryson every day for the past 30 years. She just call you fucking Bryson. That's it.
Well, she call me baby.
Okay.
Right. That's a pet
A pet
name. That's what
name.
she
Yeah,
asking
That's
It's a
you.
it.
pet
That's
okay.
name.
it. That's all she call me, baby. That's it.
Okay.
Other than
Okay.
that's all.
What do you
Y'all,
call her? What do you call her? You have a pet name for her?
No.
y'all strict around that motherfucker,
Miserable.
huh?
No,
Miserable.
we're not
30
strict. We're
years.
not strict.
Miserable.
We're not strict. We're
Miserable.
Cutting
not
you crazy
strict,
as
but
a loon.
me and her, let me tell you this right now. Me and
Silence of
her
the
have been
lambs.
like me
Silence
and
of the
her
lambs.
Well,
me and
wait, you've
her
been
have been
married twice for very
Mm.
long periods of time.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a pet name for
Yes.
your wife? What is
Yeah,
it?
I call it, her pet name is All Seasons. No, for real. So no, so like when I'm in a cavalier moment, I call her All Seasons. And now when she's has something serious, she'll call me Bartholomew. So she'll say, Bartholomew, I need to sit down and talk with you.
Okay,
So
that makes sense. All right, how often does she call you that?
Bartholomew quite often.
Quite often.
This is
Hello, Uncle
honest.
Bernie
That's
still
not
the
honest.
same. Uncle
That is
Bernie still
funny.
insane.
And my first wife called me Dice.
What?
She called me Dice. She said because I'm always rolling like dice. Like dice continue to roll, so she called me Dice. Yeah.
Who called you Dice? I like that name though. I like that. Did anybody else call you Dice?
A couple of only people who've been around her. Yes.
Okay, I get that. Okay, so that's cute. Those are pet names. So Bryson, in 30 years, you don't have any memories like that. And this is a cheetah.
No, I don't have no memories.
Okay. Slim. So, okay, your name is Country Slim, so I know you have a pet name. Has anybody have a call? I'm sure they have. I'm pretty sure they all call you types of names, and you call them all types of wonderful names too,
I
right?
do. I do. Like I'm gonna tell you, like I tell you, you call me what you like. Just don't call me Colette. You call me
Right.
what you like. It don't matter.
Right. I
I like
mean,
that.
I do have a lot of pet names that I use for people, whether we together or not. It just naturally come out. But if I'm
right.
in a relationship,
Mhm.
I might hit you with the DADDY if I really like you, if I love you, even, you know.
She said, I
That
love you.
if I love you, even, or like Uncle Bernie, Big Sugar, goddamn, that's that Big Sugar. Goddamn. Come on, where you at, Big Sugar?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why that was so offensive to but I mean I love it. I don't see it being offensive. I don't know if I wouldn't call nobody like I said, but if I was in a relationship, I don't think I would do that to another man. But wait, has your wife ever done that? Say that to another man in front of you? Or would you do it?
I think
Poetic?
he doing something, Adrian.
He's always doing something. He's always walking. Then what happens is he's not near the phone, so then he has to like
But
old
while we
man
wait
stepping.
for him, on top of
Would you say, Miss
let me
Age? I'm
not
sorry.
tell you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Uncle
No,
Bernie. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, country. I heard her say something, and I came right back.
Yeah, it was a question for you. Ask him,
Oh.
Adrian.
It was. Do you, when you're in because you're a very friendly man, right? You're definitely a friendly man, and you at a restaurant with your wife. Would you call like the waitress sweetie or honey?
But yeah, and just out of normal happenstance, but it's not. I mean, I tried not to, but she doesn't. It doesn't bother her no more. I mean, it doesn't. She don't even. It's like, I mean, she sees that my demeanor seems to get us a little leeway in places we go into, like right ahead of the line,
Mhm.
you know.
You got
So
it.
yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
like she always said, because she always says like I might approach, I'll give a lady like a ball of bills like to be put it to a table first or something. So she'll say, "What'd you do?" And I say, "The normal, you know." I say, "Hey, I did call a baby," and she'll laugh, stuff like that, you know. And she does too. But remember, my wife is in a male environment in her career, so she does a lot of. In fact, it's funny you brought that up. A gentleman hugged her one time and she was very uncomfortable because I was there, but I didn't react to it. But that's her environment, that's her work. But
Yeah.
when I in her environment, I do lie to her coworkers. Like so, they'll come over there try to chat me up. Not something. And she said, "What?" And she'll say, "Why you tell that man you're a dentist? He's thinking about he want to be he want
Mm.
he want to schedule an appointment."
Like he cool.
I be lying.
He made him look like a liar. See?
Hey, hey, Uncle Bernie, they treat you different, huh? Oh, he's
Yeah.
a
Oh
dentist.
yes. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh my God, he's a
Yeah.
dentist.
Hey,
So
hey,
why
Ross.
does she feel
Yep.
uncomfortable about the hug though? Why
Well,
does
because
she?
she didn't know how I was going to respond in her work environment because that had not occurred before. But it's a guy, and but it bothered me none. Shoot, I knew I was going home with her. I didn't care. Look, I wish you'd have kissed her. It gave me a little leeway to say, baby, that man kissed you. Why can't I kiss other women? You know.
Asshole. Asshole. Okay, so fine. Because have you ever been with your wife and a man gave her a hug?
Oh yeah, because they not that type, like a hug, but it's a certain way you give a hug.
Well, like a church hug, right? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
it's so poetic. Was it
So
was
it's
it
the
a
same
church hug
thing.
or
Like
was
when
it
I'm
like
giving,
a hug?
like if I'm giving a woman a hug, it's a certain way I hug them, where it's respectful. It's not like because you have some guys like they'll try to be fresh with it.
Right, yeah, give it a hug. You get that
Yeah,
a little.
yeah, they try to be fresh with it. So I always make sure, especially because that's how they greet. My wife is Jamaican, so that's how they greet each other. So
Mm-hmm.
um, when I hug somebody else's wife, I make sure nobody can take nothing wrong way.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right.
Yeah.
So, I guess I don't know because I don't. How does she know which is the right way and which is the wrong way?
No, you can tell when somebody's trying to give you a special hug. You can tell the
Right, but
difference.
how do, well, so I'm saying, but she wouldn't know, right? If he's gonna give her the special hug or not, because she's
Yeah,
a
you would.
receiver, right? So she don't. He don't know. I mean, she don't know how he's gonna do it. But I know. But I get
Oh
it.
no, no, no! I know what you're saying. No, not at all. Cause some guys are funny like that. They try to make certain things look a little more. You get some clowns like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian, I can speak for me, as somebody that trail ride and rodeo and all we do is hug each other all fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When I hug women,
Mm-hmm.
we hug each other however, because we're girls, right?
yeah,
When I hug men, they put their arm around my shoulder.
Yeah,
They
like a
don't
touch
hug me
hug.
by my
Right?
waist. Exactly.
Yeah,
They
touch
don't,
hug.
or if
Okay.
they do, like if we take a picture together, they got their hand like at the top of my back. You get
Right.
me? Like
yeah,
it's very appropriate way
Respectful.
for
Yeah,
me to
respectful.
hug.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
I
Respectful.
know.
only
Yeah.
that, what I was trying to tell you was, outside of the men who do say baby and sweetie and stuff like that in front of their wives, another thing that's common out here with Southerners, a man could literally be with his wife and he'll say, "Hey, sugar, how you?" And he'll hug you and kiss your cheek or kiss your forehead. He don't
Yeah,
mean nothing. We just sweet
yeah,
like that.
Right.
yeah. And plus, it's
Right.
somebody you know. That's just y'all
And then you
slang.
gotta
Like
think,
that's how
how
you
did,
greet.
and
No, I
another
get
way to
that
think,
because a lot
you
of
know,
Spanish and Italian people they always greet each other and they'll kiss each other on the cheek when they see.
Yeah,
You.
right. And you know
Right.
something else that I tell people, you really have to pay attention because who really finna kiss another woman in front of their wife? So that means
yeah,
you be
yeah,
thinking too deep. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
nobody finna do that.
Ain't
Like, so
nobody finna do that.
I
Only.
literally know a man that goes to the rodeos and trail rides with his wife and he will hug and kiss every woman there because he just sweet like that. He don't want you and he'll
Yeah,
tell you quick, "No, baby, it ain't none of that. My wife over here." But he just wanted to speak to you. That's
Mm.
it.
yeah,
No, yeah, yeah. It's in Spanish culture too. Italian, you see Italians be kissing other men, or even the French people do that too,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
When you see
yeah.
them,
It's
they
a
go
little.
both cheeks and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's just the person who
I think that's a European thing too, though. That both cheeks thing.
I don't know. I don't think so, but no, because maybe it's it because I know Haitians do it too on both cheeks. I think my son's father's
I,
family is Haitian, and they do it too. When they see you, they'll sit there and kiss both cheeks.
mm,
Know who
So,
started? I just be
hmm?
kissing niggas. I don't know who started. I just kiss you motherfuckers and say, "Hey," that's it. I don't know. I just give you a kiss and go
I'm
on.
just saying it happens a lot everywhere else. It definitely does do it. But I think it's the person, each individual person who would take it the wrong way or take it like, okay, well, that's just the
yeah,
culture, or it's like, damn,
yeah.
why they kissing you type of thing. So I guess it's the person who actually, wherever that person. Be proud. Would you be okay with that?
Well, with what?
I don't know. Your wife, you out eating with your wife, and she says, "Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you, honey." Like to like people who open the door to her or something like that.
Oh yeah, we do that all the time anyway.
Oh, you do it
I,
too?
s- I
Yeah,
say, "Hey, sweetheart," when I'm saying thank you, we going through the drive-through at a restaurant.
yeah,
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
I like that. No,
Yeah.
I like that too. I do like that because they're doing a service for you, right?
yeah.
Right.
Exactly. And
Right.
you can't overreact to everything. You know what I mean? Because you drive yourself crazy worrying about things you don't need to. And if you
You
got to
sure
worry
the
about it,
hell
shouldn't
will.
be with them. You shouldn't be with them. If you got to worry about the little stuff like that, you might as well be single.
And then with the hugging part, you know, I'm gonna wrap around. I'm gonna wrap my arm around your shoulder and hug you from the side. I'm not
Mm.
finna. Yeah.
I always
I'm
call it the
gonna
church
do it.
hugs because you go to church, everybody
Yeah.
always hugging, right? Everybody wants to hug you,
Yeah,
greeting each other, right? You
yeah,
fellowship, and then but I know, like to me, like when I will do the church hug, and when I was a man, whatever kind of man it was the side hug. You know what I mean? It
yeah,
was the church hug. It
Right.
was on the side.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's
And
what
of
I'm.
course, it's different people that and those hugs will still be appropriate. It's just different hugs.
yeah,
But
yep.
yeah, yeah.
No, I love that though. No, I mean, I believe me, I understand. So,
Now
right.
I've been I've been out with my wife,
Mm,
and but this is before we got married. We were out. We still in a relationship, and it was the guy that she knew, and he hugged her, and so she gave him a hug back. Granted, I didn't know who he was. He just randomly walked up on her. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I wonder who that is.
Oh, he didn't acknowledge you?
So there's like a system here. You have to acknowledge the man first before you
Well,
go.
I mean, like if you walking up a guy and he's with his wife, you know you're supposed to acknowledge him too, because it's a sign of respect. Like you trying to let him know, like it ain't no funny business. You know what I mean? Because he, like he said, he ain't know who he was. It's just like
Yeah, but
out
he
of the blue.
maybe the guy didn't know who he was, right?
Me personally, as a woman, even with guys that I've been knowing for years, I always approach they woman first.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
respect.
I could have been knowing that nigga since we was in diapers. I'm still gonna approach the woman first.
Yeah.
It's a respect thing. It's just a respect thing.
No, I mean, no, I definitely understand that. But I'm saying if that guy didn't know,
Cause
like if he didn't know that if he didn't know this woman was married, how would I know that he's with her, right? So I'm gonna hug him.
Right,
I'm gonna hug her the same way that I always normally hug her.
right. I get what
Oh,
you're
she's
saying.
married
Right.
now.
yeah, that's true too. But you also have some guys that try to be funny too. You know? Yeah.
I get it. Okay, so hey, good morning, Kay. Are you there? Is it calling? Hello, Kenny. You know you in the box? Yeah, mommy. Kaden, you know you in the box, baby? Maybe not.
Maybe not. I thought they was waiting to speak.
I know that's what I thought too, but obviously not. All right, so let me go ahead. I gotta go sign into work. Working from home, obviously. Thank you so much, Slim. Slim. I'm so glad you were able to join. I'm glad. Let me tell you something. Rock been asking about you. He's been asking about you. Rock comes and joins my panel every once in a while, and he will say, "Hey, what's going on with Slim? I haven't seen Slim in a while." That's she be slipping in and out. She be slipping down and right, Rock.
Yeah, cause you know, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I met all y'all through Mr. Washington panel. That's where I met Uncle Bernie, and then the other lady.
Right.
That other lady? I haven't seen her in a long time though. I think her name was like T that the lady you always used to talk to, country. The older lady.
I used to talk to
What?
an older lady.
Yeah, Miss
Miss Wanda?
yeah,
Oh, she be
not
around
Mr.
too.
Wama. The other one, the other lady too. It was two of them. It was I think was it
Man, there was
Tawanda?
a lot
One
of
is to
ladies, honey.
yeah, one is Tawanda, and one was the other lady. I think her name was Gwen though. I think one name was Gwen. But
Well,
that's how I met
right. And
everybody from Mr.
he comes in here and he asks me, he's like, "Have you seen Country Slim? I haven't seen it around." I told him, I said,
Yeah,
"Oh, she be slipping in and out. She always tries to make it, but I know we up early. Vodka's up early. I'm up early.
yeah.
So, but he does always talk about it. So I loved when you came in, you know exactly who he was, by the way. You're like, "What up,
I
She?"
did.
Yeah.
I love that. That's why I feel like we all just family because we know so much about we family and so Slim with that. I love you, sis. I love
I
you,
love you
and
too.
I love you. I really
I
do, and my
know.
heart goes out to you. You're such a
Thank
beautiful
you.
spirit.
Yep.
You just in like love
Mm-hmm.
just
I'm
comes
gonna try
out
to
of you.
get more active. It's just been really hard right
It's gonna
now.
take time. It's gonna
But
take time. That's
yeah, it's
okay.
gonna take me some time.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
I'm gonna get back active just as soon as I feel it.
Yeah.
And nobody's rushing you at all. And you know what? Hang out with us. If you see up in early in the morning, and we know obviously we like to cut the shit over here and laugh. I know I like to laugh at these dummies. Slim.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
I tell
I like to bully them. I like to bully. Them. That's
And
why
you
Rock
know
was
what? The
like,
good
"You
thing
in the
about it
wrong
is
place,
the
BP."
the really good thing about it for me is
yeah.
that it's been a really rough time. And then the fact that, like, honestly, the fact that I just buried my dad this past Saturday,
Oh
this was
wow.
like
Sorry to
the
hear that.
first time that I've laughed.
I know.
Like, so I really enjoyed being here
I
today.
know. That's why I like to have fun lives so we can just get off of our. I mean, that's what TikTok is supposed to be for, right? So we can forget about what's going on in our real life and just have a good time and laugh and joke and have a good time. So that's why I like to like fool around and just escape what's going on. But I know once you turn this off, it's a whole different story. But I just wanted,
Right.
but you always got a home here, you know.
I know.
And so I'm glad I could make you laugh at least a little bit today. But that's your mom. I mean, yes, your daddy. So I understand. And so yeah, so you guys have a great day on purpose. Be proud. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us as well. I definitely appreciate your little input. Hopefully you don't feel beat up. I don't think you do because you didn't lose your. As much as we are the type of women that you don't like, you've been chilling with us, and you didn't get angry or call us names or take it personal or anything like that. So I appreciate you as well. Rock, thank you so much for giving us your point of view on things. I appreciate you always, I beat up on you too, but you sit there and you take it. And poetic, are you back to your spot?
Probably not.
Oh no, ma'am. I'm actually headed out to my spot right now. It's a College Park.
You swear?
Huh?
Over sport.
Okay, you echoing, baby.
Oh, me? Oh, Michael, my apologies. Hold on, let me cut it.
No, that's okay.
How about now? Is that better?
Listen,
No?
yes, good. No, not really.
Oh,
I can't hear myself.
I so appreciate you letting me up. I so appreciate y'all good people. Be sweet here.
Appreciate you leaving. You know you got a box here. You got a box. It's home, baby. It's home. Of course, and anytime. I
Love
work
you,
tomorrow, so I'll be up early tomorrow doing the same old thing. I love you, Flynn. Poetic. You know you my bottom. We the only toxic motherfuckers in here, I see. I told you my older man twin. He's toxic as hell. I don't know. I guess I'm not throwing away my shit. I'm not throwing away my shit. I'm gonna
Hey,
keep it.
can I go through there? Does that go through all the way through? Okay, I'll go through. Okay. Oh, got you. Okay, hold on, my fault.
Attention to
Oh,
what
okay,
you
you doing?
do.
Okay.
I love you
Okay,
guys.
pull through. Okay, we go. Okay.
Down there, everybody
I got
that's
you.
been
I see you
out,
saying.
my family. I love you, everybody that's
Okay,
been
thank you, buddy.
here. I'm not going to throw those things more. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'll be live tomorrow morning between 4 o'clock. You think
I'm off on
you have a
you. You
great
go.
day on purpose, all right? Think of the good, not the bad. Love you guys.